Tell me this book is not going to make me like or sympathize with Signy by the end of it. No, that woman is evil. Let's talk about it today on Wise Beyond the Stories, Dawn of the North, the prologue. All right, so we start out, it's Ursa's funeral, because remember, Saga went, set up the bomb, right? After fucking Signy gave her the catalyst and all that shit, and then she did, yeah, okay, we were there, right? I started out with the gothy, I was like, oh no, Timmy needs a sword, but we don't need the sword, it's just a funeral. All right, so we're doing that, they're doing the funeral, they're donating bodies and blood of the thralls to Ursa, and she's gonna have her funeral. Signy's looking at Ivar. Ivar's like, this is fucking boring as fuck. I want to get the fuck up on out of here. He gives two fucking shits, unfortunately. She sees Bjorn like, oh, my poor little baby. Oh, my baby over there dead. I'm so sad. And fucking Ivar's like, fuck it, all right, let's get out of here. He lights the shit up on fire and pushes her out and then bounces off. Come on, Bjorn, we gotta go talk. And Signy's like, what the fuck, this guy? Like, ah! So we're going through that, and the whole time, like, I feel bad for Signy. Don't get it twisted. I mean, she lost her child, but it's your damn fault. It's your own damn fault. Anyway, digressing. If you had a little love in your heart, this wouldn't have happened, Signy. I'm just saying, be nicer. You would. Anyway, digressing. So now we flash forward where she's in her room at night, and she's doing her Cersei Lannister impression. Not because she's with her brother, because she's just drinking a lot of wine, right? And she's drinking all the wine. So she's drinking the wine, and then the little concubine, blonde girl comes in, Ivar's favorite concubine, and he just starts like, and she's like, what the fuck? And he's like, oh shit, get out of here. So the chick leaves and, listen, husband, we got to talk. What the fuck? We got to do some shit. I want my motherfucking, and then the husband's like, you know, usually I don't give a shit what you say, wife, but I'll tell you what, I know that you're going through, so I'll give you some inside information. We leaving in a fortnight, we gonna go attack the Zagarians and shit. Because they tried to assassinate me. And she's like, whoa. Why don't you just wait for your dad and the big old fleet? And he's like, what did you say? And wow, just mollywops her uncalled for. And then he's like, you fucking shut the fuck up. You're lucky I told you what I told you. We're going to go there and beat the shit out of them. And my daddy is going to show up later and help us out. We might not even need him, but they tried to assassinate me. And she's like, motherfucker, they weren't after you. It was fucking... He don't want to see it because he's fucking Ivar. He's real pissed too because he had this big old long braided beard and the hair, but now it's all singed off, so he's like a little, he got like hair like me. Apparently I wouldn't be a good person in the Viking in their land because I don't have a lot of facial hair and shit. But anyway, digressing. So that happens, and then she's like, okay, fine, whatever. Just do me one motherfucking thing, all right? And he's like, what? Bring me Saga Volsik alive. I want to watch as the light fades from her eyes. And that's where the prologue ends off. Holy crap. Woo! Join me for the next one. It's time to get the band back together. Blood Axe Crew, assemble today on Wise Beyond the Stories, Dawn of the North, Chapter 1. Okay, so Scylla and Ray, right? They're outside this big ass fucking door about to meet with the Prenza in some fucking mountain. It's hot as balls in here. We got sweat dripping all off of us and shit. And Ray's dressed up in some formal shit. Scylla's trying to laugh. Ray's like, shut the fuck up. All right, so they walk inside this door, right? And Scylla's got to make a good impression and do some shit. And she falls walking up the steps. God damn it. So Ray grabs her, and I guess Adel comes and grabs her. I don't know if a guy, anyway, Adel grabs her, and then Ray like, fucking don't touch her, little jealous bitch. Calm down, Ray, just trying to help. So they get up there, and then they're like, the fucking Asa Volsik is gonna perform the ritual. These motherfuckers in ritual. Jarl fucking Christ. Anyway, digressing. So we are here, and louder, we are here. And she says it and then throws the meat and then some meat and then looks at the dagger and is like, this is a beautiful fucking dagger. We could probably sell it for throw the dagger on the fire. So she throws the dagger on the fire. Yay! And then she goes and sits down. And then we're having like a little fucking talking shit. And then everybody's sitting there about, all right, what's happening? Blip blab, we're gonna go fucking unite the Jarls, and we gotta do this, and we're fighting on the east with Jarl Unger or whatever fuck his name. We gotta figure that shit out. And then all of a sudden, we hear a murmur from the crowd. What is it? Walking up, it is the Blood Axe Crew. It's motherfucking Sigrun and fucking Hecla, and Gunner's there too, and fucking Evan's there, and somebody else, oh, fucking LaFufu's little bitch ass. So they walk up and they're like, what the fuck's happening? You're supposed to be in history. Yeah, history's gone. What the fuck do you mean it's gone? It blowed up. What do you mean it blowed up? And this is where LaFufu, it's all her fault. Like, shut the fuck up. So Hecla's like, oh, hell no. She starts telling everybody what's up, and then fucking Jarl's like, why is this woman speaking? And fucking Evan's like, hold up, bitch tits. This is what the fuck happened. LaFufu's little bitch tits didn't tell us fucking everything. Tried to do some rights, left the information out. She saved, oh shit, Timmy's falling. Saved everybody, and that's the way it fucking is. No, Jarl Hoken's like, all right, what the fuck? Okay, I tell you what, we gotta figure out what's up with the mist. Turns and looks at motherfucking Ray was like, hey, that was your job. It's your job fucking again. Oh boy. And yeah, so that's what happened. And do you notice there's a Pegasus on the cover? Do we get Pegasus in this fucking book? Anyway, I just saw that earlier. I wanted to ask. But anyway, that's where we are. So the crew's getting back together. I fucking love it. Let's see how this comes out. Join me. Next one coming up. Let's catch up on Saga. Today on Wise Beyond the Stories, Dawn of the North, Chapter 2. Okay, so Saga is in Zagragagaba, okay? Well, fucking Cass kidnapped her and shit. Well, so she thinks. He's just fucking trying to get her out and be safe. And she gonna figure it out. She's a little upset right now, okay? So she mad, she thinking she trapped, she stole a knife, she got a drawing, she practicing her knifing skills, throwing a knife and shit. And then she's like, fuck, I gotta get the fuck out of here, I don't know what to do. And all of a sudden there's a knock at the door, and this chick comes in like, I brought you some food. And then she's like, I miss home because the food don't taste right. She got a bunch of books, but she can't read the motherfucking language and shit. So we understand why she's feeling a little bit trapped. So then they bring her the food, and then the girl leaves, and then motherfucking Cass comes in. Now again, everybody's saying Cass is supposed to be the next greatest thing since sliced bread or fucking roe and whitethorn, but I don't see it. Anyway, digress, and we're gonna figure it out. So he's got her here, and they all talking, and he's like, listen, why? She's like, why are you locking me in here? We gotta keep you locked in until you meet the prince. He wants to meet you, but I told him you sick until you ready. And then he says you should fucking marry me. What did you say? He's like, yeah, get married me, then nobody can fuck with you. And she is not having that. She's like, you fucking kidnapped me here. You got me trapped in a motherfucking room. I don't like the food. I can't read the motherfucking language. What the fuck, motherfucker? And he's like, listen, it is what it is. So as soon as you ready to marry me, then we'll get married that day. And then whatever it is. Like, she's like, you're kidnapping me? And he's like, no, listen, I'm trying to protect you. You're a queen without a crown, without a kingdom. And one day, I'm going to put a crown on your motherfucking head. But she not listening because she's so mad. I understand why she mad, but she needs to stop, take a break, and look at what the motherfucker's saying. Because not only is he trying to put a crown on her head, he's trying to put something somewhere else. I'm just saying. So we go from there, and then she gets mad and little stabby, and he's licking the blood and moist and shouldn't be moist. Get the fuck out of my room, and throws the food at him, and then he's like, all right, I'll be back later. And then leaves and deadbolts the door, and she's like, oh, why me? Saga going through it, y'all. All right, that's where we are. Join us in the next one. Things feel right again until Scylla gets weird. I don't even know how to describe it. Today on Wise Beyond the Stories, Dawn of the North, Chapter 3. Okay, so Hecla gets put up in this fucking room, right? Like, she comes into the town, right? And she gets put in, like, this is a fancy ass. She like, oh, this is nice. Why the fuck am I here? And the little attendant lady is like, oh, the second in line put you up. And she's like, God damn, Evan put me up to this shit. Fuck, all right, whatever. I guess I'm gonna deal with the bullshit. She don't like the fanciness. She ain't with the fancy. And then they're going, and then all of a sudden, her and Scylla start talking, right? So Scylla comes in and they're talking, and they're just catching up on old times. Literally, they are catching up on old times. Hecla is fucking telling her, hey, this is what happened with me, and Scylla's trying to say what happened, and Hecla's like, hey, I gotta tell you, I'm kind of sorry about, what happened. Like, shit happened and perspective got put in. Like, I understand why you didn't tell. Like, Scylla was like, woo, that's the weight off her shoulders and shit, right? So they start happening. They're telling the story. And then right as Scylla is, there's even this, like, do I call you Scylla or fucking Asa? She's like, look, I'm Scylla. I probably you gotta call me, I get it, but I'm Scylla. She's like, all right, cool. So then they're having, right about as Scylla is about to tell her about her and Ray Ray, she was like, so something happened in the shield house, motherfucking door comes in, Ray Ray shows up, fucking Rooney, fucking Caleb, fucking everybody shows the fuck up. All of a sudden, we in a meeting, right? Like, what the fuck? We in a meeting. My room doesn't feel so big no more. We just having a meeting. So they have a meeting, and basically, we get all the information. We find out how fucking LaFoo kept the shit. Like, Ray Ray's in charge, and fucking Hekla's like, oh, yeah, shit feels right again. And Hekla is the best. Like, you see what I'm saying? He's bringing her in. People, and since it's fucking Ray, and people ain't fucking questioning Hekla. It's just that stupidness. But Hekla, she's got the pride in her chest, and Ray sticking with her. And then they got a plan, and they tell that what happened in the mist and everything, right? And then they kind of sit down, and everybody's working a plan. And as everybody's starting to leave, fucking Hekla goes over and sees Scylla, and Scylla's just like, and all of a sudden, Hekla's like, hey, she's like, oh shit, what's up? Like, what are you doing? She's like, what do you mean? I must have fell asleep. Like, bitch, your eyes was open. She's like, oh, no, I'm just tired. I'm just really tired. And nah, girl, you was awake. And she's like, no, seriously, I'm just a little bit tired. And she's like, you know what? I think I just need a bath and a very long nap. And Scylla's like, oh, yeah, me too. That's what it is like. What the fuck? Is that fucking Merc? Is that Merc in her mind trying to get out because the Hildrum's wearing off? I don't know. One more chapter for today. Join us, folks. Okay, so this chapter is a mixture of a Devo video for Whip It and the story of Helen of Troy. Let's talk about it today on Wise Beyond the Stories, Dawn of the North, chapter 4. Okay, so we start out in a Devo video where they're whipping fucking Cass. He all tied up, and they're whipping the shit out of him. His dad's all up on the diocese with his fucking half-brother, Oleg. He's a bitch. And they're whipping the shit out of him because of what he's put us in. What kind of situation? He put him in a Helen of Troy. He kidnapped fucking Saga. And they're like, you brought her here. They think we kidnapped her and fucking set the explosion. You set us for doom. And he's trying not to turn, because if he turns, he lets them win. And it's just a whole bad situation, okay? He's just sitting there, fuck, I gotta get through it. I gotta tell my dad, we gotta raise an army. He don't know what the fuck's gonna happen, right? And as they're going through this, all of a sudden the door opens up, and guess who walks in? Saga. Why? Okay, well, she knew about the red room, because that's the room that is in, but it's not the same red room in like 50 Shades of Grey kind of red room. This is like maybe it is. I don't know. We just haven't got, I don't know. They call it the red room, and apparently they're whipping them in there. Who knows what else actually happens in there? I'll have to come back on that one. Anyway, digressing. So she opens it, sees it, is like, fuck, he's getting, okay, I'm out of here. And fuck this shit, I'm out. And closes the door. And then Cass is like, oh, fuck, and then all of a sudden but no, wait a minute, you can't fucking do this. What is happening? And they're basically giving her the whole spiel, and she's like, hey, fucking release. We're not gonna fucking release him. They start bagging forth. You brought this on yourself. And finally, Daddy Boy is like, listen, you're gonna fucking write a letter and shit. And then she's like, well, blah, 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 blah. And that pisses Cass off. Like, he says something, and then that pisses him off. So he finally turns to beast form, which he's upset about, because he don't want to turn into beast form in front of fucking Saga, right? And then him and his brother start fighting, and it's a gray wolf, and wolf fight. And then they finally stop. And then this is where Dad's like, all right, stop fighting, bitches. You're going to write a letter and say that you fucking did it, and we didn't do it, and it was fucking, we're going to get, yeah, that's what's going to happen. And she's like, all right, but I got to get back to fucking town and find my sister and shit. And he's like, well, we'll discuss that after you write a fucking letter. And Cass is like, fuck, this didn't go how I wanted to go. Okay, yeah, that's where we end off for today. That was fucking weird. I don't know. Join me tomorrow. We start to see some changes in Ray, and who the fuck is this Kaija bitch? Anyway, let's talk about it today on Wise Beyond the Stories, Dawn of the North, chapter 5. Okay, so we start out, and everybody's doing some training, right? Now, Ray's kind of watching everybody. Sigrun comes over, and they start signing, and she's like, hey, I'm sorry about how I fucked up. He's like, what the fuck you mean? And she's going over the shit, and he's like trying to put the pieces together. Oh, the fire, the burn marks. And she's like, listen, I won't happen. And Ray, where normally he would have just went, oh, okay. he's like, yeah, no worry. Hey, if you ever need to talk about something, let me know. And Sigmund's like, what the fuck? Who the fuck are you? What did you say? And Ray's like, I mean, you know, if you can talk to Scylla, you know, and what? Oh, okay. So it's just showing how over time things have started to change, right? And then we see Hecla and fucking Scylla, they're sparring. Now Scylla's wearing this fucking crazy dress. She don't want to wear it. She hates it. So takes the fucking one thing off, goes and puts her labor hot armor on and shit, and then they're sparring. Then Evan comes over. Now Evan is staring at Hecla, but Ray don't know that. And then Evan is like, damn, that girl fine. And Ray's like, hey, bitch, tits, shut the fuck up. That she is spoken for. And he's like, she ain't tell me. When did you talk to my, no, not Scylla, Hecla. What did you say? So they're sitting there talking about this, and he's like, yeah, but I might have fucked up because I didn't tell her about Liv. And he's like, wait, ain't Liv though? He's like, yeah. And as they're about to get the fucking story on Liv and shit, fucking Kadja? Who the fuck is this bitch? I mean, it's Ray's ex-girlfriend apparently, and apparently she's a cunt. It's an Australian word. TikTok. We're gonna do that one now. Yeah, so she's a fucking cunt, right? And we don't like her. Ray's like, this bitch ain't worth nothing, but we don't like this bitch. Get on the train right now. Anyway, so she walks up to Scylla, and then they start to fucking, I guess we spar, and Ray's like, oh shit, I know this bitch is gonna cheat. What's gonna happen? But he kind of being a little bit petty, and he's like, but you know, if Scylla can fucking win, then that's gonna look good and shit. So he's being a little petty, like, man, fucking whoop her ass, Scylla. Hell yeah, if you wanted to whoop her ass. But then they start going, all right, first round, Kadja, she fucking gets her down. Scylla gets pissed, takes off the big old cape and shit. Next round, Scylla's doing better, but then fucking Kadja cheats. She's a harefoot. Shoom! She like fucking a flash, right? Bam! Gets her down on her knee. Yeah, ah, fuck. I bet. Third round, again. All right, Scylla's like, okay. And this bitch makes a comment, he'll never want you. He's always gonna be mine, motherfucker. And Scylla's like, all right, bitch, again. And Ray sees this and is like, oh shit, you just underestimated Scylla. That's the biggest mistake you're gonna motherfucking make, right? And then all of a sudden, Scylla comes down and is like, wah, 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 wah. And you didn't see it. Woo, all up on top of her. It's like, yeah, motherfucker. And Hecla's like, oh shit. Or not Hecla, but Kadja's like, oh shit. And fucking Scylla leans over and is like, listen, bitch, you mean so little to us, I don't even know your fucking name. I was like, gangster as fuck, yo. So anyway, she gets up, and as they're leaving, they're trying to figure out how she beat a harefoot, right? How is she faster than a harefoot? And then this Kadja chick, she had a line that says, you're nothing but I know what you are, you're nothing but a filthy little thief. Now, I think she's just saying that it's supposed to be a fucking misdirection because she stole Ray, the boyfriend, right? Does Scylla have powers where she can take somebody else's Goldra if she needs it? And she sensed that or some shit? Like, is that what's going on right there? Because how did she beat a harefoot? So that's a theory I just popped into my mind. But anyway, join me for the next one. And Ray is just another man on this hill with me, proving that it's okay to have a little bit of seasoning on the taco. Let's talk about it today on Wise Beyond the Stories, Dawn of the North, Chapter 6. So it's a spicy one. That's why I'm saying we got some seasoning. But anyway, digressing. So, as she just finished the fight with fucking Kadja, right? And she was all like, bitch, I don't even know your name. And she walks over and plants a big old kiss on Ray right in front of everybody to show everybody that this is my man. That's my dick. Okay, anyway. So they start going back and they're all up over the house, busting through the walls and shit. And I tell you what, it's time for some Olympics. Now, she's got one of those new breathalyzer joysticks where she's got a blow on it, you know what I'm saying? So he's like, oh, stop it, you gotta quit. It's this too sensitive, the settings are too sensitive, you gotta stop, you're wasting pumps, you know what I'm saying? So she's like, I'm gonna do what I want. He's like, okay, yeah, hang on. And he just kind of goes and like flips her upside down. And he's like, hey, I'm a little hungry, I'm gonna make me a taco. And she's like, no, we were just sparring. Like, I don't care. Why do you just to him, but he can't, it makes no sense. So anyway, Ray's like, bitch, please, I'm doing this for me. And fucking I salute you, Ray Ray. I am on that bandwagon. Anyway, digressing. So Ray Ray starts going to town. He's on the joystick. He's just going crazy. Boom! She's like, I need more. He's like, oh, I'm ready to give it. And then she tries to get on top of him on that level, and he's like, oh no, fucking like a crocodile death roll. He's like, oh no. They do like this double roll, and he ends up back on top again, and he's like, ha ha, I'm gonna win this level, right? And then he finds that good even pace, and then she goes up to the sky, and she gets her level, and then he gets his level, and then they're just kind of sitting there, and they're like, oh, that was fucking good. You good? I'm good. Woo, we good. That was some good old stuff right there. And then it kind of goes quiet, and then she starts thinking of the process, and she's like, wait a second. I remember that girl was from fucking Crikey and talked about it. And they're like, yeah, we talked about that. Excuse me. And then she was like, so she made the comment, like, she called me a thief. And he's like, whatever, bitch can't steal something that never fucking belonged. You can't steal something that already belongs to you, right? So they had that conversation, makes you feel good. But then there was another conversation before that, excuse me, I got out of order, where he's gonna have to go to fucking Istri, right? And go deal with the fucking mist. And she's gotta stay there and rally the fucking Jarls are coming up and shit, gotta play fucking Ace of Volsic, because she's the placeholder, and she's like, fuck, I don't want to be without you, Ray, I need some dick. And he's like, I don't want to be without you, Ray, I need some that. You know what I'm saying? But they're going to get through it. They're going to work on it. And, I mean, that's where we're at now. They're laying in bed after they played some Olympics. Join me for the next one.
Reading log, April 27th. Jonas is still a fucking chode-ass cunt. It's an Australian word, TikTok. Anyway, today on Timmy Beyond the Stories, Dawn of the North, Chapter 7. Jonas is still a fucking bitch. So Jonas woke up from the fucking avalanche, right? He in some fucking town with some girl. He's Mitch using her like a bitch does, right? But it's kind of funny. He got frostbite from being in the avalanche, so he lost some of his toes and his legs fucked up. Ah ha ha ha, ah ha. That's what you get, you fucking bitch tits. So anyway, he's there, and then he's walking around town and shit, right? And then he gets down to town, and there's, at the docks, he sees the boats and shit. So he walks up to these Clonerids. He's like, hey, what the fuck's going on? And they're like, the King Ivar is taking all the grain because they're going to go somewhere. Rumor is they're going to go to fucking Zagragagagurian land and fucking get revenge because they tried to assassinate the king, right? And he's like, oh. And then all the people there are like, fuck their shit, we're hungry. And then they talking about how the Zagagarians didn't bring the grain, so they don't know what the fuck up, but they kind of piss. And then he's like, oh, okay, bet. So then he turns around and leaves, and then he'd been planning this out. He'd been trying to see Queen Sydney, right? Because he need to talk to her and shit. So he sees her doing like a little prayer thing, and then he walks over, and as she's leaving, she's in mourning black, right? And then he's like, excuse me, Queen Sydney, I need to talk to you. And she just ignores him. He's like, pass. And she goes, break check. And she goes, what, you were there? And he's like, yeah, what's your name? And he's like, my name is Bitch Tits. I mean, Jonas. And I'm a bitch. I mean, Jonas. And she's like, you're the one I got to blame to get my warriors killed and shit. And he's like, oh, no, it's not that gay. See, I had the advantage. I'm a bitch, and please don't kill me. And she's like, what do you mean? And he started explaining the stories of the big bada boom and a bada bang. And she's like, oh, okay. You know what there, Jonas, I got something for you. God sees him. And they're going to take him to a place called, like, Voland or some shit. I'm not really sure what that is, but I think they're going to turn him into some, like, fucking test tube fucking warrior, like a bad Captain America or something like a, I don't know. It's scary, but join us for the next one. Jonas is a bitch.
Chapter 8 doesn't make Cass look any better on my eyes, and Saga is still going through it. But she's fighting hard. Let's talk about it. Today on Wise Beyond the Stories, Dawn of the North. Chapter 8. Okay, Saga is in her room, right? She is going through it. She's at the balcony door trying to will herself to go outside because she's still having issues trying to get outside, right? And she's like, maybe tomorrow. Okay, I'm gonna do it tomorrow, right? Yeah, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Now, this whole time, Cass, this guy, apparently he's supposed to be better than Rune. As of chapter 8, he is not there. Now, Saga, in her POV, she thinks that Cass set up that whole her walking in on him being freaking whipped in the red room and shit. She's saying that he set that up. That's why the room's on. If that is, that's fucked up, dude. I mean, I don't know. Anyway, digressing. We're still, Cass is not better than Rune at this moment. I stand by it. Digressing. Moving on. Okay, so anyway, so she's sitting there battling with that whole thing and like, I'm gonna go outside. And all of a sudden there's a motherfucking knock on the door and shit. And it's Ravi, and I guess her name is Elsiva. Elsiva? It's fucking Cass's sister. And she don't speak no language that they speak, right? And she ain't learned the Gagarian yet, so she trying. But then, so Ravi, they're translating. They're like, hey, I'm the sister, and translating, I'm the sister, and okay, nice to meet you, and blah, blah, blah. And they're like, hey, you want to have some lunch and shit? And she's like, you know what, fuck it, why not? Let's have some. So they're bringing the lunch, and they're sitting down, and then they're talking about a berry, and it's like, having this red berry is good fortune, but don't eat it because it's poison or some shit. But and like a print put it on their lips. We got a cat butt trying to sneak in. 3, 2, 1, cat butt. Anyway, but like the princess used to. Oh shit, Timmy down. Okay, we're good, Timmy. Fuck toe. Anyway, digressing. So the berry on the lips, the former like person did that and shit, and then they're like, okay, and then she's like, they're translating that by toe, and then the books. And then, you want to see the Pegasus? You got a Pegasus? She's like, fuck yeah. Like, it's, I want that Pegasus. And then Ravi is like, you don't want to go see that motherfucking murder horse with wings. Like, what did you say? And yeah, his name's Havoc. Cry Havoc, the smothering Pegasus. So they go down and look at this Pegasus, and it's fucking crazy. Apparently, they got the Pegasus from a tribe across the land that was supposed to go to Cassandra's brother, but the horse fucking mollywopped him and concaved his head in, and that's made Cassandra, and Cassandra's not made to leave, and this guy was supposed to be the chosen leader and shit, so that's where we got this whole fucking story. And then the horse goes on fucking crazy madness, right? The trainer comes up, fucking food, trips foot in the bucket, almost gets stomped on. Ravi says, oh my God, we gotta run, we're freaking out. So they do that, and then and she gets back onto the balcony, they're back into her room, and then she's like, fuck it. And then she gets onto the balcony this time, and so she's out there on the balcony, and she's holding on, and then she's having her anxiety attack. It's going dark, it's fade to black, she can't, no, in just a little bit longer, stay, no, I can't, and she kind of falls like back inside, right? And then she's like, okay, what happens? And then she's like, yeah, the sun, it felt like the sun was on her skin, it had looked great, and she had gone outdoors, right? It felt like the first steps towards something great. So she made it a little bit outside, and she saw the Pegasus and tried to schmurder her. And Cass is still not better than Rune. Too long, didn't watch. Join us for the next one. Just when she got comfortable with Ray, he's got to go, and she's having lady lessons with Talia. Today on Wise Beyond the Story, Dawn of the North, Chapter 9. Okay, so like I said, Scylla's looking out the window like, Ray, I'm gonna miss you, Ray. Oh, Timmy, we're gonna miss him so bad. I mean, for real, like she got used to the guy, I get it. And he kind of looks back, seeing her eyeball, and I'll miss you. And then he bounces off, and then she sits there for a minute. I mean, I get it, I ain't mad at her. I just don't make fun of her. And she's like, all right. I guess there ain't no reason to cry over spilled milk. Nothing I can do about it. Let's be on with my day. So her and the guards go. And then she goes and she's doing like lady debutante lessons, learning how to be Queen Asa. I don't know. Let her be fucking Scylla with just, why are we doing, I don't understand. But digressing, gotta earn the respect of the Jarls. Let her be her. Earn the fucking respect as a fighter, not a little fucking, anyway, whatever. Not your story, digressing. So anyway, so she's meeting this lady Talia, who was the former wife of another Jarl, but she's staying there. Whole crazy story, right? And then she's like testing her, and Scylla's late. She's like, I'm sorry I'm late. You don't say late, you say thank you for your patience. You're the queen, you're the highest ranking in the room and shit. And she's like, oh, okay, yeah. And then there's a test with the cupbearer comes down, and she starts to, I can't straighten the cups and shit. And she's like, okay, good job. And then this is where Talia, she's like, so we have to have a serious conversation. You know, there's one way, more than one way to get power. And this bitch says, marriage. What did you say? Marriage. Yeah. Listen, she's like, as sexy as Ray is, and you know, I ain't lying, he's just a fucking soldier. He's an eye candy soldier. Got no lands, ain't got shit. And I get it, I got it. It ain't gonna happen. But anyway, so they have that conversation, And then she's like, okay, now you gotta meet your new lady in waiting. And it's like, what the fuck? And it's Liv and fucking Kaja. They come in and it's like, what the fuck? So she sees Kaja and Kaja's like, hello. And then we flash. And then we go to motherfucking Scylla talking about fucking Rooney, like, Rooney, can you believe this shit? And Rooney's like, you wanna go see the chickens? Let's go see the chickens. And she's like, ooh, I miss the chickens. And then she's like, can you believe it? And then she had to sit there for like 3 motherfucking hours and have conversations with motherfucking Liv and fucking Kaja. Now, apparently Liv might be kind of cool. All right, Liv might be kind of cool and just stuck in this situation. But Kaja, I don't like Kaja. Fuck this bitch. So yeah, so she's sitting there having that situation, and then all of a sudden she gets done with that, and then she's in her room, and then she starts hearing this fucking sound and shit. And then all of a sudden it's like a scream and she starts hearing, oh no, she didn't hear shit yet. She looked outside and she saw another blackbird. And last time she saw the blackbirds, people were right? And then as she's seeing the blackbird, then she starts to feel the rumbling, the bumbling inside. And we think it's motherfucking Merrick, like the god of chaos and shit. And all of a sudden, as she's feeling it, she goes, ah! And she fucking screams and she fucking blacks out. And that's where we end. Holy crap. Join us next time. Wow. I see you, Kaz, but I still don't think you're better than Rune. Let's talk about it today on Wise Beyond the Stories, Dawn of the North, Chapter 10. Okay, again, I'll say, Kaz, you're moving up the list. You're moving up quickly, my guy, but everybody says you're better. Not everybody, but people say it. We're going to discuss it. Let's talk about it. All right, so Kaz has just returned from his fucking punishment expedition to the Golden Oak, right? And he fucking shatters the record this time. Like, he was fucking moving with a purpose. Like a drill song would have loved that motherfucker, right? So he comes back and Saga's drawing and shit, and he fucking walks into the room, and she's like, what are you doing? Drops the drawing, right? And he's like, I wanted to come see you. And she's like, I could have been naked. And he's like, okay, that would have been good for me. What are you talking about? And then she's like, you know what? And, oh, you draw a picture for me. And she's like, nah. And she puts it up, and she's throwing her knife at it. And he's like, oh, I must get you better knives, make you hit the picture gooder. Like, what the fuck? And then he goes into this sultry, like, here, let me show you, like, rubbing on her arm. This dude's farming aura, okay? That's what he's doing. Guys, I'm telling you, it's cheat sheets. Anyway, digressing. So he starts doing that. Is like, let me get you some more knives and blah, blah, blah. And then he was like, so I heard you're learning Zagarian and shit and blah, 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 blah. And she's like, yeah. And he's like, I tell you what, let's make a deal. We'll eat breakfast together, and then I'll teach you lessons. And she's like, what? And he's like, yeah, come on, work it out. And then I'll make it. Yeah, okay, fine, whatever. And he's like, good, very good. And he claps his fucking hands basically. And Alice, I guess that's her name, or Alice, I don't know her name. The maid lady comes in and brings food. And she's like, this motherfucker right here. This slick ass motherfucker, Kaz. All right. And then that goes on for a few days, and they're going through the speech lessons and shit, right? And then he makes a suggestion, hey, you should come outside with me and see the temple and shit. And she's like, I don't know. And he's like, please, I will protect you, Winterwing. So she's like, all right, cool, fuck it, why not? So she gets all dressed up in this amazing outfit, like, right? And it makes her look like she fucking belongs in this place. And then they walk up, and he's like, oh, God damn, like his beast inside is it's fighting to get out and shit. So this whole time he's fighting with this beast because he's wanting to, and then she's like struggling because she's afraid of the outdoors, right? And he's like, it's okay. And he's doing the tappy with her, and it's helped calming her down. And then the anxiety starts getting a little bit more, and he's like, I got to get her mind off this. Watch this shit. And I tell you what, it reminds me of motherfucking, what was that, a dodgeball. Like, that's an interesting strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it works for him. Because this motherfucker's like, so I hear the women there are not too smart. Like, what the, some shit, like, what did you say? And it fucking takes your mind, because he can hear a heartbeat in the wolf and the beast, right? So they start walking, and they're going through the freaking, a whole garden and shit. And then he's like, so what's fucking King Ivar gonna do? And she's like, that mother, look, he's coming for you, bitch. You better fucking get ready. Like, honestly, you're probably fucking dead. I don't know what's gonna happen. He's like, don't worry, we got plans and shit. And then they show up to the fucking temple, right? This big old beautiful seasonal temple. And she's like, oh wow, this is so beautiful. And he's all talking about her and this and that and the other. And he says some words and she's like, oh, what do those words mean? He's like, let's go inside and then I'll explain all the fucking words to you. And that's basically like what's happening right now. Oh, sorry, when they were at the temple too, there was another story. I forgot the story about the Pegasus, right? So after they talked about King Ivar, she's like, tell me about the fucking clan on the river. And he's like, okay, yeah, my dad is in the Oracle. And the Oracle said that a great warrior would fucking get atop Havoc. That's fucking Havoc, right? And so everybody thought it was fucking Cass's brother, fucking Ramen or whatever his name is. Fucking Ramen. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, so he was going to do it. So he tried to get up on the fucking Pegasus and Havoc was like, bitch, tits, get the fuck off me. You ain't shit. And he, you know what I'm saying? So that pissed off Dad and then the fucking treaty broke. So now the clans are fighting because the Oracle, of course, it's just piece by piece. So Dad, fucking everybody, it's gonna be Saga or Scylla or probably one of them to fucking ride Havoc. Cry Havoc! Let's rip the dogs of war. Anyway, digressing. So yeah, so that happened, and then they told the story, and then he's like, wow, you're such a brave, beautiful fucking girl. Let's go inside, and I'll explain these words for you. And that's the chapter. So, after chapter 10, Cass has moved up the list a little bit, but he is still not better than Danon, Crown Prince of the Valbaran Fae. That's what I said. See you next time. On the road again, yeah, the Blood Axe crew is on the road again. Hey, these fucking guys are pissing Hecla off, but they are on the road again. Today on Wise Beyond the Stories, Dawn of the North, chapter 11. All right, like the intro said, they're on the Black Road east of Copa, and they're on their way back to the town, right, that bloated it up. Now, as they're fucking riding up there, Hecla's losing her shit because she's got fucking friend zone Gunner and fucking I didn't tell you about my betrothed Evan. I get why I didn't do it and I understand and I'm sure they're gonna end up together, but it's still a fucked up situation. Communication is the key, people. But again, if we have communication, then you don't have a good story. Anyway, digressing, sorry. So they're on the road, she's getting fucking annoyed. We're talking about how these two guys, they're like, they're Gunner put his bedroll down by her bed one night and then he went to go do something, came back, it was wet. He went to go hang it up to dry it out. When he came back, motherfucking goddamn Evan's all like, what's up, dog? Hands behind his back like, she mine, bitch. So they're fucking going at it, right? And Ray's like, what the fuck? How long you gonna let this happen? She's like, I don't fucking know until I get bored. And he's like, why are you talking about me? But anyway, let's talk about you, Ray. I tell you hurt Scylla, I'm gonna whoop your ass. And he's like, girl, if I hurt Scylla, you better whoop my motherfucking ass. Like, okay, respect it, right? So they're doing that thing, and then they end up getting to this fucking a small little town, and they're noticing it's like 2 to 3 hours away from the fucking town that they're going to. And they're like, fuck, the mist is out here. They're like, okay. So as they get into town, Hecla's like, all right, this is what we're gonna do. And then all of a sudden she's like, oh shit, wait, my bad. I'm not in charge. Ray, what you wanna do? And Ray's like, nah, you got it, girl. You in charge of this shit. See what I'm saying? Ray's like, she's a subject matter expert. Like I have become on many subjects down in the Discord. You got to check this out. We have the hard conversations, folks. Anyway, digressing. So that's happening. She's like, all right, we're going to search the town for fucking survivors, break up in groups of dose, right? And then motherfucking, of course, fucking Evan and Gunner, oh God, you. And she's like, pump your brakes, bitches. I'm going with fucking Sigrun. All right. So then they go and they're looking and nobody really finds nothing. Like, what about the mead hall? Group affair. So they go into the mead hall and just blood and splattering everywhere. But there's a fucking drugger chained up to the fence or to the wall. And they're like, how the fuck did this shit happen? And they surmised that it was probably a thief and shit. And then they chained her up. And the thief chained the thief up. And then the mist came and that's why it's there. So fucking, they're like, talk to us, drugger. All druggers speak, right? And they're like, what the fuck you say? And then we get the words, Roic Guard. Or some shit like that. Which grad translates to yard, and then rock or Roic translate to twilight. So twilight yard. And then the motherfucking drugger's like, ah! And then fucking Ray's like, mollywop your bitch ass. Oh, Barlow lost another eye. It doesn't stay on. Anyway, digressing. So then that happens, and then they kill the drugger, and they're like, all right, no more fucking waiting. We are fucking full speed ahead to fucking town, and they are off. All right, join me for the next one. Which one of you bitches did it? Somebody trying to get Scylla. I tell you what, let's talk about it. As a close, use that close today on Wise Beyond the Stories, Dawn of the North, chapter 12. All right, so Scylla, we start this one. Scylla's having a dream, and it's a bad dream. Askerborg Castle, body, shit's fucking everywhere, right? And fucking Merrick, the god of chaos, she's what the fuck? She wakes up, sees her canopy, she's like, fuck! Shit's getting real, hoping the Holdren's been working, but Merrick's been working up in her body, right? So anyway, today she got a big event. She got to go talk to the peoples. It's like they're going to come with her problems and shit. She's like, fuck. So she gets dressed and they all go into the big old fucking room, right? And she looks down and she's got this big ass fucking honking ring on her finger. And she's like, this motherfucking ring would feed people for months. Why the fuck is it on my finger? She don't like it. Like, she's not liking this whole persona. It doesn't make her look right. Scylla is not the richy bitchy kind of person, you know what I'm saying? She's a person of the people. Anyway, digressing. So she's sitting there. Now she got Talia, Liv, and motherfucking Kaja. And now there's a point here at some spot, her drink gets changed out. I don't remember exactly where, but it gets changed out. Now, unfortunately, that happens. She doesn't drink it no more. But anyway, that'll come in later. So as she's sitting there, they're like, all right, let's motherfucking do this. So first they bring in like the first person, and the first person is like, oh my God, it's you, like what the fuck? And she's all trying to be, and the guards are like, and like, chill the fuck out. Chill out. And she got a tapestry, and she shows the tapestry, and some orphans made it. And she's like, oh, I'd like to see the kids. The kids weren't invited. What the fuck, Talia? It's not me. It's some bullshit. So she's like, I want to go see the kids. And the people are like, that's good. And then she leaves. And then fucking, I think Adel, the fucking, it's supposed to be people. He's a rich fucking dude. But anyway, he walks in trying to be all Rico suave. They get some aura points with flowers and stuff. And she looks at Talia, and Talia's like, just be open-minded. I was like, are they about to have this motherfucker propose to her while Ray on the road? Didn't happen. He just Rico suave, gives some flowers and bounces out. Fucking waste of time. Anyway, digressing. So from there, then a dude comes in. I don't remember his name, but this was the guy. Remember the dream Saga had about mom taking the knife and the guard, that the king, and it's him. Now, while he comes in, Merrick's in her body like, traitor, murderer, traitor. Like, what the fuck? What's happening? So anyway, she's like, I kind of know you. Like, you don't know me and shit. Because that whole fucking ordeal was like black ops. I was the fucking Sharpie dead shit from the records, right? You know what I'm saying? So that shit happens. And when Scylla goes to shake his hands, Merrick, I believe, uses the pop. On my head, bar. Like, what the fuck? It was some crazy shit. So he bounces out like, what the fuck is happening? And then they're like, maybe we just need to chill for the day. She's like, no, we got this shit. We motherfucking got this shit. So she goes through the next 3 hours, still hasn't drinking from the cup, right? And then finally, then we get, what was her name? Fucking starts to Adeline. What the fuck? I can't remember her name, Matilda. Anyway, so this chick comes in. I'm gonna look for her name. So she comes in, right? And she's looking all tired. And as she's talking, Astrid, her name is Astrid. And Astrid walks in. She's like, I'm so tired. And she passes out. And Scylla's like, oh no, come over here. And she goes to get her up and she puts her on the motherfucking chair. And she's like, here, have some of my fucking Roa. And the girl's like, are you sure? And she's like, yeah, bet, have some. Like, and she sips it and all, blah, and somebody tried to schmeckle her. Oh my God. So they fucking get her out of there and like, what the fuck? And she's like, oh shit, what the fuck happened? And Rooney's like, yeah, what the fuck is happening? It's like, somebody tried to smeckle you and shit. And she's like, honestly, I should have fucking known. Like, what do you mean you should have known? Like, I saw a black bird hit my windowsill the other day. It was trying to give me a fucking warning, but I didn't listen. Wow. Join me for the next one.
I guess Jonas got a new job or some shit. Today on Timmy Beyond the Stories, Dawn of the North, Chapter 13. As always, Wise is on vacation when Jonas comes around, so it's me, Timmy. Let's get into it. Okay, so fucking Jonas, he's been in the fucking dungeons for like 6 days, right? They've been giving him some nasty-ass fucking food and shit water. and like people be dying all the time. Like he's like, whatever and shit. I'm just fucking bored. Like I wish they would do something. Like shut the fuck up, Jonas. You're getting what you deserve. Remember, you put her in the jail, so fuck off, you asshole. So anyway, so as he's sitting there, he's like, I'm bored. In the fucking sheet, the light is over. And then they bring a guy in, right? And he's like, oh, is that Elias? Is that Elias? It's not fucking Elias, you bitch. Anyway, they put the guy in for stealing the bread. He's like, that was an accident. You stole the bread, bitch. Like, what the fuck is happening here? So anyway, then they tell fucking Jonas to like, hey, put your hands in the cuffs and shit. He's like, okay, I am not gonna fuck with you. I know what happened. So they put him in there and then they take him down to the fucking pits, right? So they get him into the pits and this is what they do, all like the executions and all the other bullshit. He's like, well, fuck. I guess this is how I'm gonna go the fuck out. I was kind of excited and anyway, digressing. So that happens and then he's like, okay, I'm gonna have to fight some shit. So like, what are the rules? They're like, kill or be killed. And yeah, okay. So he walks in there. Now, a lot of fucking people all around him. He's like, what the fuck? And then all of a sudden, somebody claps and is like, let the battle begin. And the fucking screams and this mislegged lined werewolf beast string scary fucking creature comes running at him. He's like, ah, shit. And he does it, and he punch him in the face, and punch him again, and punch him again. And the creature's like, ha, 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 you guys shit on me, bitch. And he sees a brazier, right? He's like, oh, maybe I can use that as a weapon. And he runs over, and he flips it up, and he gets the leg, right? And he starts beating the living shit out of the fucking creature. And he's like, why won't you just die? And then finally the creature, he still no fucking die. But then he hears Victor, and the fucking big scary dude with the black beard, he jumps down and all the people in the stands that look very, very murderous people, right? They're looking at him and he goes, I am Voland. Oh, shit. This the guy. Welcome to the corpse bringers. I told you some shit gonna happen. Now they're gonna make him into a super Jonas soldier. Fuck me. Anyway, join Wise. He'll be back on the next one. See you next time. Bye.
Get your sword ready, Timmy, because people, oh shit, are really coming for these sisters, and it's not the good kind. Today on Wise Beyond the Stories, Dawn of the North, chapter 14. Okay, so we go back to fucking Saga, right? Scylla just had an attempt on her life with the little poisoning of the drink, right? Now we go to motherfucking Saga. She's waiting for fucking Cass to show up for morning breakfast. He ain't there. She's she getting pissed, running out the door. You bitch tits, you better be the fuck. I'm fucking pissed, you motherfucker. And she opens the door. Hey, why is the door open? Probably not a good sign. I personally wouldn't have fucking left my room. I'm just saying, last time you left your room, you went to, but that's just me. Do what you gotta do, Saga. So she goes outside. It's kind of dark and shit. Now she sees like a little light and she starts walking down the motherfucking hall. Super scary motherfucking hall. Goddamn door opens. Why are we going in the scary motherfucking door? That is a problem white people have. I'm just gonna say, why are we going in the fucking door that just happens to open the fuck up? But I do your shit, Saga, whatever. So Saga goes in the motherfucking door. We got a cat butt coming. See if she does it. Yep, here she comes. Told you. Hey, Toe. Cat butt. So anyway, Saga goes in the motherfucking door, right? And while she's in there, all of a sudden she gets motherfucking startled. She's like, oh my fucking God. It's fucking Oleg's fucking interpreter. What the fuck? And he's all like, what's up, bitch? We gonna fuck you up. And she's like, oh no. She's like, let me get my knife. So she pulls a knife ready, right? And then she fucking backing up and then bam, she walks into the big, and she thinks it's it's not a motherfucking wall. All of a sudden, Oleg's like, listen here, you little fucking whore. We gonna fucking string. They want you strung up in the motherfucking hallways. And she's like, ah! And she goes to like fucking swing at him, right? And when she swings, it's just a little swing because she's not very strong. And he fucking is like, ah ha ha ha. How do you want to die, by sword or claw? Ah! Fine, by a claw. And this motherfucker shifts with his yellow fucking eyes and turns into a mountain lion and shit. And he starts fucking going at her, clawing at her and shit. But for some reason, she's like, oh shit. He's not fucking hurting her. She's like, wait, what the fuck? And she goes to swing again, the knife doesn't happen. Then all of a sudden, whoa, shit. Here he comes to save the day. All right, Cass, good job. All right. Credit where credit's due. Cass comes in like a motherfucking werewolf. Well, I mean, that's what he is. And he just fucks them all up and shit, right? And then he fucks them all up. He kills all the bad people and shit. And then he goes to pick her up and he transforms back into human form and is schmecked, his bucket motherfucking naked, right? And I thought we were gonna fucking get a comparison here to see if we got another fucking Ray or a Cassian, but we don't figure it out. We just know it's I'm pretty sure. Anyway, digressing. So he picks her all up and she's like, oh, don't let it touch me. It's going to bite me and shit. Like, get off me. I can walk myself. He's like, let me help you, Winterwing. I will protect you. And she's in her mind, I'm not safe. And then he's fucking carrying and leave. And then he goes and sees fucking Ravi, right? Now, Ravi is like, oh, yes, boss, what's up? And he's like, hang the bitches up by like the motherfucker, like he said, right? So, and then he's apologizing to her. He's like, I should have known it was a trap. I got pulled away. I'm sorry. I'll never. She's like, I'm not fucking safe. And then he takes her to the room and he's like, I'm sorry, my Winterwing. And she fucking goes inside and slams the door shut and locks it and then puts a bench in front of the door and a bench in front of the motherfucking, the balcony, right? And then with her last energy, Saga flung herself onto her bed and then she truly let herself fall apart. Wow, the sister, jeez, I don't even want to talk about it. It's a lot of fuck. Join us next time, folks. Scylla goes to see a psychic, and I don't give a fuck. Adel Harkinson, whatever the fuck your name is, you're level 2 chode, bitch, because no real man will hit on a woman knowing she's with another man. Period, end of story. That's a fucking hill I'll die on. You're a fucking chode. Let's talk about it today on Wise Beyond the Stories, Dawn of the North, chapter 15. Okay, so we start with Scylla, and she's like, fuck, they tried to murder me and poison me and shit. And now she hates him because now she got a poison taster, which I guess, okay, she don't like it, but now she got a poison tester. So she's doing that, and then she's been going through her classes and shit because they got to get ready for the time when she goes to talk to the Jarls on the shortest day to try to win their fucking shit, right? And she trying to figure out because Merrick in her fucking body, he's starting to fuck. She feeling him fucking sparking around and she's like, I can't figure this the fuck out. Nothing in the books. I don't fucking know this shit. You know what? We're going to go get my threads, my weaved and shit. My threads weaved and find the future and shit. So her and fucking Kaja and fucking Liv. Now I already said, I think Liv is going to end up maybe possibly being the bad one and Kaja's the good one because they're making Kaja seem all sketchy. And maybe she's sketchy. I don't know. My guesses have been so far off this book, but digressing. So anyway, they go to see like this fucking Madam Chloe chick, right? And they're like, all right, we gonna fucking do this shit. And they're like, all right. And the girls come in and Scylla's like, fuck, I don't want them to come in. And the Weaver girl, Madam whatever her name is, Chloe, she's like, y'all can't be up in here. There's private business and shit. And they're like, oh, cool. She's like, thanks. And she's like, all right, I need some blood. So she cut a hand and she gets the blood. And she starts going to it. And she's like, I got so many questions. And she's like, I want to know this. So she's like, okay, where my sister? Like, you and your sister's, like, lines diverge. That's all she could know. They diverge, but they're fucking there. And then there was some other shit and some other crap, right? And then all of a sudden, as the lady starts to do the weaving and shit, fucking, she looks at her and her eyes are black. It's fucking Merrick. Merrick's all got and lays on and she's fucking freaking out. And then all of a sudden the people come in and they grab her and get her and then they fucking take her out. And then we flash forward. Like, what the fuck? That didn't work. So now we go into the dinner. Now it's like the shortest day and they're at the dinner and she's supposed to be meeting with the fucking Jarls. So they're all at like the center table, right? And she's doing this, like she's drinking the Roa and stuff and it's not really working. And fucking Adel, this little bitch tits comes up and is fucking sitting beside her and is all like, hey, you want to go see the meadows and shit? Like, what the fuck? Like, are you pitching woo on me and shit? And she spills her drink at one time and then he's like, oh, don't worry about it. And then the fucking get her new drink and then the oh, hello, kitty. Fucking girl comes and takes the sip again and she's like, fucking hate these poison tester bitches. And she's looking at Liv and fucking Kaja across the table, like talking with some dudes and shit. And they're kind of like peeping on her, right? Like hardcore peeping on her and shit. And then Adel's like, so about the meadows and shit, you know, you really let me take you down there. And she's like, bitch, are you hitting on me? And he's like, you know, and she's like, I'm with Ray. And he's like, well, you can't fucking beg me for, like, hate me for trying. Like, yeah, you fucking can. That's some bullshit ass shit. You don't fucking do that shit. And then all of a sudden she's like, wait a second. They're trying, the Jarls peeping, they're trying to fucking, I told you. Anyway, she didn't fucking like it at all. And as she's like, oh, hell, motherfucker, no, she looks down at the other end of the table, and there's Kaj looking at her like, what are you doing? And that's why I think Kaj is actually going to be a better person. Maybe. I don't know. Digress. Join us for the next one. Ray, Critta, Ray. Today on Wise Beyond the Stories, Dawn of the North, chapter 16. Okay, let's get into it. So, we're out in the fucking woods and they're riding up, right? And they're going up there and motherfucking Ray is dreaming of motherfucking Scylla. He's like, oh, I need me some Scylla. And then he wakes up and he's like, fuck, there's a rock in my back. I'm cold, I'm tired. Oh, this fucking sucks ass, right? And he's like, whatever. Excuse me. So he gets up and he kind of starts fucking walking around, right? And he starts doing his shit. And he thinks he sees like he's like, fucking something moving, like they're trying to figure out what to do, right? And he hears like a chittering and chattering, and he sees Hecla like talking, but he doesn't know why. And he's like, don't worry, I promise, I'll tell you, I promise, today, it's gonna happen sometime today. And all of a sudden, Ray's like, Hecla, what the fuck? And she's like, oh, fucking Christ. Fine, here you go. Ray, meet Critic. Critic, meet Ray. And the squirrel comes out like, hello. And what the fuck? And she's like, yeah, so why didn't you tell me? She's like, well, I wanted you to meet him for like, you were going to believe me, right? So then they go through the stuff. And then she kind of fills him in. She's like, so the little squirrel saved me in the mist, turned into a fucking grim wolf, right? And then now she wants me to fucking help her save her mistress and a bunch, but I don't know, something like mistress, this or that, and the maiden, the forest maiden. And Ray's like, forest maiden, wait a second. He starts thinking of the tales that Harpa fucking told him, and she's like, wait. And then he starts describing it, right? And then the fucking Critica is like, yeah. And that's right. Okay, yeah, shit. So Ray's like, well, fuck, okay. And she's fucking, I guess we gonna follow a motherfucking squirrel. Okay, so we're gonna follow a squirrel. Fucking right on, let's go. So then they're sitting there having that, and then Ray's like, hey, you did a good job holding shit together with the Blood Axe crew and all that stuff. And she's like, dude, fuck this shit. You're the leader. He's like, no, you're a good fucking leader. Like, that was a fucking cool moment. And then fucking Evan comes over and he's like, hey, what's happening over here? And he brings like 2 water skins. He's like, hey, what's up, guys? And thought we'd fucking hang out. And Evan's like, hey, I heard your fucking wagon might be over there, Ray. You should go check it out. And fucking that's when fucking Hecla's like, oh, hell no. Y'all take the water. I'll go see if that's the motherfucking wagon. And she bounces out. And Evan's like, fuck, all right, one day I'll get her. And Ray's like, listen, man, Hecla's not as tough as she wants the world to think. You can get to her, but it'll work. You just gotta work. And Evan's like, I love a motherfucking challenge and shit. And he's like, oh, okay, yeah. You're gonna have a fucking challenge, but just keep working it and shit. And then they're talking that, and he's like, Evan's like, so, what's the motherfucking plan? And the words, I gotta read it exactly because it's fucking great. And he's like, so tomorrow, Ray says, so tomorrow we shall follow a squirrel into the woods and release his mistress from a tree. Evan's glaze swung to Ray. You met Critica. That shit's funny. All right, join me for the next one, folks. Saga's famous last words. Today on Wise Beyond the Stories, Dawn of the North, chapter 17. Okay, so Saga's had a few setbacks after the whole thing, right? So Cass has been working with her. Okay, and again, I'll tell you what, Cass is moving up the list. He's still not better. That's all I'm going to say. Digressing. So he's been working on her, getting her to go outside a little bit. So they slowly working it up, working away, a little bit every day. First day was like a minute. It was like a boy on prom night. Let's just call it. It was quick as fuck. And then a couple minutes. So now they're walking around and she's looking. They got guards everywhere. And she's just looking around and they're talking and having conversation, right? Now, they like to play this game of what would you do now? So she's like, so what would you do? And she starts explaining the strategy and what she knows of fucking Ivar, right? Like, okay, fire. He likes to fire. We got to fireproof the shit. Okay, seaweed, like seaweed and all this other stuff. So got to put seaweed on the roofs and the walls. And she's like, also something about the beach. And then there's a little scene where they show how her language lessons have been getting better because she can kind of speak Zagagarian, right? She's way fucking better than me. and they're talking about the tanning of these hides. And there's these special hides, and she remembers over here in this conversation from Ivar and Bjorn, right? Where they're making like a metal that can fucking penetrate these things, because apparently these tanned iron hides can block iron. But still, he's like, possible. So they're talking about that, and then they play the game where, like, again, she do this. So he's like, cool, you know, you give me all this information, it's so good, and it's fucking amazing, and it's great. And then all of a sudden they hear a noise, and it's his brother, fucking Oleg. And that little bitch tits comes over, and he's like, hey, they're like, oh, the fucking guards come over. And Cass is like, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to, and fucking, no, chill. So then Oleg's running his fucking mouth, and he's, I'm my own woman, bitch, I'll fuck you up. And then he's running his mouth about the fucking sword. He's like, we're just gonna give her up. And he's like, we ain't fucking giving her up and shit. So they're going through that whole rigmarole, right? And then she's starting to have the panic attack again. He's like, all right, fuck you, brother, we're out of here. So he gets her out of there, right? And then they start walking. Oh, shit, I hit the mic. And then, excuse me, what happens at the very, very end, he gets a great idea. It's a great idea. I mean, I approve this idea. And he's like, you know, if you would just fucking marry me, how about that? If you marry me, then like the elders and stuff, you know what I'm saying? That way because my brother, he gonna plotting some shit. But if you marry me, then nobody can fuck with us because I'm like the rightful heir and shit. And she's like, oh, hell no. He's like, come on, listen, Saga. You're a queen. You're a good ruler. She's like, bitch, please. He's like, listen, just fucking marry me. What? I already rejected you once. Is that not enough? And he's like, listen, it's gonna fucking happen. And she says, no. And just so we're clear, Cassandra, she said, I shall never marry you. Turning on her heel, and Saga returned to her chambers. I call bullshit. I want to know what Vegas has on the betting line on that, because I'm making a bet. We gonna be rich. Join me for the next one. Scylla goes to town, and it doesn't go too well. But anyway, let's talk about it. Today on Wise Beyond the Stories, A Dawn of the North, chapter 18. Man, my voice is getting me today. Anyway, so she's snugging some grain and shit, right? And they're going into town. Now the fucking guard, sorry about the helicopter, but the guard, mine, Igvar, he ain't happy about the shit, but he's just dealing with it, right? So they go to they go to the shelter first, right? And they hook up the little kids with the shelter and they give it some grain. And she's like, I wonder if the y'all is gonna get all pissed at me, but fuck it, whatever, it's worth the cause, right? And then they go meet old Astrid, right? They go check her out and hanging out, and she's whatever. And she hears like, the people don't care, and she's like, bitch, telling herself, she's like, bitch, I'm going as Scylla, not as fucking Asa, right? So now she got to go up and she going to Felgrid. Now remember, Felgrid was her granddaddy's fucking garden shit, right? So now she want to talk to him, and he comes out and they're like, whoa, what the fuck? And he's like, we got to talk in private. Like, you can't, motherfucker, we talking in private. So they're like, all right. So they go fucking clear the house and shit, and they go inside. And she's like, all right, what's up, dude? We got to fucking talk, like what's happening and shit. And the whole time, Merc in her body, the god of chaos, he's sitting there playing fucking games and shit. And as we start finding the story, and he starts talking about how the dad, it was doing good, and the mama got sick, and then it went real bad. And then all of a sudden he had a dream, and he came out and he was doing better. And then how all the past, we're getting more of the past filled in, right? And then all of a sudden fucking Merrick's like, he's trying to harm us. He's trying to fucking harm us. He's trying to fucking harm us and shit. And he's about to tell her that granddaddy thought he found a way to break the motherfucking curse of the deal with fucking Merrick, right? And then Merrick's like, let me have power, let me have power, let me have power. And then all of a sudden, fucking blacks out. And she blacks out. And she has this flashback of like fucking shit burning and all the craziness. And it's like, what the fuck? And then she wakes the fuck up. And she hears, he tried to harm us, he tried to harm us. And she looks down, and she covered in the blood. She got red. What the fuck? And she banging on the door. She hears the banging on the door. It's not Brennan, don't worry. It's the fucking Rooney and the guards. What the fuck? Did he attack you? Like, oh, fuck, shit, I don't know what's gonna fucking happen and shit. And they're like, it's our job to fucking protect Asa. And like, I kind of get it and shit. Like, he's got to protect, but they were looking, and they talked about some shit like on his clothes. A stain. Okay, our job is to protect Asa. Okay, his pristine uniform was slightly less. A stain from a spilled row, a tear corner on his sigil badge. She kept focused in these details. Kinda sketchy, right? And then Runny was on Igvar's left, and they fucking came in there, and like, hush, Asa, said Igvar, between heavy breaths, we'll get you back to your chambers in no time. And that's where we left off. What the fuck is happening? Merrick does not, Merrick does not want her to figure out what the fuck is going on. It's wild. Why, Merrick? Why? Why? What a fucking cliffhanger. Holy shit. Let's talk about it. Today on Wise Beyond the Stories, Dawn of North, chapter 19. Okay, so we're back in the fucking woods, right? And fucking Hekla's got a little fucking critic on the shoulder, like barking. Can you see? I'm not making fun because she's a woman, but this little petite woman with a fucking prosthetic hand and a fucking squirrel on her shoulder barking out to a bunch of fucking Viking adjacent warrior men. Like, go over here. Like, it's pretty fucking crazy, right? So anyway, so they're checking the town and they go and they find the Blood Axe Crew's fucking wagon, right? And they got the fucking, the rhodium or radium fucking weapons because they came in handy for killing the vampire deer. You know what I'm saying? Like his little sword right here, like the sword. So anyway, so digressing. So they get that and then all of a sudden, fucking, all right, Hekla, what are we doing? And they're following Kritika and they find the tree with the first fucking symbol on it, the spiral stave, right? And they start following. And Ray's like, wait, these motherfuckers, that's a Volsig symbol. They've been trying, they need, what the fuck, who do what the fuck, and what's it? So now they're finally, it's all dead and shit. It's all just dilapidated dead shit on the ground and fucking all dead. And they finally all of a sudden come up to this big green motherfucker. Why are we in a big green ass field in the middle of nowhere? I have no motherfucking idea. But now Kritika and Hekla are talking and Hekla's all like, all right, I gotta go do some shit. And this is where fucking Evan and Gunnar are like, oh, take my sword to protect your back. Like, what the fuck? You two douches. You're gonna end up fucking doing it yourself if you don't fucking stop. Anyway, digressing. She ends with Evan. Anyway, I hope. Anyway, so she goes there and then she... Ow, be careful of your sword, damn it. Anyway, so Kritika tells her where to fucking... She slices her hand and she's putting blood on the trees and there's a rumbling and a grumbling from the... And the forest maiden is exactly like Ray said, is like a green barked, it's green skinned, like female type creature with fucking green barky skin and a fox tail and all the way described and like, what the fuck? And then Squirrel's like, all right, we gotta go get the note. What do you mean? What do you mean another part? Yeah, we gotta go get, you didn't tell me that, you little bitch ass rodent. No, there's just one more part. We gotta go. Oh, okay. And then all of a sudden, it's coming. What do you mean it's coming? You know what's coming. You can feel it rumbling from the ground. It's the mist. Ha! But we gotta stop there. So anyway, join me tomorrow. Hopefully the mist doesn't take us out till then. Anyway, have a good one. Battle for the Forest Maiden. Today on Wise Beyond the Stories, Dawn of the North, chapter 20. All right, so we're in the forest. They just freed the Forest Maiden and the fucking mist. Or as now we find out today, a leech. They call it a leech, not a mist. We'll talk about it later. It starts coming around them, right? Like, oh shit, they got motherfucking turned lions and tigers and bears and vampire deer and grim. All this shit's attacking them. Fucking goddamn screwy squirrel Kritika's turned into a fucking grim wolf. She's going fucking crazy. They're like, get out your swords. Like, you can't fight the fucking mist with the swords. We need fire. Evan's like, I got this boo thing. He's fucking flaming on and off and shit, blowing everything up. Gunnar's like, fucking show off, you little bird. Like, they're fucking pissed, still trying to show off. Shit starts going. All of a sudden, a goddamn wolf spider comes out of the middle of fucking nowhere. Like, they were fighting some shit off and like, here, a clap. They're like, wait, did they stop? A wolf spider shows the fuck up. They're like, shit. It starts going. Now, this wolf spider had a name. I don't remember his fucking name, but it starts talking to fucking Hekla's brain like, I'm gonna fucking eat you and shit. Like, what the fuck? And she kind of freezes right here. And then some shit happens. A lot of shit happens, right? And then she kind of snaps out of it and they pull her and they're all attacking the spider. Like, God. Got his eyeball off again. Success! Anyway, so they knocked him. The fucking spider retreats and they're all covered in blood and nick and they're like, we're fucking winning and shit. And then, I got the eyeball. And then all of a sudden, they fucking, the mist retreats and stuff, right? So they fucking, the battle's over. Woo! They lost a few people. They see Evan. He's kind of sad because he lost some of his group and they're like, all right, what the fuck happened? And now, fucking Kritika's like, oh, thank you. Oh, we gotta go check the protector. Oh shit, the fucking protector. So, no, wait, she's the protector. Oh, the maiden. So they go check the maiden, and the maiden, she's a little bitchy right here. Like, who the fuck are you, bitch tits? Like, what did you say? She's like, where the fuck's the protector? Fucking critter. Like right here, a critter did what you said. I went south and followed the woods and lions and followed remember in Road of Bones when fucking Scylla thought the people were chasing her and like a grim wolf? That was Critica. Boom! Okay. Critica. Scylla's the protector, but she smells the scent of her on motherfucking Hecla and motherfucking Ray Ray. Okay, Ray Ray's like, hey, no problem. I know I can go get the protector. And I'm like, all right, cool. So this is the plan. We got to go far as fuck south, right? And we only got like 3 weeks because we got to do it on the moon because that's when the leech, it's not a mist, it's a leech. Mist is very good. The leech is very bad. And basically what it is, the leech is like a subsidiary of Merrick, right? It comes from its realm, from what I understand. And it got into this area through a fucking tree and shit, and it's coming out and it's leeching into there, and it's forming an army, and they gotta hurry up and get it, but they need more warriors and shit. So Ray Ray's gonna go get Scylla. They're gonna travel super fucking far south, and all this time, they're only gonna have a fortnight after it's all done. So that's where we stand. It's like Mission Impossible with Mission Impossible. I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. I guess we're gonna find out. Join us for the next one. Scylla still's trying to figure it out, but Talia, I don't know about this lady. Well, I don't know about Talia. We'll talk about it today on Wise Beyond the Story, Dawn of the North, chapter 21. Okay, so Scylla's still going through it after the escapade into town where apparently she ended up schmilling Felongrad, the grandfather. Like, she going through it, right? She don't know what the fuck it is because was it her? Was it fucking Merc? She don't know what the fuck's going on. She ain't eating. She can't figure it the fuck out. Like, Rooney comes in, tries to console her and shit. I don't know what to do. Finally, Lady Tala comes in right now. I'm very sketchy about Lady Tala. I don't know. I don't think anybody's got her best interest, but I understand they're playing like the kind of political game and shit. You know what I mean? So anyway, so she's like, let's get this fucking food out of here and eat this fucking porridge with lard. Like, I'm like, is it poison? Like, did anybody check the food? Can we get the taster? I know we don't like the taster, but can we get the taster? So anyway, so she starts eating the food, and then she's like, listen, we got to figure this the fuck out. I don't know what to do. And Lady Tala's like, come with me. I got to show you some shit. So she takes her to this, like, cavernous tunnel. I don't fucking, like, really get it, but they show up in this tunnel place, and there's drawings on the wall. Now, this apparently is a cave, and it's got, like, the blue, remember the blue? We talked about it earlier in all the books. The blue veins in the rock, right? And apparently there's drawings, and it's like cave people drawings, and the drawings get better. And this is the history of this people. Now, this cave has been long. This is where the people, when the dragon came, this is where the people with the dragon escaped. So apparently, according to their history, this cave is fucking, Jesus Christ, my goddamn hair. Anyway, digressing. So, the fucking shit happens. So they hide there. So now, as they're looking through this, Scylla is like, wait a second. She's looking at the drawing. She sees fucking what she believes is like a picture of Merrick and like a king with a crown. And he got a sword in one hand and a motherfucking, he got a sword in one hand. Come on, Timmy, where's your sword? And a rock in the other. And he got a rock. And Scylla's like, I don't get it. And then she starts looking and she's like, wait a minute. And she remembers some shit. And then Skadra, when she was fighting in the house, there was the blue in the veins. When she pushed fucking Ray Ray in the woods, apparently there was exposed rocks with the blue veins. And you see what I'm saying? So maybe Scylla has her special gift from Sunvalad to fight Merrick, is she's able to pull Goldra from the Halda stones. That's what they're called. So like, what? Okay. So maybe we got to rethink our strategies here with this newfound knowledge. We got to get everybody together because holy shit, they got to figure out how to fight Merrick, like with the stones. We got to go free the maiden from the Lychee, and we got motherfucking Ivar to fight. Y'all, what the fuck? I don't know. Anyway, join us for the next one. There's so much going on. Saga tried to tell you, princey fucker, but you didn't want to listen. Today on Wise Beyond the Stories, Dawn of the North, chapter, what are we on? 22, I believe. I think we're on 22. Okay, so it's time for the big meeting. Old Princey's come back from talking to the Oracle, right? So we're sitting there, we got Cass, we're not going to go there. He's still not there, folks. He's still not there. We go to Cass sitting on the dais. His sister Elsiva comes up and is like, hey, chill the bitch tits out. You gotta fucking, he's like, because Cass wants to go get fucking Saga. She's like, chill your tits out. You can't look fucking eager. You're gonna look bad in front of the elders and shit. Don't worry, we got this all taken care of. So they're sitting there waiting, and people start filing in and shit. And then here comes Saga. Saga looking good. She looking like a fucking Gagarian and shit. Because fucking everybody has been making sure she on up and up, right? They're getting her, crossing her T's and dotting her I's and shit and all that goodness. So she comes in and Cass is like, okay, but he's controlling the beast. And then the king finally shows the fuck up and he's like, blah, blah, blah. And he starts to talk about what the fucking plan is. And he's like, all right, so this is what we're going to do. And Saga's like, excuse me, Mr. Prince, sir. Excuse me, Mr. Prince, sir. May I please have a word? And the prince is like, what? I understand you, because she's speaking Gagarian and shit like, it's not perfect, but it's pretty good. So he's like, sure, speak your piece. So she walks up there and fucking Cass is like holding her up. She's like, all right, listen, bitches. Y'all already gone done and fucked the hell up, right? Y'all been taking too long to figure out what the fuck's gonna happen. Now guess what? The Ivar and the fucking Urkins, they don't give two shits. They gonna come over. They don't care about no peace. They don't care about no shit. They just want to give to the motherfucking bear god and get his reward. You already done fucked up and you waited too goddamn long. And, oh, bullshit, shut the fuck up. And the king's like, shut the fuck up. We made a decision. We're going to put grain and silver on a boat and put Saga back on that motherfucker. And this is where Asava is like, what the fuck, Dad? You can't do that. That's not the shut the fuck up. Woman goes to smack her and Cass is like, bam! Don't you fucking do that, Dad. Don't be... Elders be a motherfucker. Okay. Point for Cass. Still not better than Rune. Anyway, digressing. So then that's there. And then they're like, blah, 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 blah. And they start going through. Because Saga's like, we got to unite the clans. Unite the clans. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, a warrior comes bursting in and is like, what the fuck is the meaning of this? And he's like, what do you mean while y'all speak? And he's like, the Urkins, they're at the gate. They'll be here in an hour. Oh shit, son. We tried to tell you, but nobody want to listen. Anyway, buckle up, Buttercup, because this shit's about to get real. They tried. This is the biggest I told you so. I'll say it since you can't cast. They told you so today on Wise Beyond the Stories, Dawn of the North, chapter 23. Okay, so fucking Prince Daddy's stupid ass fucking ideas to send a delegation. That's the dumbest shit I done ever heard. It open up the gates and show a sign of peace. These motherfuckers ain't here for peace. They already slaughtered the fucking Ocean Gate and the people on the way. But sure, now we're gonna have peace? Cause what? Who the fuck thought of this? Like, you're stupid. Anyway, digressing. So they're waiting, and Cass is like, I can't fucking deal with this. This is dumb. Let's go, Saga. We got shit to prep, right? So they go downstairs to the room, and he starts talking to his fucking generals and shit, his Polishniks, I believe that's what they were called. I fucked up, I don't know. But anyway, he's like, okay, how are we looking with the seaweed? And Saga's like, seaweed? And he's like, yeah, I listen to you, my little Winterving. And they put seaweeds on nets and they got it up. And then all the fucking tanning hides that they had, they put up on the wall mat. He's like, I would always listen to you. You were living with the enemy. I would be stupid man not to listen to you. Okay, again, another point for Cass, but he's still not better than Rune as of chapter 23. Just saying, digressing. So, shit's happening. They got the prep. She's like, all right, cool, this was gonna happen. And they're doing their shit. Now, after this, Cass is like, all right, I'm gonna go upstairs and check on shit, see what's up. Now, as he walks outside, all hell is broken motherfucking loose. Ah, shit, fucking heads are flying. Literally, heads are motherfucking flying. He looks over and sees fucking Princey Daddy and little fucking bitch-ass brother fucking Oleg, right? Like, what the fuck? They're all being covered. He's like, what the fuck? They're screaming and fire everywhere. It's nasty. And he runs over to his dad, and dad's looking like, oh, what the fuck? Like, what the hell? He's got fucking Bodong. I guess well, it doesn't matter what his name is because he's not around anymore. They put a note in his mouth and like sent his head back. It was, the whole delegation is gone. And what are their demands? That the river runs red with their blood. Yep, they should have listened to Saga. I'm just saying, this is like, I don't even get... On to the next one. Fucking idiots. her bloodline gift, you say? Today on Wise Beyond the Story, Dawn of the North, chapter 24. Okay, so Scylla is gone for a ride. She's getting out the house, she's going for a ride on Dawn, right? But unfortunately, she's got fucking Adel. I don't know if I like that. He's sketchy as fuck. I don't know. The jury's still out with him. The judge hasn't made a decision. But anyway, digressing. So they go out to the fucking meadows and shit. Now, I was thinking when I read this that like they're setting this up so he gonna like try to propose to her and shit because the way they're talking about the whole mountainside and the way it's looking and shit. But it's actually it's her. It's her. She got ulterior motives. She's trying to find the Halda rocks, the rocks with the little blue veins and the magic. She want to do some testing. She want to figure out if she can pull the magic, right? So they go out there and old fucking Adel is like, so what are you doing? And she's like, I don't know if I can trust this guy. And she's like, so listen, this is the deal, right? The stone. Like, he's like, yeah, but you got to grind it up. That's why, but I don't do that. But I wear them on my bracers and shit. And she's like, well, how do you get the power? He's like, well, it's like intuition. I don't know really how to describe it and shit. And she's like, okay. So there's that. And then Ray got it ground up and tattooed on him. So they start talking about the power. He's like, yeah, that's what they say. So they go looking around and shit, right? And then she's like, I can feel that like she's touching rock. Like her face, she almost got frostbite and shit. And she's like, okay, I can feel the power, but I don't know if it's fucking working. But it's time to go the fuck home. So they start leaving. And I even said this in my reaction video, like when they're walking down the rocky, slippery trail, like some shit's about to fucking happen, okay? So they're walking down and all of a sudden, fucking landslide is fucking landslide shit, right? Like, oh no, rocks are falling and people, oh no! And fucking Adel, he uses his fucking breaker strength and he's like force field over him, right? Like Invisigirl type shit is what I pictured in my head. And the rocks are smashing and she's like, oh no, you fucking know what are we doing? And she's like, there's a big rock. I guess it's now or never. And she like, all up on the fucking rocks and shit, right? And all of a sudden it's like, it's like a big ass fucking like Oppenheimer type explosion is the way I pictured it in my mind, right? And it is fucking explosion and not a boulder in sight. They're safe. She figured it the fuck out. I guess, kind of, sort of. Like, the people come up like, the horse is good. The horses are good. Everybody's locked, cocked, and ready to rock. We're all accounted for. And hello, fucking Scylla. Let's go. She got the power of the Galdra and the bloodline. Let's see where this fucking takes us. Join us next time. Okay, Hekla's in her annoying era. Every character's got to go through it. She's finally in hers. Let's talk about it. Today on Wise Beyond the Stories, Dawn of the North, chapter 25. All right, so Hekla and the group, they're fucking walking a lot. Right? They've been walking for like days, okay? They got to go to the fucking other area, right? Ray, he going back. He not with them no more. Hekla's in charge. And Hekla, they're walking if you didn't get it. She got fucking screwy squirrel Kritika, right? Kritika on her shoulders and all yippity yapping. Fucking like what the fuck? Like, hey, how come your mates are you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? Do one of those, right? Talking about how come your mates are chasing, like, why ain't you pick one? She's like, what the fuck are you talking about, my mate? She's like, the red one and the one that'll never fucking stop staring at you like a little lost puppy. She looks back and there's fucking Evan and Gunnar like, like, okay, whatever. And she's like, you know what? I can't fucking deal with this shit no more. I need a break. We need a break. So she gives fucking Kritika to Gunnar, and then she like bounces out, right? And then at one point they talk about how fucking Thrond Longsword, he made a little canopy under his neck for the fucking forced maiden bitch. She chilling up under there in a little hammock, just sleeping and shit. So they get to a little campsite because she's fucking tired. Oh shit, everybody's fucking tired. So they're camping for the night. They set up the fire so the mist can't get them all around and shit. And they're doing their things. And then Gunnar is still trying. Hekla, just tell the fuck, I'm sorry you're gonna break his heart. There's nothing we can do about it. Break the man's fucking heart. Just rip off the fucking Band-Aid. Anyway. he makes this like, hey, there's a pond over there. You want to go swimming? Like, oh my God, what the fuck? And she's like, hell no, but I do want to go clean my prosthetic arm. So she leaves. And what have we learned? Where's your battle buddy? Where is your battle buddy? You're always supposed to have a fucking battle buddy when you go somewhere. Does heck? Nope. And she won't pay for that. So she all up in the water and she takes off her arm and she takes off her weapons. She's only got a boot knife. She's washing her arm. A motherfucking scary yellow-eyed bitch creature called like a water hag, fucking hags, grab her out the water. Oh shit, she in the water. She fighting for her life. She trying to grab her boot knife, but she can't do it. Heckler's gonna die. No! She's under the water. She can't breathe. All of a sudden, the blood turns, the water turns red with blood. And the fucking little water hack pulls a fucking knife out of his shoulder, fucking swims off. Heckler gets fucking, starts coming up, boom, runs into a fucking rock, like, oh shit. Looks up, it's Evan. What's up, my guy? Evan, I like you, my guy. I really do. I am Team Evan. Fuck, last time I said that I got Tamblin. Fuck. Team Evan, let's do it. Okay, anyway, he's like, hey, listen, you okay? Like, she's like, he's like, listen, motherfucker, are you okay? Like, listen, we in the motherfucking scary woods, okay? And you gotta have a bow. I don't care if it's gotta have a fucking bow buddy. You understand? She's like, just fucking being a little heckler right now. Like, she's just fucking yapping. She's mad at him because I was mad at him too for not the betrothed, but he tries to explain, right? Like they're going through it. She's like, you fucking broke my trust. He's like, please let me explain. I don't want to fucking talk about it. Talk to the hand because the face ain't fucking listening. Turning her back and she retreats toward the camp. And then she was in near silent steps, and she would never tell a soul. There we go. She wants the living shit out of him. So, like I'm saying, she wants him, but she can't because she didn't trust him. So Hecla is in that era. So far, everybody's had a that era, but we're doing it. All right, we're gonna stop there. Join me for the next one.
It's Timmy time. That's right. It's me, Timmy. You know what that means. It's a Jonas chapter. Let's get into it. Today on Timmy Beyond the Stories, Dawn of the North, chapter 26. Okay, so fucking Jonas, right? He's like in the barracks now, rubbing his leg. I got frostbite. I'm a bitch. Yeah, I'm a fucking chode. And he's all like, whatever. He's just doing his thing, right? He's kind of getting into the routine, fucking bowling. He's training them all. So they're like fucking gladiators and shit. Like, think about it. They just wake up and train. So they train all day long. And then at night, they do like a no-holds-barred fucking contest where they take the wraps off the weapons. And then they fight until one opponent can't stand no more. But I guess they don't get to like schmeckle each other because they got to have them. And everybody thinks they can be little fucking Jonas's bitch ass. Well, not because he's a bitch, but because he got a pretty face. Like, I know Jonas is a bitch, but apparently he's a pretty bitch. So anyway, they all try to fight him, but he somehow keeps winning. And then one day he's about to go against this big guy again, and fucking Queen Signy comes in, and he all eyeballing her like, damn, that bee's fine. Like, I didn't realize how fine she was. Like, what did you say? Fuck it, Jonas. Anyway, so he's sitting there looking like, okay, whatever. And he beats the guy up. And when they start fighting and he beats the guy up, he kind of like zones out and shit. He like just all the pages, like, got it, And then after he beats the guy's ass, the other guy's like, dude, did I fucking like hurt you in a former life or something? What the fuck? And anyway, Jonas is like, shit the fuck up, you a bitch. I'm a fighter. And he looks around and he looks at Queen Sydney and he kind of like stares at her, right? And then he kind of like goes like this, like, hey, bow, right? Like a fake bow. And then he goes back to fucking fighting. But the whole time, he's like, what the fuck is happening? Because this is like a group of like thieves and disciplinary clanary that got kicked out of this shit. But they're being told that they're supposed to be there because King Alvar is fighting and they're supposed to like protect the peace and shit. It sounds like Queen Sydney's trying to do a motherfucking, what's his name? Fucking Sheriff of Nottingham type plot. I don't know. We gonna find out. Why I should be back for the next one. Join us then. Have a good one.
Drunk Scylla is fucking wild. Let's talk about it. Today on Wise Beyond the Stories, Dawn of the North, chapter 27. Okay, I see everybody, like, well, I see why y'all, I call him Ray Ray. I see why y'all was like, oh, Ray Ray, that's, I got it now. I got it. Okay, let's talk about it. So, Scylla, Asa, whatever, she's fucking, whatever. She's going in, they got her going to have fucking dinner with Adel. Fuck this guy. Like, big sit and rotate, my friend. Anyway, digressing. So, she goes in there, mood light, and he's all, oh, it's bad. He's pitching woo. He's trying. I don't like it. Not at motherfucking all. He's even trying to make Ray Ray look bad, okay? Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. He's a piece of shit, all right? Let's just get into that. And then he starts fucking like chiming about Ray Ray. And then from there, we gonna flash over to fucking Ray Ray, who it shows him traveling adventure home. He's sleeping. He's booking ass to get there, right? Now, when he gets there, he want to come in. But of course, the Jarl fucking Hawken, you know, Adel's fucking dad, that little bitch ass. You were supposed to be a friend. You're supposed to be a fucking friend. No, you're a bitch. Anyway, digressing. So he's keeping fucking Ray Ray in the room, trying to get time so Adel can fucking do whatever the fuck he's got to do. Suspicious ass bitch. Anyway, digressing. So he's keeping him there, and he's telling him about, oh, fucking, we got to go here. And then, no, we can't. We can't present her. Like, He's just running interference. And finally, he's like, oh, what about my son? And fuck, yeah, bullshit. So Ray finally gets the fuck leave out of there, books ass to fucking Scylla's room, and Scylla's girls are like, oh no, sorry, she having dinner with fucking Adel. And what did you say? He fucking, motherfucking like a Formula One driver. That bitch is stupid, right? He fucking walks up to fucking Adel's room, the Queen Guard's there, and this motherfucker, oh, you know, fucking Scylla banging on the motherfucking door like, bitches, get out of my motherfucking way, okay? Door opens up, fucking Adel's all like, how you doing? What's up, Ray? And then as she says that, you just hear Scylla, is that Ray? Ray, my love. And she comes running out fucking like koala fucking hugs him, and she just like, like Ray, drunk ass. She is that girl right now. And Ray's like, oh, I smell your essence. So they're talking, and there's a look between them like, bitch, don't you ever fuck with my girl again. Like, bitch, let's go. We out this bitch. So they go back to the room, and Scylla's all like talking like, I'm fucking Ray, why did you talk? Oh, yeah. Ray. Like doing one of those, right? Like, he's like, oh, Scylla, I missed you. You got a funny way of showing it, and like passes the fuck out like, oh, we're about to have that conversation when she wakes up. So anyway, he gets her in there. They clear the room. They put her on the bed. He puts her to bed like a good man, and he ends up with sleep. Scylla, or I have you, Scylla. And that's where we end there. Woo! Ray, you should have just mollywopped them all. But anyway, ooh, that one caused it. That's a ring. Anyway, see you on the next one. Fucking Christ. From bad dreams to big smiles. Today on Wise Beyond the Stories, Dawn of the North, chapter 28. There's some spice in this one. Anyway, let's talk about it. So, Scylla was the drunk girl dropping the Ray bomb in front of everybody, right? That shit was funny. So, she's sleeping, and while she's sleeping, Merrick is letting her see some shit. Now, she fucking be seeing, like, her on a throne in destruction and shit, like, in charge of the drugger and all the turn people. Like, what the fuck is happening? So she's like, wait a second. Did Merrick fucking fuck up and show me his plan? And Merrick's like, I'll let you see what I want to see and shit. So then she's realizing her and Merrick are having this internal struggles and shit in her mind. And then she's like, you know what? I need to see if this motherfucker is really worried about me. Hang on. And she's like, hey, Merrick, you know, what about that gift in my bloodline? Does that scare you? And he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I ain't scared of shit. And he fucking tuck tails and runs. She's like, yeah, this bitch is motherfucking scared, right? And then she kind of wakes up, and then she's like, oh, look at Ray's fine ass. Motherfucker didn't write me. I'm pissed. Maybe he don't love me no more, because when he was gone, he didn't write me. He didn't write me. He doesn't love me anymore. Oh, fucking Christ, Scylla. I saw it. You should, but I get it. Digressing. I ain't mad at Scylla. Anyway, she gets up and she goes to the barn to hang out with the chickens. So now Ray wakes up and is like, where the fuck is my Scylla? God damn it, motherfucker. So he gets dressed, walks outside. Hey, yo, where's Scylla? And everybody's like, I don't know, Ray. She's in the barn, my guy. So fucking walks to the barn. She sees Rooney. Rooney, what's up, my girl? Hey, how's life back home? You heard any messages? Yeah, Harpa's good. The fucking the wards and the walls are fucking safe, and shit's fucking going. They got more chicks and shit. And then Ray gets to the barn and he sees fucking Scylla. Now Scylla's at the other end of the barn and she's just playing, hello little chickies. And he's like, oh, excuse me, Scylla. And she's like, oh, hey, Ray. Smile on her face, but it's not a real smile, right? And they basically come to this conversation and like, I missed you. She's like, did you miss me? Did you miss me, Ray? Not like that, but it was like, you said you were going to write me. He was like, what the fuck are you talking? I did write you every fucking day. What? Oh, yeah, listen. Okay, bing, light bulb. She understands now. So he's like, God damn it. Listen, let me explain this to you. Not only did I fucking miss you, I motherfucking obsessed about you. I thought what clouds look like. I named your future chickens, my girl. What did you say? Future chickens, not children. Chickens. He's naming the chickens. Okay. Anyway, now she's like, oh shit, Ray does like me. Like, oh, fucking Scylla. Anyway, they get that look. He picks her, swoops her up. They go barging into the motherfucking administration office, right? Clear off the motherfucking desk. And Scylla goes into her little, no, Ray, I'm a dominatrix right now. No, get on your knees. And Ray's like, bet. You know you're the only motherfucker. I'm like, God damn, Ray. I mean, I get it. I feel you. Anyway, so she taking all the booze. He goes to take off the, don't you touch my stocking. Oh, okay. And she's playing the game. And finally, Ray's like, fuck this shit. And he just goes, and they are going. And he is all like, Scylla, you might be in charge of a kingdom one day, but I'll always be in charge of the bedroom. And he and Scylla, fucking without missing a beat, is like, bitch, we in a barn. Shut the fuck up. I was like, that's some funny ass shit right there. So Ray goes to town. He dives into the action, head first into the action, right? Right into the thick of the meat. You know what I'm saying? Head first into there. So he's going to town. And listen, they have a good time. I don't need to describe what goes on, okay? It's a good motherfucking time. And when they are done, Scylla has a true smile on that face. Anyway, join me for the next one. Ivar is at the gates today on Wise Beyond the Stories, Dawn of the North, chapter 29. Okay, let's get into it. So, Ivar's at the gates. Fucking, they're attacking the capital city of Zagar. You know, I can't say the name, I'm sorry. Anyway, we got fucking, excuse me. We got Cass. He's on the fucking battlement looking over, right? They got the ships coming up. They've been launching the fucking decapitated heads at them. They're fucking shooting arrows. They got a walrus group of shifters trying to hit the boats from the bottom. They're arrowing them like, I don't know, they're floating. Shit's getting crazy. At some point, he sees a boat getting off at the side and it looks like people are getting off, but he's like, I can't worry about that now. What? Anyway, so that happens, and then their whole castle's made of wood. This is not good. And fire. Shit's back. So they're fucking coming up. They start to put the little ladders up, and they're pushing the ladders down, and they're dropping the oil on them. Yeah, we're doing good for a little bit. And then all of a sudden, they're like, all right, they start, the fucking ships are coming, more arrows and fire arrows. And then he has a little plan where they have a ship come up from the backside and they get close and then they fucking arrows fire and ships are on fire and shit. And we're like, yeah, fucking down with King Ivar. Because all the ships are on fucking fire and like, yeah. And then instead of them trying to put the fire out, Ivar just starts, blah, 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 but he can't hear because he's too far away, even with the super wolfy hearing and shit. And they start paddling the fire boats into the wooden castle. Wow. I mean, why so yeah. So that's happening. And then they finally get closer. And then the fucking, the sniffing the berserkum and they're going crazy. And he's like, it's time. So he fucking shifts and is like, Yahoo! And jumps down and starts attacking and shit, right? Okay, now from there, then we gotta go to fucking Saga. Now Saga's back with motherfucking the sis and shit, and they're making this, I don't know, remember what it's called, but it's like a thing where they gotta keep it in darkness, like it'll always burn, right? Like sunlight can make it like light on fire, like, you know what I'm saying? So it needs to be in darkness. So they're making that, and then they run out of lard, and they're like, we're gonna eat some food and shit, but the tag, and then the guy comes, and then they're giving the guy the stuff, and then all the battles are happening and shit. And fucking, oh no, we're fucking gotta go. And she hears the rampart, and boom, boom. And okay, this is where Saga finally puts on her big girl panties, and she's gonna go outside. And she fucking walks out the hallway, and fucking Oleg, you are a level 5 fucking chode, my bitch ass. Almost a perma chode with that bitch tits Jack Barlow right there, okay? Let me tell you what, I tell you what, he is so fucking close. But anyway, he's fucking got fucking Saga, like, you fucking brought this upon us. And she's like, no, I'm trying to fucking help, right? Because there's a, oh shit, yeah. Well, that happens, I'll get to that spot. We'll backtrack. Anyway, we'll circle back to it. We'll circle back. So he's got her up against the wall. And he's like, you fucking did this to us. And all of a sudden she hears this voice which she ain't heard before. And it's like, you would put down our guest. And fucking, it's Daddy Prince dude. He's like, fucking put her down, motherfucker. And Oleg, who obeys Daddy because he's the alpha, is like, my bad, Daddy. And then Oleg, finally, as a fucking man, fucking puts on his fucking man panties and swallows his goddamn pride and says, hey, please teach me about this fucking enemy because we about to get our ass whooped and shit. So that fucking happened. Okay, there was a spot where she was asking Elseva, the sister, right, about, hey, should we send a message across the river to the fucking clans and maybe they can come help? And she's gonna fucking jump on Havoc. She's gonna fucking jump on Havoc and unite the fucking clans. Fucking Saga! Anyway, that's a prediction. We'll find out. Join us next time. Prepping for the feast. Today on Wise Beyond the Stories, Dawn of the North, chapter 30. Okay, so Scylla, they're getting ready for her debut to the Jarls and shit, right? And they're getting her all dressed. The Hilda chick that's getting her all dressed is like redoing her braids like 800 times. And Scylla's like, I don't give two fucking shits about her braid. What the fuck is this shit? But whatever. Digressing, she doing her best, making it look good. She's doing her shit. So she's sitting there. And then you hear Ray come walking down. And he's like, I don't need it, motherfucking get the fuck out the way. Like, it's pretty funny. So then they come in, old girl's like, I gotta go. So she bounces out, right? So now Ray and Scylla, they're having a conversation. Sorry about that. Okay, so they're having a conversation and how do I describe this? They're filling each other in on what will happen, right? Scylla's talking about everything that happened there, and Ray's talking about the maiden and shit. And Scylla's like, fuck, I guess we gotta get an army and we gotta go help the fucking maiden and shit. And Ray's like, yeah, we just gotta figure out how to do that. And Scylla's like, well, we'll fucking ask Adel. And this is where Ray's like, so about that, you know about the letters? And she's like, what? He's like, so it's him. And she's like, what do you mean it was Adel? Maybe it was fucking Kaja. Okay, at this point now, I'm 99.89876431 repeating that Kaja is a good person. And that she's just, yeah, I have that feeling. Maybe, I don't know. Digressing. So Ray went to check, and then he's like, no, it's got to be fucking Adel. And she's like, what do you mean? And he's like, well, fucking think about it and shit. And she's like, but he's been so nice. And oh, wait a second. And when I asked about the letters, he always knew about the letters from motherfucking Evan, but nothing from, okay, possibilities, okay? It looks like it could possibly be him. We don't know for sure. I think it's him. Ray thinks it's him. Scylla don't. What the fuck is that hair string doing? Anyway, digressing. So that happens. But Scylla, being smart, she's like, all right, listen, we got to be careful because we still need his swag. You know what I'm saying? Because we got to get people. We got to go forest maiden and shit. We're going to need the people. And Ray was like, oh, okay, fine. Listen, we sure we want to go do this? Because we could just go back to bed, you know, that'd be fun, but we really got to do this. They're like, all right. So, as they're having that conversation, everything's good. We got to knock at the door. It is not Brennan. I forget, Brennan's not around. It's fucking Rooney, and Rooney's like, it's go time. Are you ready? It's gonna be May. Sorry, I had to drop that in there. It's today, May 1st. Anyway, digressing, that's where we are. They're about to go be presented to the Jarls. Hopefully we'll see what happens today. I don't know. Join me in the next one. It's time for the dinner party. Today on Wise Beyond the Stories, Dawn of the North, chapter 31. All right, this was a long one. That's what she said. All right, so Scylla and Ray, they're going to fucking dinner, right? And as they're about to go in, fucking Jarl Hakalugi bitch tits, he's all like, let's go, my dear. And Ray's like, oh, hell no, I'm taking her in. He's like, fine, whatever. So they do their little shit, and then they walk in. And when they walk in, like, she's already won fucking, like, the hearts of the people. People like, losing eyeballs. Fucking, we're falling apart here. Wise Beyond the Story. Anyway, so fucking, they're walking in. She's already won their fucking hearts. Like, oh my God, Ace is back. They're all happy. And then she goes and sit up. And then note it. Ray, they didn't give Ray a chair. And Ace is like, oh, hell no, bitch. Ray, sit to my right, motherfuckers. And like all scrambling shit. You can see how they're trying to push Ray out because the Jarls and shit, they want to use their rank to use Scylla as a fucking pawn. So they become kings and shit. We see how that goes, right? You see what I'm saying? All right, digressing. So that's happening. We go through eating and shit. And then all of a sudden, Ray, he got to go take a leak. So while Ray taking a leak, this is where Adel, we call him Chattel now because he's a chode and Adel. So he's Chattel. So Chattel comes up and him and Scylla start talking. And they're just fucking back and forth. And Scylla's like, hey, fucking what the fuck? And he's like, listen, I don't know why Ray think I took your letter. I didn't take a motherfucking letters and shit. You know what? Why don't Ray tell you the truth? And so she's like, what? And then as they're talking, Ray coming back from fucking draining his horse and shit, because he bit. Anyway, digressing. So he coming back, fucking Kaja's little bitch ass. She tries to come up. Listen, they're trying to make her. She's just like Cat. Kaja and Cat. They're related in different book series. Anyway, digressing. So she tries to touch Ray. Ray's like, get the fuck off of me. I don't want to talk to you. And then they're going, right? And then fucking Adel's like, you need to fucking make Ray fucking tell you the truth and shit, and then kind of walks off. And then Ray goes up to Adel as they're walking, because he's like, all right, I got to ask fucking Adel for help. I'm going to swallow my motherfucking pride to do this. So he walks up to Adel, and he's like, hey, what's up, my guy? Listen, I need to ask your help. And Adel's like, oh, you want my help? And he's like, yeah, sure. I need your help. Like, listen, I need some warriors. We got to go down to the fucking forest and shit. And Adel's like, oh, okay. So after all this time, you want my help? Sure, gal tongue. I'll give you my help, but you got to do one thing for me. And Ray's like, oh, yeah, what's that? He said, get on your knees and beg. Now, I tell you what, Ray, I think only Scylla could probably, like, the only person I'm getting on my knees for is inside the house right now, or my kids. But yeah, what did you say? And Galatung is like saying, what did you say? Bam! Just beat the shit out of that motherfucker. Like grabbed him, punched him, walked him up over. The whole fucking crowd turns and walks. Scylla fucking like is a boom fucking triple times up to that bitch. Ray, what the fuck are you doing? This motherfucker, Ray fucking loses his shit and fucking blows up, walks outside. Scylla fucking storms out as Ray's trying to catch fucking Scylla up. He sees, if I'm not mistaken, Rooney and fucking goddamn Liv fucking all up in the fucking corner like, what? So they go out there. Now we have a Ray and Scylla conversation, right? And Scylla's like, you fucking all up, Ray. You little fucking, I was working so hard. You don't understand what it's like. And he's like, I'm sorry. Like, and they work their shit out, okay? They work their shit out. She's got valid points. He's got valid points. She's like, just fucking tell me. So finally, Ray tells his side of the whole Kaja incident, right? Now, fucking Chattel's version is there was a sparring incident, and that pissed off fucking Ray, so Ray stole Kaja. But fucking Scylla's like, that don't sound like Ray. So Ray's like, listen, I was actually with fucking Kaja, and Kaja started using him as, using him as a side piece, and everybody knew but me. And she's like, oh, that makes more sense. Okay. So finally, once again, Scylla's like, listen, motherfucker, it's you, It's only you and nothing but motherfucking you, okay? I don't give two flying fucking ducks what a motherfucking duck, okay? It's you and me, bitch! All right, so Ray's like, all right, cool. So then they sit there and they're cuddling and they're hugging and they're getting all better. Ray's getting bricked. Oh yeah, if a man gets bricked, does a lady get clicked? I'm just saying, like a lady brick. Is it a clicked? Let me know in the comments if you agree. Bricked and clicked. I like it. Anyway, digressing. So that happens, and then they start kind of kissing a little bit, and then Rooney comes over and is like, excuse me, guys. Pardon me. We gotta go back. And they're like, yeah, okay. And Ray's like, listen, I'll do better, okay? Because there's lots of consequences to fail, and we can't fail because the situation is too dire. So I guess they're gonna go back into the bar or into the feast, and we'll see what happens. But there we go. All right, let's see what happens next. Rescue Havoc to fucking soft kitty, warm kitty, little Cass's fur. Happy kitty, sleepy kitty, purr, purr, purr. Today on Wise Beyond the Stories, Dawn of the North, chapter 32. Okay, so King Ivar and the Urkins, they're attacking, throwing fire parts. They're trying to put out the fire. They're doing all they can. It's not working, but it is working. It's a siege, ladies and gentlemen. So they're doing this shit. We got Asava, and she's trying to help motherfucking Saga. She's fucking guiding people around, like really in charge, because Cass and motherfucking Robbie, they're fighting at the gates. Oh my God, the barn is on fire. Everybody's like, let that bitch burn. Saga's like, fuck no, I'm gonna go save me a motherfucking Pegasus. My prediction's getting closer. Anyway, she runs up into the motherfucking barn. It's on fire. Lots of fire today, folks. So she doing that, and she trying to get out, Mr. Scary Pegasus, man. So she's trying to break the chains. Fucking finally freezes. Fucking Havoc takes off running like an ungrateful fucking bastard, right? And the motherfucker, she's like, all right, I'm free. I'm going to get out of here. Brrr, the ceiling collapses. Oh, no, I'm trapped. But fucking Asava, the sister, right? She a badass bitch. Come with the rest of the fire brigade. They're trying to put it out. She got a wet fucking leather thingy and a tannin leather. Come on, let's go. And fucking they get her out, right? And like, what are you doing? That stupid fucking Pegasus wasn't worth shit. And fucking Saga's like, I thought it was. Like, it's just, I'm with you, Saga. Good job. Okay, so that happens. And then we kind of calmed down for the night, right? And I took this off and I said, oh no, we'll put it right back the fuck on. So she walking down the hallway, and then now she sees fucking Robbie. Robbie's beat the shit. He hurting. And then she like, what's up, Robbie? Like, oh, you know, Cass, he's in the building, he's in the room, he cannot come out. She's like, I'll go get him. Like, no, princess, you cannot do that. And she's like, bitch, move out the way. Robbie between a fucking princess and a wolf place, right? Like, you gotta do it or he gonna be, she mad and she thought, do it at your own risk. So he opens the door and basically, listen, she walks up in here and you can take this one or two ways. This is how I'm gonna describe it. If for all those people that see fucking Marvel and MCU, think of Black Widow calming down the Hulk, yeah? Or think of fucking Saga and just sing this song with me. Ready? Soft kitty, warm kitty, little Cass of fur. Happy kitty, sleepy kitty, purr, purr, purr. So that's funny. That's crazy. So anyway, she's like, Cass, Bill, skirt. He comes running. Don't you fucking do that. Stop. Stop it, young man. You stop that shit right now. Don't do that. And he stops and she's like, get your ass in the bed. Oh, get in the fucking bed. So she gets in the bed and she's like, come on. And he lays down in the lap and she's petting him. And he's all like, that motherfucker starts purr. And then falls asleep. Tell me that song doesn't fit perfect. So anyway, falls asleep. She's like, I'm going to get up and then, fuck it. I'm just going to sleep here too. So fall asleep and then fall asleep. Now, in the morning, okay, now I can take this off for a second. Kaz wakes the fuck up. He's like, oh shit, what the fuck? I'm here. That's never happened before. Oh my God, this woman is fucking amazing. And then he like readjusting, like they're cuddling. And then she wakes up and then they're seeing eye to eye and things are good. And we find out through their conversation that even though their whole family is shift, he's got like this, something's in his blood where he's just a little bit different. So they call it like a degenerate, I don't know. He's different from the rest of his family. I guess the beast takes control and he can't let go. Some shit like that. But she like, don't worry, bitch. You got me now. I got you, dog. And then they're sitting there cuddling and all of a sudden, knock on the door. You know who it's not. I won't say his name no more. But it's fucking Ravi. Ravi this time, he just, boom! What's up, dudes? What the fuck? The Gherkins, they're attacked. They got a fucking metal siege tower they were building behind a fucking curtain. We can't see it. Oh shit! We're under attack again! No! Join us for the next one. The Journey Through the Woods with Hecla and Evan. Today on Wise Beyond the Stories, Dawn of the North, chapter 33. Okay, let's get into this. So they're walking. Yes, indeed. They're fucking walking. They're like, can we pick a fight? We're so bored. They're just, look, they're bored. They're walking, okay? Apparently Gunnar, he's taken over Elias's job as like playing pranks and stuff. He put a stick and motherfucking Thran's fucking, like sleeping bag and shit, and then now they're all laughing at it. He's like, oh, the big old fucking snake and shit. And they're like, hee. So they did that, and shit's going good. Thran, he's really taking care of fucking the Forest Maiden. Like, he's improved her fucking hammock and put sides on it with a pillow. Like, shit's going good, right? So they're setting up a camp one night, and as they're sitting there, Hecla gets up to go walk around and stuff, and then she hears Evan and Thran fucking talking. And Evan's like, I don't know, I'm trying to give her some space and shit. And fucking Thran's like, maybe you should write her a poem. And he comes off with this fucking off-the-hinged fucking poem talking about like, the woman of the slaughtered arm, can I bury my battle spear in your golden ring? Battle spear is wild. Okay. And he's like, even Evan's like, yeah, I don't think that's gonna work, my guy. I think you're missing the point of who we're trying to talk to. Oh my God. So Hecla hears that and it giggles, and then we start walking. Now they're walking some more, and they're fucking walking. They're getting blisters. They're so fucking walking so much, right? And anyway, so they're walking and they come up to like this cliff hill type thing, and they're looking down and they see like 100 of the Draugr, right? 100 of the fucking Draugr. They're walking. They're all like, let's go fucking fight them. We want to motherfucking fight. And they're like, no, man, we can't. We got to stay on mission. Kritika, we got to do mission fucking first. And Thrall's like, listen, we getting fucking edgy, yo. We got to do some shit. And she's like, listen, you will be able to go kill all the fucking Draugr, all the fuck that you want. We got to finish the mission first. And he's like, you heard the lady, the woman, and fucking, they turned around and marched the fuck on, and they marched, and that's where we end. All right, one more chapter today. Join me then. Another meeting with the Jarls, and we figured it out. Today on Wise Beyond the Stories, Dawn of the North, chapter 34. Damn, they were some long-ass chapter today. But anyway, let's get into it. Okay, so it's like the next day, and they're sitting there waiting for fucking the Jarl to show up to have the real motherfucking important meeting, right? And Merrick, this whole time, is fucking up in her head like trying to take charge and shit, right? So that shit's going on the whole time. And then finally, Jarl shows up. Merrick's like, you should fucking shut the fuck up. And then he's like, listen, we are here because we need to band together and fight. And everybody's like, yeah, well, maybe, kind of, sort of. And fucking Merc, he takes fucking over. Scylla's like, no. And she fucking, you motherfuckers, we need to revenge my father. Avenge him. I want to rip open the fucker's back and rip his ribs and spread out his fucking lungs, motherfuckers. And everybody's like, God damn. Excuse me. And then fucking Ray like calms her down, starts rubbing on her finger and shit, and everybody's like, whoa. And then fucking Jarl Hawkins like, well, Ray, kind of possibly chill the fuck out, right? And then they're yapping some more, and they start coming around, and they all bow, and they're like, all right, we with you. And then not everybody's looking happy about it, though, and she's like, what the fuck? And then one of the Jarls is like, listen, without fucking Jarl Agnar, this shit ain't gonna work no matter how much we want. And then we're, instead of an iron fist, we're just like a wet floppy noodle hand, like we ain't gonna do shit. We gonna, you know what I mean? And she's like, why? And the guy's like, because he owns all the fucking ports and got so many motherfuckers, but nobody's heard from him because people are still arguing. There's inter battle argumental and shit. And Ray's like, don't worry, I'm taking care of that. Because remember, she sent correspondence, but nobody replied back. Ray's like, I sent some people to go do it firsthand so we know why. And fucking y'all's like, what the fuck? And fucking Chatilla even makes a little, you fucking let her, shut the bloop. Anyway, digressing. So that happens, right? And then Scylla's like, fuck. And then the meeting ends up ending because a fire starts. A fire happens. Now, they said it was because a stable hand accidentally did some shit, but I don't know about that. But anyway, digressing. So a fire starts, the meeting ends. Now, we go the next day, and fucking Ray and Scylla, they're ding, 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 ding. They're fucking, they're sparring and shit. Now, as they're sparring, they're walking all over the fucking plans and this and that. And fucking Scylla's like, I don't know. And Ray's like, trust me, everything I do I do it for you. It's your love. He's like, whatever. Your safety is my number one priority. You know what I mean? He's all about Scylla. And she's like, oh, okay, I know. Thank you so much. And then they're fucking wrestling and they're fighting and stuff, right? Now, as they're fucking sparring and shit, she knows Ray ain't gonna hurt her. So she, after he fucking like disarms her one time, she's like, you know what? I got an idea. And she just fucking like, spear. And she fucking spears him. He's on the ground, fucking swords down, and she's like, aha, I'm on top of you. And I'm like, oh shit, we're about to play some Olympics. But nah, see, Ray starts using his Goldra shadow magic, and he just starts becoming a little shadow daddy on her, right? Like, with his fucking tendrils, his shadowy smoke and stuff. And she's like, hey, that's not fair. And he's like, ah, ha, ha, bitch. And all of a sudden, she sucks it up. What the fuck just happened? Yeah. What? She can suck Goldra from all the Ashen. Wow. It's not just the fucking rocks. Remember the first time they was doing the stuff and he had her all fucking, I was like, that's not fair. And they didn't know how. And then remember with the battle with Kaja called her a thief? Yep. We were right. Now fucking Merrick, he's like, ooh, this is fucking nice. I want this fucking power. And then Ray's like, all right, we got to figure this out. So they start working it again and they start like, do it again. You know, it's like a bunch of guys, like after like, you know, you fucking drop a piece of ice and it shatters, like, oh, I got another one. You got to do it again. So that's what they're about to do. Oh, and I forgot to say, remember how I said Merrick was all up in her brain and shit and like taking charge at the meeting? Like one time, like she slammed her fucking fist down, right? And like all the Jarls got kind of freaked out because I think like Merrick, fucking like a quick flash, like her eyes turned like a quick flash and they saw like, what the fuck? And I think that's why they were all like reluctantly and kind of went up to the knee and bowed. I forgot to say that. But anyway, that's where we are today. Woo! Those are some good chapters. Join us tomorrow.
This is a fucking joke, right? You're telling me Jonas and fucking Signy are gonna see eye to eye? Fuck this shit. Today on Timmy Beyond the Stories, Dawn of the North, chapter 35. Okay, so we start out with that bitch-ass Jonas, right? He's eating some fucking chicken. And like, he's like, I don't want to fucking beat him with these murderers and shit, right? He's all like, I didn't belong here. Shut the fuck up. You're a chode, and you deserve to just be choded to death. Anyway, so he's sitting there, and that guy that was in the cell next to him, we find out his name was like Frick or Frack or something like that, right? I don't remember. But Jonas thinks he's fucking alive. So he said, no, it's not alive. And then anyway, the guy apparently, he somehow won. Like, he did some crazy, he distracted the fucking bad turned creatures and then won. And everybody's like, you're a little bitch. Because when he starts to fight people, he loses. So Jonas is like, hey, I got some advice for you. Fucking run and escape because you don't want to be here no more. You know what I mean? Get the fuck away. Okay? So then he's like, you're a little bitch and I'm leaving now because I don't want to be fucking associated with you. Okay? So then Jonas, right, as he's leaving, he hears a word. Jonas, bitch chit. I mean, Jonas Silvic. Come with me. The queen wants to see you. How does the queen say? I mean, because I'm just a bitch. Bitch, that's a clean business. So he ends up going and talk to Sydney, right? Now they start having some conversations like, Jonas, you're a pretty good fighter. So what happened at this the past, right? So he tells his story, and then she's like, So, like, Commander Ulf, right? And this is where Jonas is like, that dude was a bitch and didn't know how to do his shit. He was incompetent. And the queen's like, actually, you're right. I had him flayed and shit. So listen, this is the deal. I know that fucking Scylla or fucking Asa is up north trying to fucking get the Jarls all rounded up, but I got a spy. Now, we trying to smeckle her like 3 times, but she fucking slippery. Yeah, like an eel and shit. So, listen, I need you to tell me everything you know, okay? And now, are you telling me Jonas and Queen Signy have like, I see why Wise left. Anyway, Jonas goes and spills the fucking tea like a little bitch-ass snitch. And remember, Jonas, snitches get stitches, bitches. Anyway, join us next time, folks.
Did I tell you Saga was a fucking badass, or did I tell you Saga was a fucking badass? Let's talk about it today on Wise Beyond the Stories, Dawn of the North, chapter 36. Holy fuckballs, that was a long, but it was so worth it. That's what she said. Okay, so we start out, right? It's been 4 days on the motherfucking siege, and fucking Saga is just in robot mode, right? She's fucking ladling out cabbage soup, patching up who's patching up, answering questions she didn't know she knew the motherfucking answers to, and helping motherfuckers out. Boo, woo, it's fucking amazing. At night, she been going by the room, and she been tapping on Cassandra to chill out the beast form, right? Now, finally, it's like 4 days. It's like the 4th day. She goes there, she walks in her room, just robot mode, like I said, right? Where the fuck is Cassandra? Oh shit, here he comes, angry. She's like, bitch, get on the bed. What the fuck? I bet. He locks the door and gets on the bed, right? And she looking at him. He bleeding bad. He got some wounds, y'all. It's a little bit worse, right? So she tappy on his shoulder, rubbing his hair, and finally, boom, he shift changes. And I ain't gonna, she peeks a glance. But as she peeking a glance, she sees all the cuts and wounds. She's like, what the fuck, motherfucker? She starts like cleaning them up and shit. And he's like, oh, my Winterwing, if you only knew, you are the only one who can tame the beast. And she's just like, wow. So he goes through the whole story of the past about how dad and the mom and the stepmom, fucking Oleg, and we get the whole history. And they're just, listen, it's fucking there. They are there. It's the fucking balance where it's not codependent, but it's balanced. Twin flames or whatever that's fucking amazing. Anyway, so they go through that shit, right? And then they fall asleep, wake up the next morning. There's more battling. The siege tower is broken through. It's coming down the fucking streets, right? Now the siege towers and motherfuckers are fucking everybody up. There's fire everywhere. They got saved by one day because fucking snow came down. So they started firing, right? And now they're battling again. They're going through. Now, finally, she's getting fucking treated by one of the fucking nurses and shit, and fucking Elsiva comes over and is like, hey, what the fuck's up between you and my brother, right? And she's like, there ain't nothing between us. She's like, listen, there gotta be something between us if we're doing all this shit. And she's like, there can't be nothing between us. He kidnapped me. I knew he did it in the right method, but it's just, he still kidnapped me and trapped me. And sis is like, listen, his right reasons, right things, just wrong plan. Just, come on, we got to figure this out and shit. And she's like, oh no, and fucking, she's like, God damn it, I can't deal with this shit no more. And then she remembers that there was a guy, right? Now, she's like, hey, I need one of them little fire flasks. You know, she gonna blow him up. Yeah, baby, she gonna fire Ivar. I like it. So she remembers that there's an escape through the back door, but that means she got to go outside. Like she been okay, like on a castle outside, but now she got to go the outside. So she fucking, I tell you what, Saga puts on her motherfucking big girl panties and fucking rocks it, cocks it, and locks it. Let's go. She goes out the door very slow now, step by step. Ooh, baby, she's gonna get to Ivar. That was horrible. I don't know why I did it. Anyway, so step by step she goes, right? And then she sees fucking Thori, right? Thori's all crazy. She's like, hey, Thori! And the motherfucker's like, and she's like, take me to fucking Ivar's bitch tits ass. And he's like, scoops her up like a sack of potatoes, right? Takes her to motherfucking Ivar. And Ivar comes out and he's like, hey, bitch, and fucking slaps her. Like, I get it, but that was unnecessary. He's like, that's for killing me. And trying to kill me. And she's like, listen, it was me. I blew the place up. Let these people go. And he's like, bullshit. I don't believe you. But anyway, we're past that. Fuck that shit. We're fucking everybody up. They're either going to be schmeckled or in chains, bitches. And she's like, oh, hell no. And then he fucking smacks her again because she fucking like takes a rip because, the only reason I'm being nice to you is because of your mother. And she goes, Signy's not my mother. And that's when he smacks the other side. So he's fucking this side and that side fucking smacked her, right? Now, she is about to reach into her pocket and pull out the little motherfucking fiery thing and fucking throw the fire. We're gonna watch Ivar. Ivar was gonna be roasted on fire. But instead, right before that happens, she sees a little fucking feather, an iridescent feather. And who is it? Nobody else than Cry Havoc, Slip the Pegasus of War. Havoc comes down, does his Havoc bullshit, motherfucking mollywop fucking uses his big ass fucking horse hoof nails, fucks up Ivar's back, fucks up some guards. Now this is when motherfucking Saga's like, oh shit, I gotta escape. And fucking Havoc's like, get on my back. He doesn't say that, but and she's like, I can do it. I can't do it. I'm too fucking scared. I'm like, Saga, get on the horse's fucking back. And she fucking gets on the back because she hears Cassandra in the back of her fucking head. Oh my God. What did he say? Okay, so Cassandra says, fear is a thing to be felt, not obeyed. And she fucking takes a deep breath, hangs on with all her strength, and Havoc launches to the sky. And Saga is airborne. Woo! Wild as fuck, y'all. I'm gonna go take a rune break. Join me for the next one. What do you mean she's gone missing? What do you mean? Today on Wise Beyond the Stories, Dawn of the North, chapter 37. Okay, it's a quickie one, right? So Ray and Scylla, they're up in the room, and Merrick had been fucking with their mind a lot. So Ray had been able to kind of tell when Merrick's like really fucking with her and shit. He's kind of like noticing the moves and shit. Now, because she'd been so tired, they had to postpone the meeting with the Jarls and stuff. But finally, it is time. We cannot procrastinate any motherfucking more and shit, right? So now all of a sudden there's a knock at the door and they find out there's fucking refugees at the motherfucking gate. And Scylla's like, why aren't they letting them in? And why the fuck do we got refugees? And Rooney's like, because the motherfucking mist attacked them and they're all on the countryside, so they come in here. But the Jarl won't let them in. And fucking Scylla's like, this bitch ass, we gotta let him motherfucking in. She's like, let's go, regulators, mount up. So she goes in there and she starts ordering motherfuckers around. We making food, we making bread. Y'all, Hawken is like, what the, you know what, I ain't gonna say shit because he knows, we think he knows that Merrick up inside, he ain't trying to fuck his chances up, right? So for the whole day, everybody, they let the refugees in, they're passing out the bread and the food and the stuff and they do that. Now she's super-duper tired. Now Ray's like, all right, Rooney, take her back to the room. Make sure she gets some motherfucking sleep. So now they do that. Now, Ray, he got to go to talk to like this Jarl Holger, right? And he's like, how you doing, Jarl? And they shake hands and stuff. And he's like, I know you. He's like, no, sir, we've never met before. And he's like, I fought by your father when fucking Chodvar and his Urkins came. And he's like, oh, shit. And he's like, all right, listen, I ain't gonna beat around the bush. We got to mystify, they're turning shit bad. I need the motherfucking help, right? And fucking the Jarl is like, you know what? You being direct, I'm gonna be direct with you. I wasn't sure about how I felt about old fucking Hawken and saying he got fucking Asa here. And then I heard about the serpents up north and then the mist and all the drugs. You know what? Normally I would just like pull this off as some bullshit. But you had all of this shit and then what I motherfucking see? I tell you what, Galtung, just because of the history and the fucking, I know you a good person because I know your father and shit. He says, I'm gonna help you. But I tell you what, I don't know if I can help motherfucking Asa because I know she's the motherfucking queen, right? I know it's supposed to be her, the princess, because her mannerisms, the way she looks, the scar, but he can sense Merrick in her or something. He's like, there's something, the hand move, he said, there's something about her. She ain't telling me the truth. And since she ain't telling me the truth, I can't motherfucking follow her. Like, I can't fault the man and shit, but he's like, but you, Galtung, you seem like a man of honor, so I'm gonna send men to help you fight that shit, right? And then Galtung is like, oh, hell yeah, cool. I appreciate you and shit. And then as they're walking beneath the ashfall porticles, Rennie comes rushing forward with panic on her face. Rever's like, what the fuck? And she's like, ready? Asa, gaze darting else everywhere. She's gone missing. What? How do we lose a person? What the fuck? I don't know what's gonna happen. Join me for the next one. It was because of Merrick. Merrick is how Scylla got out. Today on Wise Beyond the Stories. Dawn of the North, chapter 38. Okay, so Scylla's running. Where is she? So they get to the fucking room. Like, what's happening? Room's like, I don't know. We came and cleared the room, and then I left, and then I heard a scream, and then she was fucking gone. I don't know. So they're like, oh shit, we gotta go look for her. So they're like, all right, we split up, and he tells like Jarl Holger to stay here. You ain't gotta worry about it. He's like, oh no, shit, I'm coming to see this shit. So they go check all the nooks and crannies and shit. And finally they hear, ah, over here. And they're hearing her screaming. And she's fighting. She's fighting Ingvar. Like, ah! And they come up there. And it's not her. Merrick taking over, right? Like they did at fucking Felgard, right? At that place. And you're just like, kill. And Ray Ray's like, fuck, I don't want to do this shit again. Because he knows, like, fuck, I might have to choke her out like I did at the past. But I don't want to motherfucking do that shit. So they start going and he's like, Scylla, stop! And fucking Scylla's like, rah! Well, it's really Merrick, so Merrick's like, rah! And fucking coming at her and shit. And then all of a sudden, he's fucking duck, dip, diving and dodging. And then motherfucking Adel, okay, you're pretty cool right now there, my guy. He takes a blowgun and is all like, and gives her a sedative, and then she passes out. And Ray Ray's like, thank you, dude. And he's like, got it. Like, no arrogance and shit. Like, real cool dude. Like, I got you, my guy. So then they put her, and then they chain her to bed and shit, right? And on the way out, Ray looks at Jarl and is like, well, now you know what she didn't know, okay? She fucking gets possessed and shit. So they got her chained to the bed now. Now, a few days go by. They say she's in the awakened sleep, and Ray's like, how the fuck is you awake and be sleeping? It's called a coma. But anyway, digressing. So he's trying to talk to motherfucking Merrick like, let her free. And Merrick's like, nah, motherfucker, I ain't doing that shit. And then they're going, and then they're trying to work their shit out, and they don't know what the fuck's happening. They got to go fight to the forest soon. This shit's going on. This shit's not happening. Ronnie's like, she gonna be okay. And he just tired. So he tired ball. So he lays in bed with her, right? But not like all up on her, just in the bed, like the far end, because he ain't trying to get fucked up and shit. You know what I mean? Oh, they were looking for Ingvar. The guy had to go get him to figure out why she was. And that happened. So before he goes to sleep one night, they were all sitting there. It was Adel, Rooney, and him. And they're looking for the cure for this shit. And they talked about, the cure. And then he gets tired and then lays in the bed and then wakes up. And she's all like, oh, shit, what the fuck's happening? He's like, go down. She's like, what the fuck? And he's like, listen. You got a little crazy on, we had to do this. And then, here, let me let you free. And she goes, actually, no. Actually, don't let me free. We just got to accept it. I'm a danger to motherfuckers, and we got to figure this shit out. Leave me chained the fuck up. I mean, that could be fun, but it's not that kind of fun. So we got to figure out how to free her. Okay, join us. One more coming up. I gotta get over it. Today on Wise Beyond the Stories, Dawn of the North, chapter 39. Okay, so they're in the woods, right? They've been walking and everybody's tired. It's at night. Heckler's just going over it. They talk about the ravens. Nothing's really changed. They're just fucking walking. Ravens a few times have swept down a fucking Thrall and shit, tried to get the forest maiden, and he was all like, and fucking mollywopped them ravens so they didn't come down. So now they're talking, and Heckler's, she's sharpening her claws and with the whetstone, right? Because Ray used to do it, but now Ray not there, so she doing it. So she doing that, and then she hears some fucking like fighting and shit. She's like, what the fuck? So she gets to go look, and she sees fucking Evan and Gunnar, and they're fucking fighting. She's like, these bitches are fighting over me. And then she walks over there to stop it. She's like, what the fuck's going on? And the guys are like, hey, well, see what happens is over the last few days, Gunnar has been putting a rock in his bag and shit. And then fucking Evan finally pulled it over and flipped it over, and there's like a dozen rocks. And she's like, oh, these bitches ain't fighting over me. She's a little disappointed, actually, I think, in my mind. But anyway, that happens. So as she's watching them, she's about to stop them, and the guys are like, no, that is fucking laughing shit. And they're like, all right, fine, fuck it, whatever. So they roll around, and then they're fighting, and then they stop, and then they're laying down next to each other, and they're a couple dudes. They fucking fight, they're rolling like, hey, let's go have a drink. So they're having a drink together, right? And she's like, all right, cool. And then she goes back to chill out and shit. So she's laying down, chilling out, and now Gunnar with all the pranks and shit, has become kind of like friendly with the motherfucking group and shit. So it's kind of crazy, but that happens. And then Gunner's playing dice with them, and then he fucking leaves and shit, and he comes over and talks to her, and he's like, so, what's up, girl? And she's like, nah, just chilling, just chilling. But listen, Gunner, we gotta have a conversation. Listen, my guy, I can't marry you. I ain't never gonna marry again. He said, why? Is it because you wouldn't marry him? You could marry him. He's not your kind of guy. I will give do you know he was given land? Like, okay, they're fucking, he's like famous, like not famous, but they're like in charge of people and shit. Of course, the royalty, he's gonna have fucking land. Like, what the fuck? Because he's got a cool, like, shut the fuck up. Gunner, you're a bitch. Anyway, digressing. So she's like fucking going through this shit. And in her mind, she flashes back to when her hubby fucking mollywopped her arm off, her ex-husband now. And then she's like, I made 2 promises after I recover from that. I'm gonna schmeckle my husband, my ex-husband, and then I'm gonna fucking never marry again. And she's like, shut the fuck up, goddammit, Gunner. It's not him. I said I wasn't gonna fucking marry no more, period. And he fucking, Gunner, like, he fucking stormed off into the woods. And then Hecla kind of waited there thinking she was going to feel lighter, and she doesn't feel lighter. She just feels bad. But she felt exhausted. Now she's exhausted. And that's where we are for today, folks. Whew, what a good one. Join me next time. Oh, saga going through it. Today on Wise Beyond the Stories, Dawn of the North, chapter 40. Okay, so the saga, Havoc saved her ass, fucking knuckle slap fucking King Ivar. She didn't throw the fire pot on him, that would have been cool. But now Havoc has helped her escape. She don't know where she's, I'm fucking scared, don't look to me, we scared. And then Havoc lands and starts eating some grass, and she kind of falls off, right? She's like, oh shit, he still got the chains on him. I'm gonna go, she fucking undoes the chains, right? And she's like, whew. As soon as she's doing this, she's like, go, the Eastern clans, cry, Havoc, let's go fucking reinforcements, right? Gets the other man, one manacle off, gets the other one off, and Havoc's like, I'm outie 5,000, bitch, boom, and takes the fuck off, and she's like, oh shit. So now she literally out in the motherfucking open, and she's having a rough time, okay? She's like, step by step. Ooh, saga, I'm hyperventilating. So she walks a little bit, crawls in a ball for a little bit, walks for a little bit, crawls in a ball for a little bit, walks for a little bit. She thinks she's doing good. She thinks she sees Havoc. There's a shadowy figure over the hill. Not 1, not 2, not 3. Now there's 100 motherfuckers. It's like the goddamn Amazonian Valkyrie Pegasus riders and shit. What? It's an all-woman army, right? Now this leader comes up and is like, and I don't know what the fuck you said, girl. And so she switches to Zagarian, and she's like, what the fuck are you doing to my lands? And she's like, you gotta help. Saga, you gotta help. And the chick's like, who the fuck are you? And she's like, please help. The Urkins are coming. Like, fuck them bitches. Let them take over the Eastern traders. Fucking no, they're gonna come for you next. And she's like, tie her up. We're gonna take her to the clan's mother. What did you say? So they tie her up, put her on a horse. Now that chick's name is like Kiva, something like that, right? So they take her to the steps of these clans people, and there's tents, like big tents, like not like fucking pop-up tents and shit, like big tents, like big ass tents, you know what I'm saying? So they're there, and they go put her in this little tent when she feels like she's been there for hours and shit. So then hours pass by, several hours later. Anyway, then the fucking flap opens up, and like, they're like, hey, she's like, please, have me, please, have me, please. And the fucking clan mother's like, bitch, I don't know you. Well, what do you mean help? And she's like, hey, the fucking Urkins are here. The Urkins are here. If you don't fucking stop, they're gonna fucking come here and then take your horses and your children and your women, and they're gonna fuck you all up. You gotta fucking help me. Who are you? Bitch, I am fucking Saga Volsic, the Queen of Isildir. Oh, cool. Like, I don't know you, Queenie. I can't do that shit. And then she fucking bounces out, and fucking Saga's like, no! And she's sitting there and she starts to break down crying, but Kiva was like in the back corner, and I think Kiva like watched her for a second, and then she left, closed the door, and then Saga broke down crying. And that's where we are now. So she gonna unite the clan some way, somehow. I don't know. Maybe not, and then she gonna sneak out, and then I will go figure it out. Join us for the next one. Cass must have just watched Roadhouse because he's doing his Dalton Patrick Swayze impression. Wah! Today on Wise Beyond the Stories, Dawn of the North, chapter 40. What? Okay, let's get into it. So, Gaz is on the battlefield. He's fighting off the fucking. He's tired. He been all so fucked up that had to snare him and shit. Cause Saga's not there, of course. We know why. But put him in the room and shit, and fucking put the fucking the smoke to make him pass out. So now he in human form, and he's fighting the fucking Urkins, right? And as he's fighting the Urkins, fucking Ravi comes up. Ravi's like, hey, we got everybody in the tunnels and shit, and all the women and the children and the people. And he's like, all right, cool. What about Saga? And we don't know where the Saga is. We cannot find it. What do you mean you can't find it? Like, I don't know where the fuck she is. Nobody's seen her, but she gotta be safe, right? And then as that's happening, like a guard beside, like, oh no, my buddy, he's fucking schmeckled. And then all of a sudden it's like, the fucking the bell, a bell tower gets fucking hit. The bell, no, the fucking land. And then all his fucking attack, and he's running out there, and he sees fucking Thori, right? You know, big ass motherfucking Thori. So he goes out there, and he's fucking behind enemy lines, and he's fighting Thori. And Thori's like, what's up, bitch? We fighting. And fucking fucking Cass is like, I beat you last time. He's like, yeah, bitch, but I don't lose with the sword. And they fucking kind of go at it, and they're fighting. He's like, whoo, and they're fucking going at it, right? And then Cass is like, where is my winter wing? He's like, where is Lady Saga? Oh, you didn't hear? Like, what the fuck do you mean you didn't hear? He's like, yeah, fucking, she surrendered herself, and King Ivar and put her head on a spike at our fucking war camp. What? That's not what happened. That's not what happened. Why are you lying? That's fake news. Fake news, Thori. Anyway, so that fucking happens, and that, of course, that just pisses fucking Cass off like a motherfucker. And he's like, bitch, I'm gonna fuck you up. And he does his perfect fucking Dalton from Roadhouse, right? And he all comes up, and Thori goes to swing, goes, I'm ripping out your motherfucking throat. He rips out the throat and fucking throws it on the ground and shit. And that's the same thing he did to Magnus. Like, hey, what'd you do to Magnus? I ripped out his throat. And I fucking rips out Thori's throat. And, you know, Thor's like, I lose with the sword. Like, well, you lost now, bitch. What's up? All right, Cass, you're pretty cool, but I'm still not there yet. All right, as of chapter 4, I'll do it at the end. But you're still not there. You're moving up in the world, Cass. All right, join us next time.
This is like the worst power couple ever. You know what I mean? It's like Psycho and Stoopy. Today on Wise Beyond the Stories, Dawn of the North, chapter 42. Oh, God, what a bad chapter. Anyway, okay, let's get into it. So, John is right. He's been getting taken to the queen like every fucking night after training and shit, right? They've been talking and like becoming friends. What the fuck? Let's share feelings and stories. So anyway, he's fucking walking there one night. Now the queen, she's no longer wearing the black, okay? She's no longer in mourning. She's wearing the white. And then he's like, how you doing? And she's like, oh, I wear the white now because, you know, I'm celebrating my sister's birthday. Oh, I didn't know you had the sister. Yeah, I basically pushed her down the fucking stairs and shit on her wedding day because she was going to marry Ivar and I was going to die, but I didn't want to die. So I pushed her, you know, live or die. That's how to play the game. You know what I say? So he's like, what the fuck? This bitch is psycho. And then he's like, but if I don't do something, she don't fucking kill me. So he tells her the story of the dad and the family and the blah, 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 blah. And now they have a connection. And then I don't know how, but these two ended up doing some Olympics. Like, we don't know what happened, but apparently the cycles have sex too, I guess. Okay, we learned something new today. Just like in the Discord, always learning. Anyway, digressing. Okay, so they do that. They wake up. She's like, I'm hungry. He goes and tells the guard, go get some food. And then they're having a conversation. He's looking at her like, I want to have sex again. And she's like, calm the fuck down. Now, what do you think is the deal with Vold and the Cold Springers? And he's like, well, you know, I don't think we're here at the guard. And she's like, you know, you're pretty smart. Tell you what, this is the deal. And she gives the whole, they're going to take the people to Rogue's Guard and do more training and the next phase. And she going to make him the number 2 person next to fucking Boland and shit, right? Like, what the fuck? And then apparently she's like, if you keep doing this shit with me, I'll fucking make your fucking life better and shit. You know what I mean? Like, stay with me and I'll make you the king or a jarl, an authority and power. And he's like, okay, I guess so. And then they do the sexy time war, and we end there. Okay, Wise hopefully be back, because I got to go wipe my mind of the fucking Jonas and Signy sex. Okay, see you next time.
I only have more questions after that one, but at least we know Scylla's not a schmurderer. Today on Wise Beyond the Stories, Dawn of the North, the chapter 43. Okay, so Scylla's laying in bed and shit, and they're still working there. And Talia's trying to give her some broth. We don't like this Talia bitch, right? So we're sitting there, and we're trying to figure everything out, right? And everything's figuring out. We found out the Jarls, they're not gonna fucking go up under Elsa. Jarl Holgren, the one dude that Ray talked to, he's still gonna be a man of his word and give up peoples, but they're not gonna help fucking Asa, right? Saga. Scylla, Asa. Anyway, digressing. You know what I'm saying there. So they're like, fuck, what are we doing? And then she's like, fuck, I can't handle this. And then Ray comes barging in one fucking time, and he's like, or not Ray, yeah, him and Adel. They come in, and he's like, hey, we found some news. And basically, they found out that the Undertaker gave fucking Ray a bag of shit at that fucking Felgrid. Remember the guy that we thought she schmeckled the first time? Nah, there was clues and swallowts and Ray and looking, no cuts on her. And through process of the clues and examination and Inspector Gadget and shit, Scylla didn't kill Felgrin, that there was a person inside. They're like, we gotta go check fucking Ingvar's fucking room. They're like, I bet. So they unshackle her, get her dressed, and then they go to fucking Ingvar's room, and sure as shit, everything is set up to make it look like he did it. There's all the stuff, there's the clothes, the swath, and then they also find out that apparently he was the one taking the letters from Asa to fucking the other dude, the Jarl, at the fucking docks and shit. But he had a letter, and like, why would he keep the letter? And I'm like, that seems suspicious as fuck. And Ray's like, maybe he needed it because somebody was telling him, and that was the proof or something. I think he's being set up, but I could be wrong. I was sure as fuck. I have not made many right predictions in this series. But anyway, digressing. So they did that there, right? So they went down and they did that, and then they're like, oh shit, we found fucking Ingvar. What? So they think Ingvar did it, right? Because they're going, and Scylla's not done. Like, yeah, cool. And then they found Ingvar's body, and then they go look at it, right? And then it says, his once pale face is now grayish. And he's like, pity, I'd like to have a few words with him. And then Scylla pressed her fingers. He took his own life? We all, you know what I'm saying? And then he's like, it's better than yours. And then Ray's like, but maybe we're only meant to think that. What do you mean? Perhaps someone in the fortress was willing to schmeckle Ingvar to keep him from talking. I'm starting to wonder if fucking Jarl Hawken and fucking Adel's dad ain't nothing but a bitch tits and is with fucking Talia or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I assume. One more chapter today. Join me, folks. May the saga be with you today on Wise Beyond the Stories, Dawn of the North, chapter 44. Oh my God, Saga's a badass bitch. She's a boss ass bitch. She's a boss ass bitch. Oh my God. All right, so Saga tied up in the motherfucking tent, right? She tied up in the tent. I don't know what's gonna happen with all my people. Fuck! And she's fucking, shit happens. And then all of a sudden, the tent door motherfucking opens up. And it's fucking Kiva. I don't know her name. Kiva. I fucking love this chick. I fucking love this chick already so much. Like, bam, I love it. And she's like, you fucking lie to me? She's like, no, I'm not fucking lying to you. I'll fucking tell you the truth. She's like, bet. I ain't gonna let my kids die. Let's fucking go. I'm not letting the children. And she fucking frees her. And Saga's like, what the fuck? She's like, yeah, fuck it. It ain't happening. So she gives Saga some fucking armor and shit. And then like, all right, let's go. I got some warriors too. All 12 of us. We're going to go fight. And Saga's like, all right, 12. Well, I was hoping for 100, but you know what? Bet. I'm going to take. Beggars can't be motherfucking choosers, y'all. 12 is better than no not or nothing, right? So they get up and then you get dressed and then they're walking outside and she's outside. It's snowy and it's dark. Everybody's sleeping and shit. And then they start walking and then they get to this big ass open field and then she sees the horsewomen warriors, and she's like, hey, get on the motherfucking horse. And I'm like, oh, Fucking Havoc needs to show up, but Havoc doesn't show up. Grandmama shows up. Clan mama, grandma. I like grandmama better. Anyway, digressing. So grandmama shows up and is like, "What the fuck are you bitch tits doing? What the fuck are y'all bitch tits doing? You're going away from my orders. You're freeing my prisoners. What the fuck?" So basically, we find out that they say that grandmama holds a grudge closer than a fucking horse and an apple. Basically, she holds a grudge like 50 Cent, y'all. Okay, she holds a grudge like 50 Cent. Let's just call it what it is. Anyway, digressing. So, maybe that would be a good intro. I will keep it. Anyway, digressing. So, you can't fucking do that. And Saga's finally like, "God damn it, people, let me explain this shit to you, okay? She's like, all of nowhere, her fucking big girl panties on, grabbed her fucking goddamn ball. Like, what is happening? Saga's like, "Listen, I have fucking grown up with these people. They fucking raised me. I have watched them fucking destroy my fucking land brick by brick. They killed, do you understand? These people are in the East. After they're done, they're gonna fucking come over here. Do you understand?" And she is screaming this, right? So now as she's saying this, the people are fucking coming out of the town like, "Well, we don't want to fucking know. We don't want that shit to happen." And they're fucking screaming. And then all of a sudden, somebody screams, "Arrow!" And Saga's like, "Ah!" She fucking freezes, right? I'm like, "Oh shit, they're gonna get it." Nah, shit, son. Fucking cry havoc. This beautiful Pegasus fucking lands and stomps on the arrow. Fucking bows low and spreads its wings. Saga doesn't fucking hesitate. She mounts that thing faster than half these feral women would mount a shadow daddy, let me tell you. Woo! And when that happens and he stands up, everybody's like, "Ah!" Quicker than I'm telling you, quicker than a freshman on prom night. The fucking everybody is down on their knees. Grandmama's the last one, like, "Oh my God, the prophecy is true." Grandmama's like, "Fuck it, what do you want?" And basically she's like, "We gotta fight." And in 20 minutes, they got 300 motherfucking warriors locked, cocked, ready to rock, gonna go fuck up this goddamn Ivar, this fucking bear god. What do we say, Saga? To battle! See you tomorrow. Saga saves the day! Today on Wise Beyond the Stories, Dawn of the North, chapter 45. Okay, so Cassandra just got done ripping out fucking Thorin's throat and shit, doing his old Dalton Roadhouse impression, right? And as soon as he fucking does that, he's like, "Ah, see Bjorn again, I'm gonna go get that little son of a bitch." And as he starts to motherfucking go, all of a sudden he gets his peoples coming up, and the motherfucking berserkers start coming up, and they're getting fucking attacked, and they're having trouble, and then the siege towers are shooting fucking arrows, pew, 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 but they can't see the motherfucking arrows because it's nighttime, so you just hear people getting taken out left and motherfucking right. As the fucking berserker comes in, about to fucking take him out. Oh no, we're gonna lose Cass! Motherfucking Oleg of all motherfuckers comes up, boom, fucking saves his ass. And then as that motherfucking berserker's about to fuck up Oleg, motherfucking, was it Casimir? He comes up, Mountain Cat comes up and fucking fucks that guy up. But then that guy fucks up Casimir, fucks him up, and then fucking Cass sees that and says, "Oh hell no!" And then Cass goes and fucks that guy up. And we're just getting started. Now Kaz is like, "Fuck, everything's going to fucking shit. We're about to lose the fight. Oh my God, it's my fault. I shouldn't have went over there. I shouldn't have burned my boat. I shouldn't have kissed Saga. I shouldn't have kidnapped her. I shouldn't have done any of this stuff." How is he better than Rune? I don't see it yet. Digressing, continuing on. And then he's like, "Fuck, I'm about to give up." And he's like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go out with it." And then he sees this guy and he's about to make a charge to the siege tower, right? And then he sees motherfuckers with his eyes wide open, like, "What the fuck?" And he turns back and looks, and he sees some shit in the distance in front of the moon, but he don't understand what the fuck it is. But then he starts to fucking run forward, and then the arrows, phew, 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 phew. So he stops. All of a sudden, he sees, it's fucking Saga! She flying on her Pegasus, come flying in, right? And she doing like motherfucking roll. And then the fucking sea stars are trying to shoot her. He's like, you little fucking bitches, fly! Telling that to the sea star motherfucker. And then Saga, she fucking flies over and strategic. She drops her little fire pot. Boo! Badoosh! Right in the fire tower, baby! A directed! That shit's like motherfucking Luke Skywalker in the Death Star, like, boo! You know what I mean? A little tiny hole. Blows that motherfucker up. Now the night sky is fire. The Valkyries and the clans have come. I'm calling them fucking Valkyries because I don't know what else. They're Viking adjacent and they fly on fucking horses. Anyway, digressing. So the clans fucking come in. They fucking start fucking everybody up. Everybody's going crazy. Saga has saved the day. Woo! So after motherfucking Erkins and Ivar and boy Bjorn, they start fucking tug-tailing and run like some little bitches. The fucking goddamn horse maidens and the flyers, they just start fucking form a line and they start fucking buckets and horses and putting out old fires and shit. And then after that, fucking Saga's looking and then fucking Cass comes in wolf form still. He's like, and fucking Saga sees him, but motherfucking Kiva's like, no, who the fuck is this motherfucker? She's like, no, it's okay, that's my boo thing. And she's like, and she kind of looks, and then Saga fucking runs out there, and then fucking jumps in their hands like, oh, I love you, I can't believe I miss you so much. And they're just all fucking happy. And he's still in beast form, so he can't talk, but he's all like, and everybody starts fucking howling, and they're praising, and everything is good. And the chapter ends with this. He looked over the battlefield, lit by the sunlight. It smelled of blood and smoke, looked like chaos incarnate, yet it felt like a new day. Woo! Saga's a badass. Join me for the next one. Okay, I think Scylla's just trying to fucking one-up Saga at this point. Holy shit! Today on Wise Beyond the Stories, Dawn of the North, chapter 46. Okay, so the Scylla is fucking... She's only managed to muster like 4 to 5 dudes, right? Like 30 from Adel, 15 from the one Jarl, and then everybody else is like, fucking, you can't, we don't trust you and shit, we out this bitch, fucking duck, we out. And then she's like, shit. And then we found out that Jarl Agner, the dude on the coast and shit, he's like, I ain't coming to help y'all bitches, fuck off. And then in secret, he's like, I'll meet y'all and shit. Like, what is, okay. So they go and meet him on the borders and shit in the cave. And they all come in and everybody's all looking. And Scylla's finally Scylla. So Scylla is just being Scylla and Inspector Scylla and shit. And they're like, all right, so what's up, my guy? And he's like, what are you fucking talking about? And he gives his half of the story. And then they're like, wait a minute. And then they start going through this. And then after all his, fucking Lady Talia. That bitch is fucking run. It's her. She's the one, cat butt, running for fucking queen. You just came all up in that mother. God. Okay. So, folks, we're just going to readjust here. All right. Thanks, Timmy. So, Timmy on butt duty today. So anyway, we've got a microphone here. So anyway, so we find out that Lady Talia, right, has been sending the fucking dudes, guards there to fuck up the farmland, trying to say some old shit and hide. She's the one hiding all the fucking letters. They're like, what? No way. My girl, you are just making this difficult, my love. Okay, well, just because gotta show the book. Anyway, digressing. So we're just gonna sit like this today. Sorry, no hand gestures. Anyway, so after they figure that out, fucking Jarl Agnar's like, you know what, my girl? I'm gonna fucking follow you. You're a boss ass bitch. You know what I'm saying? So then Ray Ray's like, you guys are fucking, you got him to follow you. She's like, fuck yeah, yeah. Now, the whole time this happened, Merrick been like, he's sitting there kind of listening to shit, right? So then they go back and then they're trying to figure out, they got like 2 days and shit until everybody fucking bounces out. Now they're trying to figure out what to do. So now, as they're sitting there with this newfound cat butt information, you are just dropping like it's hot, dropping like it's hot. Anyway, with this newfound information, she trying to figure some shit out, right? So then, dang, what happened? They came back. Shit. Hang on, I gotta pause real quick. Cat messed me up. Okay, sorry. So her and Ray Ray, they're sitting in the room going after everything they just figured out, right? And as she's sitting there, the other twin moon fucking launches up in a motherfucking, and the twin moon goes, and then a moonbeam. Are you finally, cat? Oh, you're just readjusting. Anyway, the fucking moonbeam just happens to fucking hit the ground and shine on a motherfucking stack of books, right? And then she goes to this fucking book and then she opens it up and she just happens to open it up to the right page. Wow, these are some legit gods she's got here. And she's like, maybe I should listen to the gods more. Like, fuck yeah, if your gods would be giving you some signs like that and shit. Like, okay, so she opens it up and then she finds the tale of a dude named him like Torn and shit. He was like a poor guy. And then he made a bet with a guy. And then he found out that guy was a god. And then during the wager, he lost his motherfucking the bet, and he bet his fucking wife, and he's like, don't take my fucking wife. And the guy's like, nah, fuck that shit. You lost the bet. And he's like, I challenge you to a duel. And the guy, he didn't win. So apparently Scylla's like, I have a good idea. And here, I'm just going to read it because it's kind of fucking crazy. But she says, Scylla felt more like herself than she had in weeks. This is how I will banish the dark god from my body. How? She shook her head, incredulous. I must challenge him to battle! We're just gonna challenge Merrick to... That's... Fuck me. Get your sword ready, Timmy. We gonna need it. See you in the next one. Okay, we're just gonna add Hecla to the group of badasses in this fucking story. What the fuck did I just read in these 3 chapters? Today on Wise Beyond the Stories, Dawn of the North, chapter 47. Okay, so we're with fucking Hecla and her little fucking group of married goddamn fucking men in the woods, right? They're fucking walking. Yes, indeed, they're talking. They're booking. They come up to a ravine, have to detour, so they're really having to fucking book it. They're fucking tired. Hecla even gets a little bit of tears in her motherfucking eyes when the goddamn forest maiden says we'll be there today, right? Kritika up all on her shoulder like, yeah, humans take forever. She like, bitch, you've been on my shoulder all day long. And she like, all of a sudden, as they walking and shit, they're coming up, some ravens, they start fucking attacking. They're like, what the fuck is happening with the ravens? And then all of a sudden, a motherfucking goddamn wolf spider, you know that Ganja, whatever, that fucking wolf spider comes up, all up in motherfucking Hecla's head saying, the mother wants you on the team. All crazy shit. I don't give 2 fucking shits. And then they start motherfucking shield wall. And they fucking shield wall up. Now the spider just starts fucking picking them off one by one. Like, mollywop you out. Mollywop. They start fucking going. They're like, Evan, can you set it on fire? Not if I don't want to light the whole fucking forest on fire and probably kill the fucking forest maiden. That wouldn't be a good idea. All of a sudden, it's like they watch like Starship Troopers or shit. They're gonna do the flip 6-3 hole play. I swear to God, that's what happens. All of a sudden, motherfucking Hecla, boom, she fucking takes off. After that motherfucker, boom, motherfucking Evan takes the fuck off. Spider's like, rah, his fucking hunting instincts takes off. Take after Evan. Everybody else like, what the fuck's going on? She's like, it's a distraction. Hurry up. Fucking dude with the beard, you take the forest maiden and fucking Kritika, who turned into a fucking grim wolf. I forgot to mention that. Fucking and go finish the goddamn ritual and get the consciousness of the maiden out of the fucking tree. And then there's a fucking distraction over there and the motherfucking spider's chasing them because they're going to a motherfucking river and a goddamn waterfall. Yeah, you know what's happening. Anyway, so they go there. Evan's in the motherfucker. Evan's in the water. The spider's trying to... Evan's fucking tip diving and dodging, right? Hecla comes back. Y'all seen Starship Troopers, right? You know when fucking Rico and he's on the land, you know, flip 6-3 hole play, there's distraction, do no... Yeah, remember when he jumped on the back? So that they showed it in the school, right? And then he uses that play on the big fucking, the bug's back, where he, the grenade, and the grenade. Yeah, she does that. She jumps off the riverbank, jumps on the back of the motherfucking spider, climbs up to the top, starts going, da, 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 da. Sorry, Timmy, I forgot to give you your sword. My bad. She starts doing that to that motherfucker's eyeball, like, da, 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 fucking stab the eye, fucking the fighter finally throws her ass off in the water. Bam! Is she knocked unconscious? If she'd wore her Ernisha, that shit wouldn't have happened. Find you one local story, folks. Anyway, digressing. So she fucking wakes up a little bit, fucking spider, fucking coming out her leg and shit, hits her leg a little bit. She probably got some poison, don't realize it yet. And then all of a sudden she's like, oh shit, she got fucking Evans in the water. He's fucking swimming. She starts fucking swimming after fucking Evan, right? And then she fucking grabs Evan, throws a rope around him, fucking spider coming over, blood all over the motherfucking place. The spider's like, I don't care what the mother says. I'm going to smell you. And this is where this bitch says, yeah, deuces, and says, motherfucker, we going over the edge of the, talk about a cliffhanger. She said, fuck the hanger, we just going over the cliff. Wow. Join me for the next one, folks.
Okay, listen here, Chodis. Just because you do one thing, right, that doesn't mean you're still a chode. Today, on Timmy Beyond the Stories, Dawn of the North, chapter 48. Okay, so it's a fucking Jonas chapter, so Wise, he and Rune are having a break, right? So anyway, digressing. So, okay, so Jonas is just sitting here and he's still banging fucking Signy, right? But I got fucking Ivar's on his way back, so that shit gonna stop fucking soon and shit. And I'd, oh, okay, ha, Ivar, you fucking lost. He's on his way home. Anyway, okay, digressing. So, yeah, that's in there. And then he's just living over that shit, right? And then he's in the fucking queen's room. And then the guard opens the door and is like looking at this beachy shit. But the guards won't say shit because, you know, Signy, don't fuck them up and stuff. So anyway, Signy comes in a robe and then, like, he goes at her and shit. And they have some fucking Olympic time, right? And then they're fucking talking. And Signy's like, hey, in fucking like 2 days, you're gonna go up north and start the training and shit. And he's like, well, what about you? And she's like, I gotta stay here and handle some fucking business. Well, let me handle the business with you. And she's like, shut the fuck up. You go north, handle the shit. When it's time for the ritual, I will be there. And he's like, what the fuck? But I need you. Oh, Signy, I need you. And she's like, shut the fuck up, do what I say. And then she fucking's like, now, stop whining and put that mouse to work. I mean, I will never complain if my wife says that to me. But anyway, Wises. And, okay, you know what I mean? Shit fucking king. Okay, anyway, digress it. So, what was that? Oh, yeah. So then on the walk home and shit, fucking, like, Jonas sees fucking Freaky, yeah, and the fucking dude's picking on him and shit. And he's like, I shouldn't fucking intervene. And then he's like, but fuck it. So he fucking beats the shit out of the guy. Like, okay, Jonas, you did something. You're still a fucking chode. But he beats the shit out of that guy and tells the other guy, hey, go to see the fucking healer and give some arnica cream. You know the shit Amber Turd uses, yeah, arnica cream, and that'll be okay. And then, like, if people say, what the fuck happened, just say, I did it. And then Jonas is like, man, I really fucked that guy up. Oh, man, Boland's gonna be pissed. Oh, well, he steps over him like fucking, I don't know, just steps over him like, you're a bitch, and then says, I deal with it, and goes back to his barracks. And then we end there. Okay, Joe, one more chapter. Why should be back for that one. Bye, everybody.
Hekla's now an EMT. Let's talk about it. Today on Wise Beyond the Stories, Dawn of the North, chapter 49. Okay, so Hekla took fucking Evan and they fucking went over the waterfall. All right, to get away from the motherfucking spider, right? And so she wakes up and she's on the shore, fucking all the water and mud coming out, right? So what the fuck happened? What the fuck happened? She's looking around like, oh shit, Evan. So she's fucking looking for Evan. Sees Evan. He's fucking blood all up underneath him on the smooth rock. She's like, oh no, what the fuck? So he fucked up everywhere. So she gets him, it kind of pulls him to safety. He's like, fuck, I don't know what to do, but I guess we gotta protect Evan and shit. So she builds a fire, and then she gets Evan by the fire, because remember, it's wintertime and shit too, right? So she by the fire so he can get warm, and she only got one hand because her prosthetic hand is gone. She can't find it. So she doing all this one-handed, folks, okay? So then she gets him bucket naked, and then get a fire going, try to warm up, and then she got to clean up all the wounds. It's pretty gross, but she does it. She cleans and scrubs. Now she got to sew. You gotta sew with what? You know how hard it is to sew. How do you thread a fucking put the needle in your? I don't know, but she threads the needle, heats it up, and it's not a motherfucking Doctor Strange type of sewing job here. All right, it's very jaggedy, but it gets the job done. Tactical combat casualty care, get him to the next side. All right, so she gets him all sewed up, all the bruises are sewed up. She goes and she's like, all right, we need some motherfucking shelter because it's winter. So she goes and builds a big old little fucking shelter, and then she gets him into the shelter, and they got a big fire, and then he turning blue, and she's like, you better not fucking die on me, Hawkinson, or I'm gonna fucking choke you myself and shit. She love him. She like him just a little. She like him a little bit. But anyway, so they're sitting there, and then she's leaning up against him and shit in the shelter, and she's feeling his heartbeats, and then she falls asleep because she's tired. She's tired, boss. She won't take a nap. And that's where we end there. Wow, these were some good chapters today. Anyway, join us next time. Of course, there is always my heir. Ugh. Guess Saga's getting married today on Wise Beyond the Stories, Dawn of the North, chapter 50. Holy shitballs. I mean, I ain't upset with it. I'm so glad. Anyway, let's get into it. So, the war, the Battle of Zagarian is over, right? I have fucking 3.5 books and I still ain't said this fucking name right. But anyway, digressing. So, fucking Ivar and his bitch asses and fucking tuck-tailed around because fucking goddamn Saga has fucking come in and mollywopped and wrecked fucking shop, right? All right, so she's in her room getting fucking dressed and shit. Now, motherfucking Cass, he's like, oh, brother. No, it's fucking Cass, and he tries to sneak in, and she's like, I'm dressed, you ain't catching me. And he's like, one day, my Winterwing, one day I will let them, right? So it's all funny and shit, right? And then they're talking, and Alice leaves. That's what I don't even know. That's her fucking name. I'm just calling her Alice. But he's like, we're eating some food and shit. And like, what do you mean? Like, we're continuing our lessons, like, already? He's like, fuck yeah. And then as they're sitting there and he's talking and shit, Saga fucking has this realization that the lessons, he was getting information from her. He was talking to her and just letting her be comfortable. And he was pulling out the fucking battle plans that he needed. This man had come. Okay, I see why everybody says, yes, ladies and gentlemen, Cass has moved on to the second place of my all-time favorite male character. Second place. He's still behind Ronan, Crown Prince of the Valbar and Fae. But that's at this moment. I'm just saying. Could it happen? It might at this point. But moving on. So, digressing. So, she's like, thank you. And he's like, what do you thank me for? And she's like, for your beautiful looks. And then they just kind of bounce out. And then they go on. And then the fucking door knocks again, and it's fucking Ravi. And he's like, hey, your dad wanted to see you. Ravi got an old broke up ass nose and shit. And she's like, oh, damn. He's like, it was okay. It's worth it. Now go see the father. And I tell you what. And then the scene of them like, all right, whoo, let's go. And she walks out the fucking door, and then right behind her, she's got motherfucking Cass and fucking Ravi fucking oh my God, that motherfucking scene. And then you take that scene and you carry it on, right? And as she's walking down the hall to go to the fucking red room for the fucking meeting with everybody, she sees the fucking people that made the fire pots with her. They're like, I nod, get in fucking line. The blacksmiths that she helped, get in line. The nurses, getting every fucking buddy, just now this crowd of fucking rich, poor, fucking trade, everybody, the clans people fucking walk up behind her and walk up, and we go out and then we see the high prince and the fucking clan mother. At least they're sitting beside each other and shit. That's all cool. And then Saga walks up and they all fucking nod and it's all like kind of friendly and shit. Like, seeing, I got goose pimples and shit. Like, y'all, anyway, okay. And then she's like, may I make a speech and shit? And he's like, please do. And Saga gives up there and gives a speech like, it's fucking epic. I'm talking Braveheart type fucking speech, right? Freedom! And basically she's like, listen, I hate to do this shit, but we gotta go over there. We gotta take the fight to them. And they're like, you can't fucking do this. And the fucking clan's mother's like, we can't do that. And fucking Kiva comes up and is like, hey, listen, motherfucker, we gonna go over there and fight because I ain't gonna be putting motherfucking collars and shit for our fucking children, for our families. And Queen Mother's like, I bet. I tell you what, if you give us the mines, we'll make the weapons and shit. And the prince is like, fuck, man, I don't know. And she's like, but we need more. And the prince is like, okay, I tell you what, I got some conditions, right? All right, one, I need to know what the motherfucking plans are. And she's like, bitch, I said we going over there. We gonna link up with my sister and the clans to the north. We gonna fucking crush her. And the king's like, high prince is like, I bet. I'll tell you what, though. You, in public, have to fucking pray, fucking like fealty to the motherfucking R4 gods and shit. Like in front of everybody. She's like, yeah, bet, fine, whatever. Let's do it. And then he's like, and second, you got to intermingle with our bloodline. I'm like, oh, shit, here it goes. It's Cass. Fucking Cass is like, Fazer, what do you do? Why'd I go French? He's fucking, anyway, digressing. I'm into it right now. So he's fucking like, what are you talking about? And then fucking dad, oh my God, I was about to fucking yeet a candle, but I can't do it. He was like, Oleg. And I'm like, Oleg? Fucking Cass loses it. And she's like, oh, hell no, right? And then he's like, and if you don't want fucking Oleg, I got this old bitch over here. He needs a second wife. And I'm like, oh, shit. Cass's beast is about to fucking snarl out. And then finally, dad goes, or you can have my heir over there. And she, father. And she's like, I choose Cass. What? And she's like, he's like, okay, good deal. And she's like, All right, good. I gotta go get some air. So she fucking walks out because, again, remember, this is Saga, who fucking a book and a half, well, I didn't even, a book and a novella ago, she ain't been outside in fucking 7 years. Now she is flying on the back of a Pegasus leading a fucking army. Jesus Christ, talk about some fucking growth, my friends. Anyway, she goes to have a little fucking breaky over here, expecting the world just to be womp and fucking beating on her head and shit, right? But guess what? This girl has grown so much, it even says, but as the minutes slid by, her mind was strangely quiet. Holy shit, Saga. Saga's a badass, y'all. Gotta check it out. Join me in the next one. The kiss that made Cass realize what the fuck he just got himself into. Today on Wise Beyond the Stories, Dawn of the North, chapter 51. Okay, so the whole fucking Saga and the king, I married Cass. All right, bet. He's like, what the fuck? So he's fucking walking to her room going, this is not good. This woman said she was never gonna fucking marry me. She ain't gonna marry me. I gotta go fix this shit, right? So he knock on the motherfucking door and Alice is like, is it Brennan? No, it's fucking Cass. Why is it always Brennan? Anyway, digressing. So, and finally, I gotta come in. Who is it? It's Cass. Let me in. She's not appropriate. I don't know. Let him in. Finally, he sees her schmicking. She's in a bathtub, right? And she all covered up and shit, right? And then Alice is like, I'm gonna bounce. And she's like, yeah, you're good. Saga's like, you good, Alice. I got this shit. So she bounces and Cass is like, listen, my Winterwing, I am very sorry. You do not have to marry me. I know you do not like me and all this stuff. And she's like, well, you know what? I mean, listen, I chose you. I'm gonna marry you. I won't marry you. I'm just gonna marry you. And he's like, what did you say? So it means you kind of like me. And she's like, well, hold your tits there, motherfucker. I didn't say I liked you. You're bearable, okay? Between fucking Bjorn, who I was fucking betrothed to for like 13 years, and fucking Magnus, where we know where that's going, you're the easiest and best option. So we're just gonna go with that. And he's like, oh, okay. So you're saying there's a chance, okay? So then that happens, and he's like, let's just seal this with a kiss. And I tell you what, she's in a bathtub, and he leans in for this kiss, and she leans in for the kiss, and this kiss, the kiss we in the tunnel in the book too, nah, son, this shit was like fireworks, skyrockets at night, ooh, afternoon delight. That's how, I mean, I'm talking, it might have been a full Olympic session is how deep this fucking kiss was, you know what I mean? Like, oh, God, ah! So anyway, after they get done kissing, Cass is like, I gotta fucking bounce, but I'm glad you gonna marry. Woo, yeah, baby. And he walks out and closes the door. And I tell you what, you would have thought Cass would have been a 16-year-old girl, because when he closed that door, he fucking hit the wall and went, oh, that girl gonna be the death of me. See you next time, folks. Scylla and Saga are doing like a speech battle and one-upping each other, and I don't even think they fucking realize it. Holy shit, these sisters can give some speeches. Today on Wise Beyond the Stories, Dawn of the North, chapter 52. Okay, so fucking Scylla, it's Scylla's time to shine, right? They're getting ready, and listen, her and Ray are talking. She's fucking, it's just time to go, okay? Everything's fucking set. It's locked, cocked, ready to rock. They're walking in to a lot of small things happen, but this is a long-ass chapter, and if I go over all of them, we'll be here for hours. So, we're skipping a little bit of them. Read the book. Read the damn book. Okay, anyway, so they're walking in to where all the motherfucking Jarls are done. Right now, when she walks in, they got everybody up in there, and everybody's like, why the fuck is this bench empty? Why is there an empty bench in the front of the shit? Scylla motherfucking knows, right? So Scylla goes up on there, and then she sees all the motherfucking Jarls and shit, right? And she gives this motherfucking speech. Oh my God, Scylla. Woo, Scylla. So she's in here going, and she's like, listen, my people. Somebody been trying to kill me 4 motherfucking times. 4 times. And that motherfucker's in this room right now. Oh my God, grasping pearls. Who could try to do that? And she just dropping dimes. Ding, 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 ding. She dropping dimes. She's like, it's Lady Todd. What did you say? Lies everywhere. Where is your proof? And she's like, oh, you want some proof? Hey, look at this shit. and she claps her hand. Motherfucking Jarl fucking Agnar from the East. What the fuck is going on here? And she's like, oh, hold up. And then they figure this shit all out. And he's like, here, let me explain. And then the motherfucking Jarl's like, yeah, you sent Lady Talia there to be the emissary. She was lying to him. What? Is that true? Yeah, this is what she said to me, but that's not true. Yeah, you see what we saying? You lying bitch. No, they're conspiring against me. Oh, yeah? What about the load from Queen Signy's bitch tits ass, It was burn after reading. You should have burned the letter, you bitch tits. Anyway, so they fucking get it. If she would have just, nope. But she tried to run out, ends up fucking falling face first, looking like a goddamn idiot. Anyway, digressing and shit. So that fucking happens. So we got the shit out there, right? Now Scylla's like, listen up here, bitch tits. I was trying to be motherfucking Asa fucking. I'm not fucking Asa, okay? I am Scylla. All right, I was raised by Thomas. You know Thomas, it was the king's fucking guard. I knew him as my fucking Thias, you know what I'm saying? And she goes through it, she's like, I try to be something I'm not. I lied to y'all, okay? The truth is, I have the god of chaos inside my body and I'm fighting my fucking life every day. But I need some fucking men to help me fight him. You know what I'm saying? We gotta go down in the motherfucking woods and we gotta fight the goddamn mist and shit. Cause if we don't do it, we gonna get fucked, you know what I'm saying? And they're like, well, goddamn, she being honest. I like her, she fighting with us. And then sure as hell, motherfucking the dude on the east, the King Ag, he's like fucking bad. He says, I'll fight with you. And then the fucking Holgren, the dude that Ray, yeah, he was like, yeah, I fight. Broomy, the whole fucking room is down on their knees in front of Scylla. Wow. The North has been united. Do you know what we call this? The dawn of the North. It has finally come to fruition. They said the thing. Join us next time. Saga's going to the chapel and she's gonna get married. Well, it's not really, it's more of an outdoor wedding, but let's talk about it today on Wise Beyond the Stories, Dawn of the North, chapter 53. Okay, so let's get in. Saga's getting fucking married, okay? Listen, it's a beautiful fucking wedding. It's a beautiful wedding. She's wearing a beautiful outfit. Fucking Cass is looking all dipper dapper in his fucking chieftain caftan. I'm sorry if I'm butchering names. You know, me and words are not very good. But anyway, digressing. It's a beautiful fucking ceremony. They go out and they walk out. Oh, it's a beautiful saga. And then they come in and then they bow to the four gods, the father, the mother, the brother, and the crone. I believe that's what it was, or the sister. I don't know the gods. I'm sorry. But then they bow, and then it was a kiss. It was only a kiss. It was a good kiss. Dip down, get a little kiss, and then we go to the festivities. And again, I'm not trying to like just bypass it, but it's a regular wedding festivities. And fucking everybody's getting everybody in the club get tipsy. Okay, they're getting tipsy. It's a wedding. They're celebrating and shit, okay? Everybody's tipsy and tapsy and having a good time. They're head bobbing, bipping, they're dancing, they're talking. People are trying to get with the bridesmaids. I mean, we got wedding crashers going on up in this bitch and shit, right? And then, of course, it's in the older times, and after everybody's going, it's like, we have to get the room ready. Like, I never understood that whole, like, why do we have to have people? I understand you have to consummate on the wedding night to make sure it's, you're locked, cocked, ready to rock and all, but why do we have cuckolds? Why do you have to watch me? Why? It makes no sense. But anyway, digressing. So the ladies are like, we got to go get the room ready. Man, they take Saga and they go get her ready. I tell you what, they put her like imagine saran wrap, but lacy. Let's just call it that, okay? Lacy saran wrap. I don't even know how to call it, but it's not, you know what I'm saying? It's lace that looks see-through saran wrap. That's what I pictured at least. So anyway, fucking Oleg and fucking Robbie, they're bringing Cass in. And again, they want to come watch the fight. Get the fuck out, you dirty little pervs. I tell you what, digressing. Anyway, so yeah. Saga's a little nervous. Cass is like, hey, don't worry about it, girl. It's okay. Listen, it's a good time, okay? We're just going to end it there. Nothing happens. That's the next chapter. Time for the wedding night. Join us then. And Cass is eating good tonight, y'all. Woo! Today on Wise Beyond the Stories, Dawn of the North. Damn, I never turned my light on today. Son of a bitch. Anyway, chapter 54. It's the wedding night. They're in the room. She is wearing that saran wrap looking, it's a lacy, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? I said it last video. Anyway, listen, yeah. They're playing Olympics. Oh. But Cass is a true gentleman, okay? At this point, Cass was still like just in my top 5. Okay, listen, I think I need to make sure, but I understand. And the stories, listen, folks, there's a big thing about me and Rune Dannon right now, right? And it's fine. Listen, I know that Rowan is the fucking he is the blueprint, right? But he's got enough worshipers, okay? So I'm with Rune. He's the underdog, right? You know what I'm saying? And I tell you what, it used to be Rune and then Cassian, but now it's Rune, Cass, and then Cassian. I had last night. Cassian was still in second, but after rethinking, Cass is fucking Christ. This man, he's a good dude. Anyway, he's just listen, Saga. You're new. We got time. We don't need to worry about this. And she's like, no, I want to. And he's like, okay, I tell you what, my little Winterwing. And Cass goes to town. I tell you what. He uses the Konami code, the old up, down, left, right, BA start. Like, he's starting on that one, and he is, I tell you what, he starts with a little bit of that code, and then after he goes through those fucking lives, he's like, watch this shit, we're going to Rocket League, and then he starts pulling off motherfucking, like, triple flip resets and psychos, like, boo, 360 no-scope, bring, you know what I'm saying? She's like, ow! It's fucking amazing. Anyway, so they get done there, and he's just like, and she's like, okay, my turn. He's like, no, Winterwing, this was all about you, just you, okay? We have much time, but you need to get your rest, because tomorrow we leave for Isildur. Oh, what do you mean? He's like, yeah, that's your wedding present. We're going to fucking Isildur, because we got a battle to fight. Let's fucking go! Join me next time, folks. Oh my God, Hecla is making Evan put in that work. Damn. Today on Wise Beyond the Stories, Dawn of the North, chapter 55. All right, so we're in the woods with Hecla. Her and Evan just went over the waterfall. Yeah. All right, so she healed him up and they were sleeping, right? We start out with Hecla's in a motherfucking dream of a beautiful land. And then she feels Evan kind of behind her because they're sleeping. And then she wakes up and then all the beautiful goes to ugliness. And, and then she wakes up and she sees Evan. Like, Evan, oh shit, he's alive. He made it through the night. All right, made it through the night. Their clothes are somewhat dry. They get dressed. They're eating some salted cod and having some water. And Evan's like, you know what? Fuck this shit. Hey, Hecla, we got to talk. And she's like, no, shut that shit. Cut that shit the fuck out. We ain't saying shit. And he's like, motherfucker. All right, hey, nothing gonna happen, right? She's like, shit ain't shit. She cut that shit. Cut it out. You know what I'm saying? No more. So that happens, and then they're like, all right. So then it gets awkward for a while. So then they go walking for 2 days. 2 days they're walking north. They're trying to find everybody to catch up, right? And they gotta go, and they're kind of here. My wife just came home. Gotta pause. Okay, sorry about that. Where the fuck were we? Anyway, Hecla and Evan, I don't know where we were gonna go. They're walking north, they're following a motherfucking sun, they're trying to link up with everybody, right? It's been like 2 days, and then they're finally settling down in the camp one night, right? Like, Evan's been using the fire to keep him warm, and she's been cuddling between the fire and stuff every night, and she's been liking it. It's been really nice. She's been sleeping really good, because she's comfy. She likes it. She just don't want to admit it to herself and shit, right? So anyway, so they're sitting there, and then finally, Evan loses his shit this one night. He's like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm fucking taking a stand and I'm gonna tell you how I feel. And you're gonna sit there and you're gonna fucking listen to it. And he fucking says, listen, about the whole live bullshit, but fucking, okay, listen, I was betrothed when I was a kid. And second off, Liz likes to scissor. Okay? She doesn't like the boys. She doesn't like it. Okay? And I wasn't my story to tell. But when I got back to Copa, I talked to her and she's like, yeah, go ahead and tell her, my guy. Okay, so it was never happening, and I decided I didn't want to listen to my dad no more, and it's fucking broke up. So you and me can be together, haha. And she's like, "Bitch, I ain't getting married again." And he's like, "Listen, motherfucker, look, it's an honor to be next to you. It's like a privilege, and I want this privilege. please. And she's like, no. And then all of a sudden he's like, God damn it, Hecla, I fucking need you and you don't understand. I will fight with you. And she's like, no. And then he looks down and he's like, oh, man, I'm sorry about your arm. I'll tell you what, we'll find it together. And she's like, what? And then they're having more. And then she grabs him by the collar and she pulls him in for this deep fucking kiss, right? And then they're fucking kissing deep, and then they lay down, and all of a sudden, after 2 days of not seeing not another motherfucking, they hear some rattling in the bushes, and then they motherfucking sit up, and he's like, it fucking hurts to sit up, because he got a big-ass gash in his side, right? And then all of a sudden, it's like, they're like, this motherfucking grim wolves, but the grim wolves got yellow eyes, not red eyes, they're not termed grim wolves, and they're like, oh, shit, we gonna die, because we surrounded and shit, like, get ready, I'm like, oh, wait, the whole time I'm like, it's fucking Critica, right? But then it's multiple grim wolves, and I'm like, oh, shit, and then all of a sudden, you hear and then all of a sudden, and then the wolves leave, and then the Critica shows up. And guess what she got in her mouth? Motherfucking prosthetic arm. God damn it, that's fucking, I love it. Join me for the next one. Oh my God, Critica got jokes. Was the mating struts not good enough, Hecla? That shit was funny AF, y'all. Today on Wise Beyond the Stories, Dawn of the North, chapter 56. Okay, so we start out fucking Hecla and motherfucking Evan. They're riding on the back of Grimwolves. I'm sorry. Remember, Grimwolves aren't very big in this story. They're kind of like little short creatures, right? And adults are riding on the back of little short grim. It's kind of funny in my mind the way it pictures out. But they're riding and they're fucking boom. And we hear the story of how they fucking did their thing, and then Critica fucking snuck away from camp, and then she went looking for the motherfucking, her peoples and shit, and then she found her actual fucking pack and shit, and then she told the pack, hey, we gotta go find a motherfucking protector. I got her scent. So they went and they found her scent at a waterfall, and then they sniffed around, and then they found her arm, and then they went and got her, and now they gotta go back. Okay, so they're riding on the back of the Grimwolves, and they show up, and then they find to the forest maidens and shit. They're like, we gotta go under the bridge, over the river, and through the woods to grandmother's house we go. Hey, like, okay, and then they gotta like skirt shit around and stuff. It's very scary adventure that they're going very fast though. So they get there. Now when they come up, like they jump down and they show up, and it's like this open field, and like all sorts of lions and tigers and bears. Oh my! Like all the creatures is there. There's the deers and the bears and all the forest creatures are there. It's like a fucking scene from Snow White or some shit. I don't even like all the creatures are coming. And fucking the maiden, she's a human size now. She's no longer little teeny tiny. She's human size. She got her conscience back, and she was helping the forest talk, and the creatures come out, and she gave her motherfucking rally the troops speech. Like, we gonna fight for our right, for the forest. You know what I'm saying? She's like, we ain't taking this shit no more, motherfucker. We fighting. And everybody's all fucking pumped up. And then they come in there, and Gunner sees him. It's like, oh shit, you're back. And as Gunner goes to fucking hug, get this shit, fucking old Thran Longsword, right? He comes running up and fucking tackles Hecla like, you're back. Like, what the? These dudes were fighting. He's like, oh my God, you made it back. I can't lie. And then they're like, yeah. Oh, Evan, thanks for... And Gunner's like, Evan, thanks for keeping her safe. And Hecla's like, excuse me, bitch? I kept him safe. And Evan's like, yeah, well, I guess we're even. And Hecla's like, I guess we're even now because, you know, he saved her life in the fire with the cape. And now they're even and shit, right? And now we're ready for fucking battle. Everybody's ready to go. They're going to go fight the lynch and the bog and the nasty, scary stuff with all the forest creatures. And Hecla's like, yeah. And all of a sudden, the Grim Wolf pack from fucking Critica, they all fucking bow down, like, get on my back, bitch. So we're about to see a bunch of fucking grown-ass people fucking running through on some short-ass Grim Wolves. I'm sorry. Picture that shit. That's kind of funny looking, I ain't gonna lie, but cool as fuck. All right, join me for the next one. The Battle at the Heartwood. Today on Wise Beyond the Stories, Dawn of the North, chapter 57. All right, so Scylla and all them, they leaving Copa with like 400 strong and shit. Not only is it the Jarlsmen, they got the civilians with them too. The butchers, the bakers, the candlestick makers, the stable guys. Everybody motherfucking coming for the freedom. It's pretty legit. So they're walking for like 5 days. Now, every time they stop, Scylla's doing a couple things, right? She's going by a new fire every day and talking to all the peoples to get to know them better and shit, right? Because she's going to be a good queen. I'm telling you, she gonna be in charge of this land. and Saga gonna go be in charge of the other land, motherfucking Cassandra. That's how it should be. Anyway, digressing. So, she talking, and then she also training her bloodline Guldra, right? How to suck the Guldra out of all the different people. So she's learning how to master all the different Guldra. You know what I'm saying? She could be like motherfucking Thanos and snap that shit and make it work. Because she still got Merrick inside her, but there's a lot of moonlight, so he hiding deep. I think he plotting some shit. But anyway, digressing. So now they finally get down there, and then they got word about leave the horses outside of the area and shit from the messages from Hecla. So she leaves all the horses and stuff there with some civilians, and she's like, Don, when I get back, well, if I get back, you be nice to motherfucking horses and don't nip at your caretakers, and I'll give you all the oats that you want, okay? Man! All right, and then the motherfucking go into the... So now they're walking into the woods, and they're walking deep, deep, deep into the woods. And then they find a motherfucking hardwood tree, right? But it's quiet. It's awful motherfucking quiet. So they make their plans and shit, and they got the shadow guys, the sneak guys that are going around, and then they're doing this, and she's like, where the fuck is Hecla? Hecla needs to be here. She only gonna strengthen our shit. And like, all right, we're gonna wait and shit. And then all of a sudden, she fucking Merrick all up in her and shit like, like, what the fuck happened? Like, what's going on? All the motherfucking evil creature. Oh, wait, some ravens come flying out first, and then they mollywop them dead, and one of them had an eyeball, and it was a fresh eyeball. And then and then the creatures was underneath the massive amounts of snow that they was like knee deep in a foot of snow and shit. Oh shit. So they're battling the creatures on they're trying to chop the fucking heads off. And the shit's going crazy. And Merrick's doing their fucking shit, and they're fighting the creatures, and they made a little hole. They made a little hole in the wall of the creatures, and they're like, we've got to go into the heartwood deeper. That's what she said. But anyway, I think the battle's about to get fucking hot and heavy, and Hecla not got there, so Hecla needs to show up, and hopefully they're gonna, oh no, and Saga's gonna come in and save them all, and we're gonna be a happy family. Holy fuck shit. Join me for the next one. A plan so crazy, it just might work. Today on Wise Beyond the Stories, Dawn of the North, chapter 58. All right, so they're fighting in the fucking Heartwood, right? And they're making a beeline, and they're going deeper into the fucking woods and shit. And then they get to the big fucking shit's fighting all over. They're fighting and fighting and flattening the mountain, okay? They got the fire, and they got the shadows. And then they get to this is the biggest damn tree I done ever big done seen. That's what they said, okay? This is the girthiest tree they'd ever. It's fucking huge. Anyway, all right, so digressing. So, what the hell? Show my forehead like that. Gotta pay for that. Anyway, digressing. So, she sees the tree, and then all of a sudden, the spiders fucking come down, and one's missing the leg. And that was the spider they fought earlier. And fucking Merrick's all up inside of her body. And he's fucking come out, and he's like, work with me. He's basically saying, hey, work with me. We'll fuck them all up. And she's like, no. And he's like, fine, fuck them. Spiders, she's mine. Get everybody else. And the spiders fucking step over her. And they start attacking Ray and all the rest of the motherfuckers. So they're fucking fighting the motherfuckers. And she's like, all right, well, I'm going to go fight the motherfucking tree and shit. So she goes up to this big ass tree because, you know, she's like, they can handle them fucking selves. They're grown ass adults and shit. So she goes up to fight the fucking tree, and she's like, all right. And she takes a fucking rock out of her hand, and she's like, ah! And she sucks up all the motherfucking magic and shit. She fucking big ass fucking wave, and it didn't do shit. No, not or nothing. And then she's like, hey, Halif, let me have your power. So he stops his fight. Okay, sure, let me stop my fight. Fucking runs over and here's my arm and sucks up the power. No, that doesn't work. And then Rooney, and then that doesn't. And none of the motherfucking I don't know what to do. Help, I'm new. I don't know what to do. And Merrick's fucking laughing at her and shit. And he's like, just give me your power and I'll fight it. And she's like, no. And he's like, listen, you can't defeat it because you got to use my power. And I have to braid my power and your power. That's the only way to defeat it. That's how it works. And then she has a flashback of reading when Merrick says all that other shit. And she's like, wait, I got a motherfucking idea. She got a motherfucking idea. So crazy, it just might work. So she cuts her palm open, right? And she gets some blood, and then she cuts her palm open, and then she starts making the scrabble marks that she saw in the visions of her fucking mom make, right? And then she fucking ends it with this. So Scylla drew in a deep breath, gathered her courage. Dark One! I call to you! She's gonna summon the motherfucker and just try to steal his power. She's gonna use her bloodline gift to siphon his power to defeat them both. fucking let's do it. Join me for the next one. Shh, Demi, be quiet. Maybe if we hide, Merrick won't see us, because that fucker's scary as fuck. Today on Wise Beyond the Stories, Dawn of the North, chapter 59. Scylla really summoned that son of a bitch. Oh my god. The ground shakes and quakes, and the motherfucking god of chaos emerges. You know what we forgot to realize, y'all? The god in her body was like a little sliver. That was like an eighth of what was inside. And she almost went to her knee like, oh shit, you a god. Like you a god. Not just a god, but a god. You know what I'm saying? Like, god damn, that's a lot of god. Holy fuckballs. And we fighting big. What did you say? She's like, yeah, listen, motherfucker. I challenge you to a duel, and want to smack him upside that. I wish it would have been that easy, but she's like, so this is the deal. You gonna take an avatar and we gonna onesie and the winner take all and shit, right? Like I win, shut the fuck up. Deal's over. You win, you get my bloodline gift and shit. And he's like, fucking couple of rules. Nobody interfere. Anybody interferes, I automatic. He already said, see, he gonna fuck. There's something. I missed some. I feel bad. But anyway, he's like, all right, bet, cool. She's like, yeah, this motherfucker ground rumbling, tumbling again. This motherfucker picks up a goddamn bear form. It's always a fucking bear. God damn it. Anyway, the bear starts charging and running over people, and they're about to attack, and she's like, no, stop. That's motherfucking goddamn man. We attack him, fucking Lou. Ray's like, what did you say? Like, yeah, I challenged him to a battle. Ray's fucking sideways as Arnisha is right now. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? But Ray's like, all right, I guess we doing this and shit. He just gives orders, and Scylla's like, this motherfucker didn't get yelled at. He believed in me. I tell you what, ladies, you need to find you a man that believe in you like Ray believes in Scylla. Like I believe in Liz. If you find that, you be good in your life. I tell you what. Anyway, digressing. So the motherfucking, Merrick's like, hey, we ain't just fighting for this first blood bullshit. We fighting a motherfucking fight. Stops 10 feet in front. You ready? Let the battle begin! And then it ends there. Cliffhanger. See you next time. Just another reason why I always fucking say words matter, God. Fucking words fucking matter. Today on Wise Beyond the Story, Dawn of the North, chapter 60. Okay, so it starts out this chapter, fucking Ray's like, oh shit, I'm scared. I had to put the helmet on right away, basically, when Ray's like, what the fuck is about to happen, right? Okay, so fucking Merrick's this big ass fucking bear, right? And he's going to fucking swipe at fucking Scylla. She fucking duck dive dodges, shoves her fucking sword right up in his armpit, got a big old stab on him, like, yeah, fucking let's go. And then that motherfucker comes up like, and like the fucking just air in the ground, waits, and then fucking black flames, bear flames. What the fuck? That shit's wild. And then Ray's sitting here kind of watching like, oh shit, that's the fucking flames that Scylla had in the fucking past and that the sister used to blow up Ascabor Castle and shit. Oh, so that's the power that fucking Scylla is gonna have to fucking grab on to motherfucking Merrick and then fucking slice the motherfucking tree up with, right? And he's like, oh shit. And then Ray's kind of walking her through the battle, like, watch his nostrils, they flare up. You know he's gonna do this and the flames will come out. That's his tell. And the whole time that he's doing this, Scylla's just listening, I'm acknowledging but not saying, okay. And then fucking Merrick all up in his fucking head like, I'm gonna fuck you up, bitch. And fucking Ray's like, I won't fight you too, bitch. You want someone to fight? Come fight me and shit. And I'm like, why are you just antagonizing the god of fucking chaos? Why, Ray? Why? So of course, the god of chaos, Merrick, he's like, oh, you won't fucking play too, Ray? Here, I'll send you something to play with. And he goes, and the fucking ground, waits, and the motherfucking mist fucking comes out, right? The fucking mist comes out and starts making its way. And Ray's all like, I'm gonna use it. He's all fucking like trying to Super Saiyan Ray and fucking uses Goldra, right? And the shadows start coming out. And I told you, words fucking matter, right? Remember how nobody can assist Scylla? And he even said, Merrick's like, if your shadows touch me, you lose. But if the mist touches Scylla, it's okay. Because, you know, nobody said you had to be fair one-on-one. No, we just said nobody. Fucking... digressing. Anyway, so fuck, the mist goes out, the shadows go out, and the chapter ends with the bear and the mist charge. Oh fuck, join me on the next one. You could argue Evan is way better than a lot of people give him credit for. I tell you what, let's talk about it today on Wise Beyond the Stories, Dawn of the North, chapter 60:01. Okay, listen, they're still fighting the fucking god. It's not going good. It's not going good at all. Scylla's trying to use the mat. It's not fucking working. He's trying to possess the smoke. It's not really working. Scylla at one point, she's all like, it's not really fucking working. Bear climbing at him. The mist is coming at him. And Scylla is going, I hate to say it this way, but Scylla's literally sucking him dry. Fucking Ray with his Goldra, sucking all his Goldra up, and we had this big old, like, yeah, we did it. It didn't even phase him. Motherfucker still fucking charging. Ray's like, oh shit. His power's weak. The smoke Goldra's not doing shit. So he goes and tells Half, go give me another fucking Ashbringer. Like, what's he supposed to do? Hey, has anybody got Ashbringer skill? I need next Ashbringer. Come on down. You're the next contestant on the God of Fight. Like, what are we doing here? I don't even know where I was going with that. But anyway, digressing. These videos are about as much as plain as this fight does, I tell you what. So anyway, so they're sitting there, the shit's not working, and all of a sudden, as fucking Merrick, he starts fucking overtaking him, the mist is fucking taking over Ray and shit, right? He's like, this mask ain't even gonna fucking help me right now. He's about to fucking give out. Merrick's like, I was thinking of letting her live. I'm just gonna turn into a fucking drugger and have her be my little pet toy and shit. Life's going down! And the sky starts going dark. It's going black. And then, we got fire! Fire! It's a bright orange flame. And who is it? It is Evan here to save your sorry ass. Soot fingers. That's what he called. I love it. He's like, oh, fucking, what does he call him? What is he? A fire breath. Ray wheezes. Hey, soot fingers. I'm here to save your sorry arse. So that means if he's there, then fucking Hecla's there. Let's fucking go! And join me on the next one. I told you Hecla's here and she's a badass bitch. Let's just get into this shit right now. Today on Wise Beyond the Stories, Dawn of the North, chapter 62. Hecla is a badass bitch. She just shows up, right? Evan Witten fucking, he's firing up, saving Ray, right? Hecla comes running in. Dun, 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 dun. She's heckling the fuck out of her. They're fucking stabbing. Her people are coming in and helping out. Yes, we might have a chance here. We're starting to fight. She over there and she's seeing fucking like health and all them. They're fighting the ravens and all this other motherfucking bullshit. And fucking the reindeer are coming in. They're fucking shit up. We might have a turn. Turn of tide in battle. Fuck, I just want to get to the next chapter, so we gotta film the video. Anyway, so she's sitting there looking, and she sees Evan doing a flame. She runs over. I gotta protect Evan's back. It's my boo thing. I gotta protect his back, right? And she's doing this shit. Now, as that motherfucking happens, all of a sudden, she sees fucking out of the peripheral and shit, she sees motherfucking wolf spider. It's the big ass woman, the Ganja name, whatever, and the guy has something in her mouth, wrapped up, little webbed up. They got Critica! They got my squirrel girl. What the fuck, y'all? And she all up in her brain saying, I got your girl. You want to come get her? And motherfucker, I tell you what, she just, I'm not going to say hesitation. She does not hesitate, folks. She goes, Evan got guards. I'm coming to get you. Charge! And she fucking takes off running right to the spider. I'm going to get to the next one. Join us. What did you say? How? Today on Wise Beyond the Stories, Dawn of the North, what chapter was? Chapter 60. How the fuck? They're fighting still, okay? They're fucking fighting. I don't know how. I am so fucking confused. Merrick consumed her. That's how the fucking chapter ends. They're fighting. She got a hand on him. He came up with the fucking flames. She fucking managed. What did you just say? What do you mean consumed her? Like gobbled her up? What does that mean? Anyway, they're fucking fighting. I don't even know how to describe this chapter. They're fighting. Merrick is basically toying with her the whole time. Says, you ain't got a motherfucking chance. She's trying. She gets a hand on him, gets inside of his brain, tries to find his magic, can't find fucking shit. Merrick says, bitch, get the fuck off me. Yeets her across the motherfucking battlefield and is like, bitch, do you not under fucking stand? You can't do, like, what? You know what'll happen, Asa, once you're gone? He cackled. The sound was in her ears. No, it's too late. Fucking begging. The god burst, and with the godly burst of darkness, Merrick consumed her end chapter. What the fuck? I don't know. Join me for the... What the fuck just happened? Hekla versus the Spider. Today on Wise Beyond the Stories, Dawn of the North, chapter 64. Okay, so it's the same time that Scylla's doing her shit and then she gets consumed by the fire, we see motherfucking Hekla. She's motherfucking fighting. She trying to go up after Kritika. She wrapped up in the spider, right? She goes to come up for fucking Spider. Spider all like, hell no. Put the feet down. Fucking Hekla go, oh, fucking was running, right? Knocks the sword down. Spider's like, oh, bitch, and fucking goes to knock the sword out of her hand. Spider comes to raise up, but Hekla, she got a prosthetic arm still, right? So when the spider fucking puts her leg down, she kind of dives and dodges, right? Boom! She fucking hits it and comes up. Bam! She fucking hits the spider right on his leg joint with a fucking bam prosthetic arm. Fucks it up. Comes down. Spider goes down to motherfucking bite her, right? She comes up and punches the spider right in the motherfucking mouth. And his mouth gets stuck with a prosthetic arm. And then she fucking unsnaps it. And then with her free hand, she takes her sword and she stabs that motherfucker right in its soft ass underbelly. And she twists and the black ichor blood splashes down. And then she runs and she grabs fucking Kritika. And she runs up to Kritika. Oh no, we're gonna lose Kritika. She's getting, Kritika's alive. She passed out, she tired, but she alive. And then Kritika's little wolf mates are all motherfucking little grimble. We win. And then all of a sudden they realize, bitch, that was just half of the motherfucking battle and shit. And then she looks over and sees Scylla fucking fighting, and then she just saw Scylla get fucking consumed by the shit and realize, oh shit, we in trouble, bitches. And this fight still ain't over, so join us for the next one. I hope this is just the dark before the light, because it sounds like Scylla gave the fuck up. I'm so scared. Today, Wise Beyond the Stories, Dawn of the North, chapter 65. All right, this is like a one-page chapter. Scylla was buried in darkness, drowning in despair. The god Merrick is all up in her body in every motherfucking corner. And she clawed against his hold, tried to bring herself to the light. She's pleaded, no, I can't do it. She's thinking of everybody. Hekla, fucking Ray, her fucking meeting her sister Scylla again for the first time. It gives her some hope. It's bubbles in her chest. And then Merrick fucking comes in with like, hey, listen here, bitch. It's fucking resistance is futile. And the bubbles in her chest pops and he's even, your stubbornness would be admirable if it wasn't so fucking bothersome. Like he's just toying with her. She's pissed. And one by one, the bubbles burst, leaving her emptier than before. She's trying to hang on. Hold on for one more day. I know that there's change. If you hold on till Saga gets there, Saga is coming with the horse. I fucking hope something happens, because you're wasting potential. Merrick, he's like a kitty making biscuits on her, just fucking with her mind. And then it ends right here. And she knew she never stood a chance. Merrick would win this battle. And we end there. Here she comes to save the day. Saga Vol 6 on the way. Today on Wise Beyond the Stories, Dawn of the North, chapter 66. All right, so motherfucking, we ended yesterday with motherfucking Scylla getting consumed by fucking Merrick, right? And fucking now Saga, she up on the ship. She can't handle this shit no more. She's seen a line. She's feeling a pull. She gotta go. She says, fucking, Cass, you either get up on with me or I'm out of this motherfucker. And they're like, no, you cannot go, my winter ring. And she's like, bitch, I'm out. And he's like, I will go with you. And they fucking take off. Ravi's all up on the boat. These motherfuckers, what are we doing? So they fucking take off. They're flying. Listen, let's be honest, Mr. the Beast of Zagarian. He can't handle it. He little height. He calling dinosaurs while flying through the skies, right? They don't know they've been flying 1 hour, 2 hours, 6 hours. All she's thinking is, I gotta get to my sister. I gotta get to my sister. So finally, they're fucking flying, right? And they see all the crazy dead trees and shit, and they're fucking looking and see all the crazy beasts. And fucking Cass is like, Winterwing, look over there. It is scary as fuck. We should go away. And they're like, nah. And she fucking sees her sister on her knees on the ground. She's like, I gotta get to her. So she fucking jumps down on the ground. Like they fucking come in like, fucking land. She jumps off. Cass fucking jumps off. He turns into fucking werewolf man quick as fuck, right? And I tell you what, Saga's like, hey, Havoc, you get up on the fuck up out of here. And he begrudgingly fucking leaves like, he fucking bounces. And then Saga, no motherfucking threat, dude, nothing. She, boom, that's my sister. She fucking takes off. Cass is protecting her. You got Evan with the fire over here. Everybody's doing their motherfucking shit. She goes up to motherfucking Scylla. Now, Scylla like, and she ain't moving and shit, you know what I'm saying? So she grabs her and she's hugging her. And she's like, Scylla, I'm here. We promise, you know what I'm saying? We promise we fine. And then as she's grabbing onto her, she kind of like, her brain powers and shit. She's going up inside and she sees the string. And as she's holding her, she kind of sees her eyes flutter a little bit. And she's like, hold on! Fight! Come to me! Stay away from the light! Right? And she's sending images of mom and dad and the good times and all the other good shit, right? And it fucking flutters again. And then it fucking flutters again, right? And then as that's happening, motherfucking goddamn fucking American bear form's like, raw! He comes running at him. Fucking Cass is gonna go fucking try to save it. I'm like, no, Cass, if you touch the motherfucker, then we're gonna lose because that'd be cheating against the fucking bargain. Like, no! But he's too fucking late. The motherfucking, yeah, I got hit hard like that. Fucking Saga gets nailed by motherfucking Merrick, right? Bam! Hits her head up against the fucking rock. She's all like, I got concussion. And motherfucking, then motherfucking Merrick steps over motherfucking, Scylla and shit. And he's coming up and he's like, I was gonna just smurder her and let you live, but now I'm gonna smurder both of you. And this motherfucker starts sucking up like all the power and shit. And then all of a sudden you hear, I'm not done with you yet. What did you say? Scylla's back, baby! Let's fucking go. So now Scylla's like, we gonna fucking fight on this shit, right? So as they're motherfucking fighting, the shit gets going, and this is one motherfucking again. Merrick, he's all like, okay, bitch, we're gonna fuck you up. He starts sucking in. He starts pulling in all the motherfucking creatures in the mist and shit. He's gonna do like a motherfucking death blow. It's a death blow! And all of a sudden, at that point, Saga in her mind just starts thinking like, sisterly Rooney? What the fuck is a Rooney? Like, what is a Rooney? And then all of a sudden, she sees these tendrils and and she sees like this magical shield, reflective shield type mirror in front of her. And all of a sudden, the fucking Scylla's out there, and the fucking Merrick leaves a fucking black flame of fireball, and Scylla's like, fucking just eats that, it bounces off the reflective shield, and it hits through fucking Merrick, it hits through the tree, and the tree is split, and Merrick is gone. The mist is away, and Scylla and Saga see each other. And then she runs, that is my sister! And they end the chapter with a warm embrace. Woo! Join me for the next one. First impressions are always something, let me tell you. Today on Wise Beyond the Stories, Dawn of the North, chapter 67. All right, so the battle is almost done. We're kind of like flashback, and we're going a little bit through Ray Ray's eyes now, okay? So we're going to flashback just a little bit, right? And then he kind of sees all what happens. He sees and remembers, he sees where Rooney picked up motherfucking Scylla and helped her up, and then Scylla fucking siphoned her magic and then did all this shit, saw the fucking trees crack, saw everything fucking happen, right? And he's looking over and he sees the two sisters. That's my sister, that's my sister. And then he fucking looks over here and he's just looking at everything that's been fucking done, right? And he sees the forest maiden, except last time she was itty bitty, now she's big and tall, right? And then she fucking going down, and then she's all being like Mother Earth and shit. Like Gaia, she puts her hand out on the darkness of the earth, of the ground, and she's like, and she feels it. She feels a pulse. There is life in the earth still. And then she goes, and then she starts like sending mushrooms and shit. Are they the good mushrooms? Apparently they're the good kind of mushrooms, but not the good kind of mushrooms. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, digressing there. So then the mushrooms start popping up, and then they start eating all the badness, and that's like, and he kind of sees the whole process. You know, we call it a life cycle. You know what I'm saying? Ray Ray understands. He finished third grade science. Ray just finished third grade science. He figured out the whole life cycle: death, decay, nutrients, rebirth. Okay, but anyway, so he kind of sees that shit, right? And then all of a sudden, he sees the sisters as he's going into that, like, oh shit, we got a chance. He fucking out of the peripheral. He's like, what the fuck over there? And then he sees, that's my sister, and they're hugging and shit. And he kind of walks over there, and they're looking, and all of a sudden, he sees a big scary man come walking up with a jacket on. And all of a sudden, Ray Ray's like, bitch, where are your breeches? What did you? And he goes, Cass, he's like, oh, this is a casualty of war, battlefield. Like, what did you say? And Saga's like, motherfucker, put your sword away. Or Ray, put your sword away before I beat your arms and paint my wife's horse with them and shit. And then they're kind of like, what did you say? And then he's like, yeah, Saga's like, Cass, put your fucking schmackle away, you little old guy. And then he's like, sorry. So they cover him up, and then, you know, Cass, I am Cassandra Ruig, heir to the throne of Zakarian and wife of the husband of the Saga. And Saga's like, all right, slow your old bitch tits. You ain't got to be all like that and shit. And you do be liking me, this Saga. I know it. You know, fucking, like, you can tell it's like some shit. And then they're like, oh, cool. Well, this is Ray, my Ray. And that's what she says. Like, oh, cool. And then they're like, oh, happy. And then you can tell there's like, there's Ray got a feeling about him. He got a feeling about Ray. Everybody got everybody all up in the fields, right? And they're like, all right, well, let's go back to fucking Copa. And as they're riding on the Copa, fucking Saga and Ray have this look like, all right, we about to be in some shit. Like, they just got this look, and anyway. And now we go back to Copa. Join us for the next one. Pretzels and short-worded conversations. Today on Wise Beyond the Stories, Dawn of the North, chapter 68? Yeah, 68. Okay, so we are in Copa now, right? And we're back in Copa, and we got Scylla laying on a bed, and Ray's combing her hair. And I tell you what, her little curly knotted hair, and Ray is like a dad. Just fucking stop pulling, like, motherfucker, what are you doing? Like, what is happening? Like, pulling hair is fun, but I don't think this is what she had in mind, Ray. So anyway, so she's like, hey, you almost done? He's like, I'll be done in a minute, and then I'm gonna take care of you, right? And then, excuse me, she kind of starts reliving the things that happened, what's going on, and then they're talking, and of course they're talking, and then they go to spooning, and then of course spooning leads to forking. It always happens, right? So they're sitting there, and all of a sudden, listen, once again, Ray, not only are you like a good dude, right? You know what I mean? But you got smoke magic too. Like, come on, my guy, come on, okay? You gotta keep it for us human people. All right, that's why we gotta do really good. But anyway, so Ray uses his magic smoke tendrils, and he kind of got her all moving around. And Ray, I guess he's got like a pretzel fetish. I don't know. Does he like to play Twister or something? Because I tell you what, he got these scissors all bent up in a weird, twisted, scissory position, but you can still see her. Yeah, and then listen, they are O'Reilly's Water Sports. Ow! Like dead ass. Like they are going at it, okay? Having a good time. He's got them cheat codes going. And then they start having this conversation where, I mean, it was very, very short words. I guess they were like maybe mind talky, because he's like mine and she's like yours and take. Like I didn't understand what it was. How like must have been one of those mind conversation where you only see bits and pieces of it. Mine, take it, yours, always, whatever. Right? Anyway, so that happens, and then they get done. Right? And I tell you what, usually it's the guy that fucks up and says this after, you know, a good one in that post-nut clarity gets him, right? But she's all like, I love you. Oh shit. And she's like, hey, you ain't gotta say it back. And Ray's like, listen, Scylla, I don't love you. Like almost in a way. He's like, the word I have for you, there isn't a word. Like she is his hearth fire thought. He wants to bring her motherfucking chicks in the morning. He wants to bring her breakfast. He wants to, like, dad, like, you know what I'm saying? Love isn't a strong enough word for what Ray Ray feels to her, right? And she's like, oh, wow. And they're just sitting there laying in bed, and then all of a sudden, Ray Ray here, he fucking jumps out of bed like a bat out of hell. Like, I'm like, oh shit, they're about to get attacked, right? Like, oh fuck. And then it's just some birds, and Ray Ray sees he pulls in just two blackbirds, and he's like, oh shit, it's a sign. And Scylla's like, whoa, hey, bitch tits, post-nut clarity, use your brain. There's nothing on the offering plate, my guy. They're fucking hungry. Not everything's a bad omen. And Ray Ray's like, oh, no shit. So she opens up, gives him a little fucking chicken on that's left up. The Chinese chicken. I don't know why. Okay, anyway. Sometimes when I hit a pat. I gotta go listen to that song now. Anyway, because it's been 1 week since. Okay, fuck. Okay, digress. Anyway, so she gives the bird the chickens, and they go down, and then she gets back in bed, and she goes, Ray Ray, why don't you come back and use those smoky tendrils on me again? And then they go for round 2. Join us for the next one. A special feast with a special guest at the end. Today on Wise Beyond the Stories, Dawn of the North, Catbutt, Chapter 69. You just had to do it, didn't you? Oh, all up in Timmy's... Jesus, Toe, what did Timmy do to you? Oh, God bless it. Okay, we're just going to go for it. Okay, we're having a feast. We start out in the big old feast hall, right? Hecla is sitting there next to motherfucking... Evan, Evan's still trying. I'm not going nowhere. Hecla's like, leave me alone. I love you, but I don't want to admit it. She's still trying to figure it out. She got fucking Gunner talking to people over here. Everybody's having a good time. Evan was like being a thorn in everybody's side because he was like, oh my, I did so much. I'm so tired. Give me some tea. I've got the black lung, father. You know, shit like that. It's pretty funny. But then they're having food, and it's a good old time, and it's a party. And then here comes Scylla, and here comes Ray, and behind them is Saga and her hubby hub, right? Old Cassandra Ruick, right? So they get all up on there, and she, look at Ray is super, super protective like this area right now, right? So then we sit there, and then we get into the speech part. It's the speech part of the evening, right? So Scylla's like, ladies and gentlemen, everybody, people's here. All you fucking peoples, welcome, Saga, the queen, and my sister, and all that stuff. And then Saga gets up all queenie-like and shit. I still have a question because she introduced this be my husband and shit. And he's like, hello, my name is Cassandra Ruick. I am the high priest of the land of Zakarian and all the shit. And Catbutt, what are you? You are just... girlfriend. Anyway, digressing. So, sorry, Tim here. So anyway, so what's happening, Cat Mike? So what we're doing, why are you being so difficult on the last chapter? Anyway, digressing. So she's like, listen, my husband, we got winged horses, cavalry, we got people, and we got 2 boats of grain. But you got to agree to fight with us. And they're like, well, fuck yeah, cool. Okay, once again, help. I need an adult. I have a question. Who is supposed to, if she's fucking married to the dude that's in charge of the other continent, they got to rule that continent when daddy go bye-bye. But now she's legally the heir to that one. Is she gonna rule the whole motherfucking earth and shit? Is she gonna Saga for world earthinator or I don't want to say Diamond, like, because she's a good person. So Saga run the world. I wouldn't be upset with that. Anyway, digressing. We'll talk about that, I guess, when we get to that hill. We'll fucking New Geneva Convention and shit. Anyway, okay, digress. Why? I am on it today. I am on something. Anyway, where were we? So she gives the fucking speech, right? And everybody's like, yeah, fucking, yeah. Drink your water, folks. And then they're sitting there having a party, and then she's like, we gonna party like it's 1999 and shit. And then all of a sudden, bam! Fucking little Cranky's cracker ass. You know that motherfucker at the very beginning, the old leader of the Blood Axe crew? That motherfucker barges in all, it's awake! What the fuck do you mean? What's awake and who's awake? And this bitch goes, dragon! We got dragons. Demi, you end a story with dragons? Yo, we got... Epilogue coming up. Fucking dragons! You know, I don't like her, but I'm not mad about it. Let's talk about it. Today on Wise Beyond the Stories, Dawn of the North, the epilogue. All right, let's get into it. So we got Ivar on the ship tucking tail back home, right? He is fucking, he's all like slurping his ale like, oh, it's water TikTok. He all with his ale all cursing motherfucking the horse, that goddamn horse with his iron hoof. It fucked his back all up, right? And instead of just being like, fuck, I need some help, he's like, get out of here. So he kicks everybody the fuck out, right? And he all pissed and shit, and Signy's on the boat. Yeah, fine, bet. I leave. And then he fucking leaves, and he's sitting there, and he's like, fuck, I wish I threw my fucking cup across the goddamn. So he goes and gets it and sits down, and all of a sudden, the motherfucking knock at the door, he's like, fucking, and it's Eldrin. Now, Eldrin is his favorite concubine, okay? She's the favorite. She's the one that she does what she told. She yes sir, no sir, like she, okay? So he's all like, yeah, what do you want? And he's like, I'm just here to make you feel better, you know what I mean? Maybe I can make the pain go away. And he's like, you know what, yeah. So he starts fucking like kind of giving her instructions and shit, and the girl's like, and all of a sudden, I tell you what, she comes, I'm gonna stab him. She stabs that motherfucker, and he's like, what the fuck? And he goes, mollywops her off, and she's like, ah! She comes out like a spider monkey again with another freaking knife and trying to smother the motherfucker, like, ah! And then she manages to get the knife like all up in him and shit, right? And then he gets her out and fucking throws her, and unfortunately, Eldrin, you go to the fucking top of this list. If I had enough people, I might not have enough characters to do a top 10 list, but you are definitely going to be in the top 10 just for that act alone. Eldrin, thank you very much. So anyway, so she gets the knife in him, and then he had her neck broken and shit, and he's like, oh, fucking guards, where the fuck are my guards? And fucking the bitch-ass fucking Signy's little bitch-ass comes in. She's a bitch, she ain't nothing but a bitch, and she's a fucking cunt. That's a British word, TikTok. Sorry, it's the origin. I have to say it from now on. It is a British word. So anyway, and she comes in and she's like, oh, husband, don't worry, I got you. And he's like, oh, my beautiful wife. And he's like, I have never been kind to you. And yeah, like, you really think after you just admitted you weren't a good husband, you didn't do this, you didn't do that, that she was gonna fucking save your sorry? You stupid son of a bitch. You're the TikTok, it's a fictional character I'm not bullying, okay? But he was a bad king. And she's like, you know what? Hey, look at me. Focus. Look at me. I am in charge now. Pulls the fucking knife out and goes, hey, look at me. I want to watch the white fade from your eyes. God, thank you, girl. You're still a bitch and a cunt, Signy, but thank you for that. And we are done with Dawn of the North. Until the next book comes out. Join us next time, folks.